not log back in. They're going to try to create a new one.
Okay, yeah.
Because it won't allow our guy to get on.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello and good afternoon, everyone. We are once again coming to you live from Montgomery Field here in Salina, Ohio. Second game of a short two-game set between the Scouts and the Mariners of Grand Lake. Alongside Riley Harshman, I'm Charlie Danis. Welcome into this abbreviated version of the Xenia Scouts pregame show. And Riley, let's talk a little bit about last night's game. Again, it's been a frustrating stretch for the Scouts as they have dropped a whole bunch of games lately, falling to Grand Lake last night by a final of 12-6. The Scouts jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but from there, Grand Lake was able to get the bats going.
Yeah, and it all comes down to the lack of pitching depth that the Scouts have. Too many, couple guys injured, throwing position players out there to try to save you some games, and it's just not working for the Scouts right now. They just need some pitching depth, and they need their starters to go as long as they can. Flesser threw over 130 pitches last night and only went 5 innings, so they need their starters to try to go as long as they can.
And the guy that they will task with trying to do a good job on the mound, that being the Scouts, will be the right-hander Caleb Eater. He'll be on the mound today for the Scouts. Let's go ahead and get you the Scouts starting lineup for today's game between the Scouts and the Mariners. Leading off and playing in center field, shortstop Nick Tuttle. He will bat third. Ryan Burlesman, the designated hitter, will bat cleanup or fourth. Graham Welch, the right fielder, back in the lineup after an abbreviated leave from the team. He is batting fifth and playing in right field today. Zach Bacon, the second baseman, will bat sixth. Ben Bills will be at third base today. He will bat seventh. Felix King, the first baseman, will bat eighth. And Truman Brown back at the catching position. He will bat ninth. He will catch Caleb Eater today. Meanwhile, the starting lineup for the Mariners looks like this. Batting leadoff and playing at first base today will be Evan Spry. Blake Crossing will be the shortstop. He'll bat second. Jake McCaw, the third baseman, he'll bat third. Joshua Riggs, he'll be the left fielder, and he will bat fourth. Stephen Fitzsimmons, he will be the designated hitter for Grand Lake today. He will bat fifth. Van Acker, the second baseman, will bat sixth. Mackenzie Hicks, the right fielder, will bat seventh. The catcher, Tyson Hayes, is bat eighth. Jaron Lovely, the center fielder, will be the nine hitter for the Mariners, who will send to the mound today the right-hander Bear Bellamy, one of the best names that we have come across in the Great Lakes Summer Collegiate League here in 2018. We will take a quick break. Pretty soon we'll have the national anthem, and then on to baseball here at Montgomery Field as the Scouts get set to once again take on the Grand Lake Mariners. You're listening and watching a presentation of Xenia Scouts Baseball here on the Xenia Scouts Radio Network.
Some afternoon baseball is on tap here on a beautiful Sunday, and it's Scouts back in town to conclude a two-game interdivisional matchup with your Grand Lake Mariners. Hello, I'm Donovan Bass. It's game 2 of 2 versus the Xenia Scouts here on YouTube and the Mariners Radio Network. Yesterday was the first meet between these two clubs this season, and it was always a high offense fair. It was close for the first half of the game or so. It was tied at 6-6 for a while, and then the sixth rolled around. The Mariners were able to break that 6-6 tie, and then they busted it wide open in the eighth, winning by a final score of 12-6. The victory last night improved the Mariners' overall record to 14-11, including an 8-2 record here at home, and then moved them to third in the division. They have a game separating them between them and in the playoffs now. So they'll see if the Mariners can complete the sweep here today and go to the off day with a back-to-back win. Again, every win is important as we go down further the stretch. It's Scouts and Mariners live on the Mariners Radio Network here on YouTube. I'll step aside, and when I return, it will be the national anthem, the starting lineup, and the play-by-play. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, I live in a great country with freedoms like no other. At this point in time, we would like you to rise and remove your caps for today's playing of our national anthem. Oh, can you see my dawn's early light? What a
And there was the
Well, the national anthem has been
Star-Spangled
performed, and we are
Banner
finally ready for some
live
baseball here at Montgomery
Ohio.
Field. Hello again, everyone.
Montgomery
Alongside
Field
Riley
today's
Harshman,
matchup
I'm Charlie
between
Danis.
visiting
Welcome to this
Scouts and
presentation
Grand Lake
of
Mariners.
Xenia
Might
Scouts
be
Baseball
division
here on the Xenia Radio
matchup.
Network.
So,
A beautiful
we
day
see this
here,
team
here in
times,
Salina, Ohio.
at home.
Game time
We'll go ahead and
temperature
do the starting
83
lineup here now.
degrees.
First board,
And we might actually
visiting
start a little
Scouts
earlier
leading
than
off
expected.
here.
First pitch was expected to start at 4:35, and we're just a minute past 4:30 here in the Salina, Ohio area. Again, it's been a tough stretch for the Scouts, trying to break a long losing streak. 12 of their last 14 games. They're hoping that Caleb Eater can come through on the mound today, but in the meantime, Scouts hitters, they have got to contend with the right-hander Bear Bellamy on the mound, one of the better names that we have come across here in the Great Lakes Summer Collegiate League in 2018. Bellamy, a native of Tays Valley, West Virginia, plays college ball for the Wright State Raiders. He's a 6'3", 215-pound senior for the Raiders, and so far he's had a very good previous three has compiled a 1-0 record, a 2.07 earned run average, and 13 innings pitched. He has struck out 18 and he walked 6. So not exactly going to be an easy day, at least for the outset.
At Wright State this past season, he had 15 appearances, which was 3 starts. He went 2 for 2. He was 2 for 2. His record wise was 34 to 13 pitches, 10.34 ERA, and 25 punch-outs.
See how the Scouts
We'll see now if the Mariners continue their dominance from yesterday again.
Cam Murray will lead off and play in center field. Chandler Chambers, left fielder, will bat second. Tuttle, the shortstop, will bat third. Ryan Burlesman, the designated hitter, will bat cleanup. Ron Wells, the right fielder, will bat fifth. The second baseman, Zach Bacon, will bat sixth for the Scouts. Ben Bills, the third baseman, will bat seventh. Felix King, the first baseman, he will bat eighth. And Truman Brown, the catcher, he bats ninth. Scouts going with their camouflage tops today. The Scouts across the front of the jersey along with the gray pants. Meanwhile, the Mariners, interesting color scheme being exhibited by the Mariners today. White pants to go along with white jerseys with green and blue stripes. And the NHL's Vancouver Canucks, it's the exact same colors the Mariners are using today, along with the blue caps and the green bill.
The man from Youngstown State and Cincinnati, Ohio.
Bellamy delivers, and the first pitch Murray sees is a strike. We are underway here at Montgomery Field.
And so,
Starting at 4:34, so about a minute earlier than scheduled today. And that pitch also a strike as Murray finds himself quickly. And it's a Jazz back on the 26th of June.
Steps back in very quickly, just wanted to fix his left-handed glove. Here comes
So now Bellamy delivers, and here's a chopper.
Right over to Bellamy.
Back to Bellamy. Bellamy will toss on over to first, and that'll be the first out of the game.
They retire the first out.
We've only seen Bellamy baseball batter, but already.
1 to 3. They got that very high velocity. Chambers, the left. Knoxville, Tennessee, College, where he goes to school. Sophomore.
So now they'll bring Chandler Chambers, the left fielder for the Scouts, to the plate. We've seen a lot of Murray in center and Chambers in left field as of late. The pitch, and Chambers sends a screamer down the right field line, and that ball is going to be fair. And Chambers is off to the races. He's going to race over to second, and he will stay put right there A double for Chandler
One out
Chambers.
double.
And a runner in scoring position with
And
one
on
out for the
first
Scouts
pitch,
here in the
rockets
top half
that
of the
one down
first.
the right field line. It stayed fair.
James did a very good job there.
Very similar situation against the righty.
There's the 0-1.
This one
And that
just
misses.
a
1-1
little
the
bit
count.
inside.
Nick
Count
Tuttle.
now evens up at 1-1 to Tuttle. Tuttle again, the
Bear
shortstop.
Bell.
Was supposed to play second yesterday.
right-hander.
He was quickly
Now
he was
they're on the
replaced
mound.
last minute
For the Mariners.
for Zach Bacon.
And as we
Now
mentioned, he
steps in.
plays
He
for
is the
Wright State.
best hitter statistically for
Bellamy
this team
with the
as far as
pitch.
the average is concerned. Here comes
And
that
that's outside
pitch.
for a ball. Bellamy coming off
Spot,
of a
so
2018 season with the Raiders in which he appeared in only 16 games, 3 starts within those 16 games, 34 and a third innings, posted a 7.34 earned run average with 25 strikeouts.
Now Tuttle steps back in, the right-handed batter. Bellamy
with the
deliver
pitch.
the 2-1 pitch.
And that's fouled off by Tuttle.
High and out of play.
And now the count
Now
is even at
evens up
2
at
balls
2
and 2
2.
strikes. Ryan Burlesman, the Scouts designated hitter, waiting on deck.
So
Meanwhile,
following up
Chambers
after Tuttle will be Ryan.
gets set to take his
Burlesman,
lead off of.
And also, can't forget about
Some
Chambers
clouds in the sky,
on
but not
second
that
after
much.
the 1-out double.
A lot of blue
Bellamy looks
overhead.
in,
As Bellamy
Gather.
sets. Tuttle waiting on the
Deliver.
2-2.
The 2-2 pitch.
And that's
Just a
just
little bit low.
outside, so
Count
now we'll go
ball
full
at
3
3-2.
balls and 2 strikes. Nick Tuttle.
Again, for Bellamy, he's a very efficient pitcher. Can't find that strike zone, but he's
Bellamy.
missing a little bit low here today. in
Back on the
early
pitching
going to this
rubber.
one. We'll see how that.
Looking in for his sign.
We'll see if the strike zone doesn't extend a little bit.
No,
or
he
Bellamy
hasn't.
can.
Here comes the payoff
Here
pitch.
comes the payoff
Tuttle
pitch. Off
swings,
bat,
and it's a
swung
grounder
right
over to third.
to Myers on
And
third.
Chambers will have to stay put at second as
And
Tuttle is
throw
thrown out
over
5-3 for the
First
second
in
out of the
time,
frame.
And they will hold the runner at second. 5-3 to play there. It was McCall, actually.
So now it'll be up to Ryan Burlesman.
Out of the lineup here today.
Up to him to see if the Scouts can draw first blood here in the top half of the first. 2 gone, a runner at second in the form of Chandler Chambers. Bertelsmann, no homers, 7 knocked in, go along with a 3.08 batting
And
average.
Friendswood, Texas is his hometown. He's a sophomore business major at Baylor. Runner goes.
And the runner going on the
third. Do
pitch,
not
throw
try to run
down,
Hayes.
and
He
they
will
got
get you.
Chambers.
And yes, he does. Tyson Hayes with the cannon behind the arm catches the runner trying to go to third.
2-5 to put out.
Side.
And that is how the inning will end for the Scouts. We head to the bottom half of the first. Scouts nothing, Mariners coming up here on the Xenia Scouts Radio Network.
Steal, no errors, no men left on base, no runs scored. We'll now head to the bottom of this first inning, still tied at nothing. You're listening to Mariners baseball on the Mariners Radio Network. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, rid of the buckets. That's okay.
Your pants all dusty.
My pants already
Did
dirty
he just
anyway.
fall during the pitch? Yeah, I think he just. I don't know. I look up, I hear the glove snap, and then on the ground. So I think he overdid his side step.
Everything good so far?
So starting on the mound today for the Scouts, it will be Caleb Eater, a right-hander.
So the
He has a
Scouts
1-1
turn in a
record. This will be
scoreless
his
top
fifth
half of the
start
first.
the season.
We head down to the
1-1
bottom half of the
here.
first here at Montgomery Field, with the Mariners starting to bat for the first time today. Mariners starting lineup very quickly. Evan Spry, the first baseman, will bat leadoff. Shortstop Blake Crossing will bat second. Jake McCaw, the third baseman, he'll bat third. Joshua Riggs, the left fielder, will bat fourth. Designated hitter Stephen Fitzsimmons will bat fifth. Von Acker, the second baseman, will bat sixth. Mackenzie Hicks, the right fielder, will bat seventh. Tyson Hayes, the catcher, will bat eighth. And finally, the center fielders, Aaron Lovely, will bat ninth for the Mariners, and they will face off against the right-hander Caleb Eater, who's probably been one of the more consistent starters for the Scouts here in 2018. Eater making his fifth start of the season, 1-1, with a 4.44 earned run average, and in 28 of the 30 he's pitched, he has struck out 14, and he has walked 15. The Scouts need a starter to go out there on the mound and heat up a lot of innings while delivering some quality baseball for them. And that's what Xenia Riley is hoping that he will do for them today.
Truman Brown doing catching here today. We'll see if the Mariners can get an early lead here as Spry steps in. A man who's taking over the leadoff spot now permanently for the most part in this lineup. He's listed
Muskegon a
first
couple weeks
pitch
ago,
there,
threw 8 innings.
listing a little bit low, and I think
Had the
outside.
Scouts in the lead going into the 9th inning. And
Strike or
they
ball
lost that
one
game.
out of count here.
Eater also had
Spry,
my first win.
a man who comes to this game
been one of the best starts
missing outside
again.
again.
That's the
2-0
guy
now
who's-
quickly.
to get them out of this losing streak.
He starts Evan Spry out with a 2-0 count.
Wisconsin,
Missed
Creighton
low and then
University
missed outside.
sophomore, enters the stadium
Here's the 2-0
247
count.
with a 394.
That's down
This
low,
one
so
missing low
now
now.
we will go to 3-0.
3-0
And then
here.
Spry.
Very good hitter center.
Eater also pitched pretty well against the
Deal with
Cincinnati
that.
Steam back on
394
July the
on-base
3rd, a
percentage.
game in
Does
which he
run
pitched
spots,
6
started
innings,
wide,
giving
gets
up
in
3
the
runs to the
sideline,
earned on
he hit
3
the
hits,
board,
striking
and then
out
run with
3.
it. And off
striking out
those
6 and
pitches,
walking
Spry will
3.
get a board.
Not a good start for Eater right there as he walked the leadoff man Spry
I don't
on
know
4 straight
if
pitches.
Crossing was not in the lineup yesterday. He took the day off. He played shortstop here today. He's offensively probably
Guys
the best
too often
shortstop on the roster, but they like to rotate infielders here.
balls.
Spry's Crossing's played
So
a little
Spry
bit
on via the
everything on
walk.
the
Now
left
Blake
side.
Crossing, the
Second to
shortstop,
third.
will come to the plate for Grand
Not even in
Lake.
the outfield yet, but might try to put him out
Crossing
there.
batting
And
325, no
this one
homers,
low
9
here.
knocked in.
Ball
We'll take a pitch down low from Eater. Now Eater has thrown 4 straight balls to begin this game. Let's see if Eater
So
can
Blake
snap out of his
Crossing,
funk and
number
start
10 from Dartmouth
throwing
College,
strikes
Newman,
over the
Georgia
plate.
native, junior biochemistry major at
Eater will
Dartmouth.
set on the
He
mound
has
and he'll
3.5
deliver. And that pitch is in
average.
there
This
for a
one
strike
pitches to the
finally.
outside of the
1 on the
plate there
count.
for strike 1. 1
On Crossing.
Here.
Crossing
So
with a
Crossing
couple of doubles
also
on
has
the
a
year,
400
still
on-base
has no
percentage
homers.
on the
15
season thus
strikeouts
far.
as opposed to only 10 walks on the year. Eater once
Game
again
number
sets.
26 of
The
the
1-1.
season. Here comes the 1-1 pitch.
And that
one
pitch
right
catches
on
the
heart of
outside
plate.
corner for a call strike. 1 and 2 the
That's
count on
strike
Blake
2
Crossing.
now, 1 and 2. Here, after the leadoff walk by Spry. Only
Spry
one
will
hit
take
in
his
this
lead
game
off at
so
first.
far on the top of the first.
Here's a
Spry did
sun-drenched
get a board
Montgomery
on the leadoff
Field.
walk, though. Mariners have yet to
Here's the
get
pitch.
to Crossing.
That's
Touch
swung on and
he'll go
missed.
down
Strike
swinging.
3.
That has been somewhat of a
First
kryptonite
strikeout of the day
is
for
striking out.
Caleb Eater. One
Spectacular man.
Being aggressive,
Now that'll bring up
Crossing
Jake
there,
Paul.
everything else is pitches well.
He steps in, another left-handed batter again. Crossing actually switched.
Jake
over to
McCaw
that
now
lefty
batting for the
ready.
Mariners. 281
Not a lot of
batter, no
left-handed
homers, and
arms
14 knocked
on this
in.
lineup for the- as this one
And that
missing
pitch is
high
outside
to
for a
McCaw.
ball. 1-0 the count on
1-1.
McCaw.
They brought in the heavy lefties again.
McCaw
Again for this
with
lineup.
6 doubles on the
Actually,
season, so he's got a little
five-
bit of pop in that bat.
There's actually a good decent amount of
No
righties here. They
triples,
start
no
to mix it up
homers.
a little bit more, especially
Eater
as the righties
sets,
are down
and he
power,
delivers.
as this one
That
catches
pitch is
the
taken
plate
for a
right
strike.
there. For a
1-1 the
strike.
count on McCaw.
1-1 now the count to McCaw. Here live from Montgomery Field, still no score at the bottom of the first. Evan Spry got a leadoff walk.
looking
He
back
stands
at
on
first to
and then Blake
See
Crossing
what Spry's
struck out
doing over
swinging.
there. Now the
McCaw,
pitch,
one
and that's
bounce
down
out
low
in front
for a
of the
ball.
plate,
2-1
holds
the
Spry,
count.
blocked up there nicely.
Well, after last night's
By
win,
catcher
Grand Lake
Brown.
improved to 14 on
Into
the
the outfield,
second,
that allows Spry
and
down
that'll
around
be a
third.
throw into the
And he will
outfield as
go
Spry
into third,
will
sliding.
slide
And that
into
will
third.
be, again, the walk there
Mistake
to
by turning
McCaw.
around there.
And then he reaches third
Back
on the
and just
E2.
let Spry take second as he had the
Stolen
right to.
base, and then an E2 on the catcher
So
there.
McCaw on
Spry
via the
go all
walk.
the way to third, so runners at the
E2,
corners
meanwhile,
now.
on Truman Brown,
And
and
very
Spry is able
quickly,
to advance
Eater
to
is
third
in
on the
trouble
play.
starting right.
And now runners on the
Again,
corners
if you're
here
just
for the
tuning in, you didn't
Mariners.
hear-
Only
talk
one
about
out
it
here in the
enough
bottom
yesterday,
half of
didn't
the
hear me
first.
talk about it at all yesterday.
Now bring
The
Joshua
Scouts are
Riggs
in a lot
to
of
the
trouble when
plate.
it comes to the pitching. They have
Riggs
one of
playing
the-
in left
they have
field
the
today
worst
for
ERA.
Mariners.
It was at 8.60 when I checked yesterday. That's a team ERA. They don't have a guy with an ERA.
Riggs
over
batting
4.
269, 2 homers, 15
On this
knocked
roster.
in.
They've also got a short staff.
It's been a source of power for the Mariners in 2018.
Eater is a position player as well.
Number 45.
Eater was actually in the lineup
Caleb
yesterday.
Eater
as a
will
hitter.
now
He was
set
a
and deal.
designated hitter.
Count on Riggs.
He plays left field here today. He had a home run in the series against St. Clair when he
He's a
played
native
left
of
field.
Irons,
Home run was
Michigan.
tried to
Attends
call
Alma
timeout
College.
twice. And then
6'5",
he ended up
230-pounder
knocking it out.
junior.
He hit
That pitch is
back
down
there,
low. Nice
blocked
block
up
by
there
Truman
nicely.
Brown to keep that from going to the backstop.
Count now
1-1 the count now on Riggs.
Riggs is a man who likes to try to do the modern baseball thing.
Riggs
He goes
has
into that
pitched for the
spot.
Mariners, and he's also hit for the Mariners as well.
He wants the super ones and the stat fillers.
There's a little bit of everything for the Mariners squad as
pitch
is taken for a strike by Riggs. Eater goes ahead and the count 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Took that one all the way.
Eater looks in for a sign from Brown.
Steps back.
He has it. Here's the pitch. That's swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Second strikeout for Eater.
Second strikeout for Eater in this inning. Gone for the Mariners.
That's the thing you do when you're trying to hit home runs all the time. You're going to strike out more times than not.
Guys getting all the walks.
Either strikes out or he's not swing at a lot of stuff. He will take his walks if he has to.
Simmons on the year with 18 walks. Pitch.
The pitch to Fitzsimmons.
That
right
is
down
a
the
strike.
outside
3-1
corner
the
at the
count.
knees.
Fitzsimmons, 18
Nice
walks.
little break there.
Actually,
It
6
was
walks, I should
3-1
say,
here to Fitzsimmons.
as opposed to only 1 strikeout.
Here's some scores from around the Great Lakes Summer
He
League.
needs to be a little careful here.
The
because
Sugar
3-1
Beets
count
beat
is
the
something that the
Steam
Mariners were really
18
eating
to
up last
16 and a
night.
high.
That pitch
Their
is down
ball
low.
bounces out in front of the
Brown
plate. They are now loaded.
blocking
with
that,
2 outs.
and now the bases are going to be loaded with 2
hits
outs.
in this inning for the Mariners. They've all been
2 strikeouts in this inning for Eater, but also
Fry
3
does have himself
walks.
a stolen base.
Now
and then
Van
moves
Acker,
third on the error.
second
Now
baseman,
bring
looking to
up
provide
Van
some
Acker, the
2-out
second
magic here for the
baseman, really
Mariners.
started to swing it well in that Canadian series.
During this at-bat with Acker, no such success. So now Caleb needs a strike here.
Eater's 3-0
The
pitch.
3-0. That is a
Catches
strike.
that inside pitcher. It's a 50-50 ball right down the border. This time it will be called.
Eater bends at the waist.
3-1.
He has his sign. He'll now straighten up and set himself on the mound.
3-1.
3-1.
The 3-1 pitch. You look at
Down
ball
low.
4. He will bring
And that
in
is ball
the
4.
Run.
A run
on
will
the
come
walk.
in.
So
Spry will come in from third. A bases
a
loaded
run here.
walk for Van Acker.
Fourth
More
walk.
importantly, an early 1-0 lead for the Mariners.
And Spry will just walk his way down the line and come in to score. So 1-0. Mariners on top here in the bottom of the first. Peter is in trouble already. We'll see how quickly that
Now
open
you're allowing
jumps
it
into
to
this
but
action.
giving up a run is what the pitcher wants to do.
4 walks now in the inning for Eater.
Scouts in there.
Now Mackenzie Hicks, the right fielder, will get a chance to bat here. Hicks, a 267 batter, a homer, and 2 knocked in
Timeout
here in
called here by
2018
Mackenzie
as
Hicks, the
Eater
new
will
batter,
step
right
off the
fielder.
mound.
Mackenzie
Hicks will
Hicks,
step out of the batter's
Also
box,
one
and
of
now
the
those
pitchers
2
on the
will
staff here.
reconvene.
number 37 from Echo, Alabama.
Eater's pitch
Detroit,
down low for a ball.
College,
Want to know the count?
sophomore there. This one missing low here to Hicks,
So
1-0.
control has
For the
been an
Mariners,
issue for
it is
Eater
their
here
alternative
early
home
on
run
as a
to
run
blue
is
and green
scored
stripes
thanks
that
to a
started
bases
out there
loaded walk by
right
Van
about
Acker. The
midway
Mariners,
up
of
their
course,
arm, and then
looking
goes
for more
down
in this
to that
situation,
waist. White
but
hands.
Eater's trying to keep it right where it is right now. Here's a ground
Bad
ball.
hit, so right to the
It'll
third baseman,
be the
comes
third
down to
baseman.
first, and
The
that
throw
will
to first
retire
will be
the
in
side.
time, and the
5-3.
Mariners strand the bases loaded. But Grand
And so
Lakes
the
is
Mariners
able
will
to
leave the
take
bases
an
loaded.
early 1-0
No
lead
errors,
thanks to
no
a
runs
bases
scored
loaded
on
walk
absolutely
by
no
Van
hits.
Acker.
One
1 inning in the
ahead,
books here in the field. It's Grand Lake 1, Xenia nothing on the Swing Scouts Radio Network.
Baseball live on the Mariners Radio
What the hell
Network.
was that? What the hell was that?
I don't know. What do you mean? What the hell is that? Swinging at that
Sorry,
thing.
Mariners had that 1-0 lead, and they didn't do it. They did it without a
Same
hit.
letter.
That's
Oh,
the fun thing.
goodness.
No
You're in
sacrifice
alliteration heaven
flies,
with
no
this guy's name.
sacrifice groundouts,
So
nothing.
Bellamy
No,
back on the mound
The RBI
for the Mariners,
hit the wall.
and he'll face Ryan Bertelsmann.
He ended up
the
walking
Baylor
4 batters,
product.
struck out 2, and then got a ground out
As
bunch.
Bertelsmann will lay down a bunt down the third base line. Bellamy will throw, and he
just a little bit off,
narratively safe.
and they will call Bertman safe on the bunt there. Looked like a pretty close play.
Out there by
but they'll
Bertman
say he
in
just
between
beat it
third
out.
baseman and the pitcher.
Bellamy
had a
So it'll be an infield
body
single.
line.
Bellamy didn't stumble coming off the mound. He probably would have been able to make that play.
Bertelsmann, he's always good for one of those bunt attempts. You saw that Jake McCaw, the third baseman, was not even on the grass part of the turf, if that makes
Now
sense.
has a left-handed batter.
And
Graham
now Welch will come to the plate.
This is the
Boy,
first strike to him.
Graham Welch
And
had
catches
to
inside
leave the
part of
team
the
for a
knee.
little
Count
bit
goes
because of
0-1
some
here
family
to Graham
obligations. From what I
Welch.
understand, he was a part of a wedding.
Graham Welch, the
So good to see
Plano,
Welch
Texas
back
native
in the
Texas
Scouts
Pirates.
lineup, a homer and 6 RBIs.
College,
And
he has
boy,
282 batting
before this
average,
guy
426
left,
on base
he
percentage.
had been
Tries to hold
swinging
up,
a
he
very,
does,
very hot
but
bat
it'll
for
be
the
low and
Scouts as
outside, ball
he
one.
will take a pitch down low. 1-1 the count on Welch.
Yeah, Welch was just hitting gaps everywhere. He had that big 9th inning homer. I
By
believe
the
it was
way,
against the
for
Jazz that
Bertelsmann, he does
tied
have
up that ball
14
game,
stolen
and
bases.
Welch
Watch
has
for
been
him to
showing
run.
very good
He
bat.
thinks about
Graham
going.
takes
He ends up
a
holding up those. That's
strike
called
at the
a strike
knees,
there on
and
the
now it's
outside
1
corner
ball
of
and
the
2
knees.
strikes.
Count now 1
on
and 2
Welch.
again. You want to
So
watch for
Bertelsmann
the
with
run
the
for Bertelsmann.
leadoff
Has
single
14
of the
stolen
bunt
bases.
variety
They're
down
not
the
afraid
third
to run
base line to
here.
begin the
Scouts
inning
are.
for the Scouts,
That is something they
who
do very
trailed the
well.
Mariners 1-0 early on here in beautiful Salina, Ohio. The pitch by Bellamy, and it's fouled off to the left by Welch. Cal remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Bertelsmann leads his team with 14 stolen bases.
Yeah, Welch steps back in,
He
left-handed
probably
batter
would've been
going up
in motion
against the
already, so
right-handed
definitely gotta
pitcher
keep an eye on Bertelsmann
of
over there.
Belarus.
Welch, the University of Texas
Bellamy
Tyler
steps on.
product, waiting on the
Here it
pitch.
goes.
Here it
Runner
is.
goes
It's a
tapped
ground
off the back
ball
here weakly
up the
to
first
first.
base line, and that'll easily
Fry
be
steps
taken
on to
by the
get the
first
out.
baseman Spry for
Off
the
the
first
run
out. But
was
Bertelsmann does move
Bertelsmann.
up to second on the play.
He advances a second. He had a great jump on that one. Otherwise, Brian might have been able to try and turn two.
So one gone here
Bertelsmann
in the top half of the second for the Scouts. Now bring Zach Bacon to the plate.
Number 20, Zach Bacon.
Bacon on the year, 156 hitter, no homers, 7
So
knocked
now
in.
that brings in
There's an
Zach
RBI
Bacon,
opportunity here with
the third
Bertelsmann sitting
second
over there
baseman for
at
today,
second.
where he started
Bacon
yesterday.
bats from the right side
Bacon
against Bellamy, delivers.
Bellamy,
That's a
right
strike
there
in
in
the inside corner to Zach
Count now
Bacon.
goes 0-1.
Bacon last night in the first inning had those two
Bacon,
RBIs. that
Seminole,
started
Florida
out
native,
the outfield.
also played
Two-run
had two
double for
RBIs and a
Bacon
single
last
back in the
night.
first inning. He now has a chance to drive in and
Bellamy
here and tie the game. What a
looks
good base
back,
hit.
now
Here comes the
delivers,
1-1
and that
pitch.
pitch is down low
Just
for a
missing a
ball.
little bit low.
So
1-1
now it'll
now,
be
the
a
count is
1-1
up.
count on Bacon. Again, the Scouts going with their camouflage look, camouflage jerseys
It
and
is
caps to go
1-1
along
with
with
one
the
out now.
gray
The count,
pants, while the
1-1.
Mariners in their traditional
1-0
white
to
pants
score
and white
there, and here
jerseys.
comes- here comes the 1-1 pitch.
And that pitch
Catching
is
the
in there
inside
for a
part
call.
of the plate
Strike
there
1 and 2 to
at the
count on
high
Bacon.
corner.
Grand
Count
Lake
now
with
goes
blue
1-2
and green stripes
to
on the
Bacon.
jerseys, blue numbers, and the
Man who was
cap,
1
it's
for
blue
4
with a green
yesterday,
bill,
had a walk in the ninth.
along with the Grand Lakes
Yeah.
Mariners logo on the front.
Single with 2
Pretty
RBIs.
sharp uniforms,
yesterday.
especially in sunlight
First.
like this.
The 1-2.
Bellamy now with the 1-2.
Baseball for the Mariners.
Bacon
Swung on
swings and fouls it.
knocked back above the screen
Back to the
and out of
screen.
play, fouled off.
Count remains at 1 ball
Go ahead
and
and
2
get you the
strikes.
weather here in just a minute.
By the way,
We'll
some of
wait
you
on
might be
pitch, though, on the
wondering
1-2
about the
pitch.
view for today's game. The way things are set up here in Montgomery Field, instead of having a press box right behind home plate,
See how well they try to
it is
maintain
situated along the
basically
first base
better
line.
defensive
So
catcher
that's why we
as
kind of
can
have the
or arm
odd-looking
back
view
there
for
behind the
today's
plate. We'll see if
broadcast.
they can. We'll see how this chess game works here. Here comes the 1-2
And the
pitch.
pitch, Bacon, did he check his
And
swing?
They will say, did he
They'll
hold
appeal
up?
down, and they
did
said that
not
he
break
checked
the
it in
plane
time.
of the plate. It was
So
close.
the count will move to 2
If you
balls and
ask me,
2
I
strikes
think
for
he
Bacon.
just went
I agree with
around.
that call. We have a great
But
vantage point for check
the
swings on
umpire
right-handed
on
hitters where we are right
that
now. And
said
Bacon
he did
definitely
not
got
go
his bat back in
even
time and did not
2-2.
cross the plane of the plate.
Here to Bacon.
Such a tough judgment call.
Here comes the third baseman, Ben Bills.
Bills
He now
133
steps in.
batter, no homers, and 3
That was the
knocked
first
in.
pitch to him. It's
We'll
high.
take a pitch
ball
up high
one.
for a ball. 1-0 the count is
Ben
Bertelsmann
Bills, the men from
sitting over there at third.
He came to Yak
90
College,
feet away
to be
from
a sophomore
score.
There. He's also a pitcher for this roster, for this Scouts team on the roster.
Pitch, and Bills swings and misses at the high start. 1-1 the
Count
count.
now goes 1-1 to him.
Bills sporting the white sleeve on the right arm today.
And now Bills steps back in. Again, batting right here, also a righty pitcher. Righty,
Waiting, the
very
1-1 pitch from
right-handed
Bailey.
heavy lineup. Not a lot of left-handers on
And
the
that
team.
is
as
a
this
pitch
one's going
outside. 2-1 the count
2-1 now
on
the
Ben
count here.
Bills.
Bellamy the Bills. Again, not a lot of left-handers in the roster
Bertelsmann will take his lead off
for
of
the
third.
Scouts. They only have one in the lineup
Bailey.
here today.
Looking in for his sign. And he has it.
Checks in. Gathers, set.
Now we're even at 2
Strike all
balls,
the
2
way.
strikes.
2-2.
2 out here
outs,
in the
1-1
top
third.
half of the second, no less.
They're in the top half of the second.
Nothing
Mariners
lead for the
1-0
Mariners, at least
here
at the
home.
moment.
Trying to go get themselves
Here's the
second
pitch.
straight win. Here comes the pitch.
Bills
This one
will
be
foul it
tapped
off
back.
as he continues
This will be
to
tapped
battle
down
Bailey
off
out
the
there.
leg of Bills.
1-2,
Towards
still
third
the
base
count
dugout.
on Ben
Count will hold
Bills.
it 2-2.
Felix King waiting on deck.
It'll be
For
Felix
Xenia.
King if Ben Bills can reach. He'll be back up next.
Scouts
First
doing a
baseman.
good job here early in this game, working counts up down. Bellamy Bills doing it right here. Bacon
And
did
a
it, Tuttle
2-2
did
count
it
with
in
2
the
outs.
first, so
Bellamy will deliver.
try to get that pitch count up.
Just a
That
little
pitch is
bit.
down low for a ball, so
Low and
now we will
outside.
go
Count now
full
goes
3-2.
4-2.
Okay, Riley, thought process for the pitcher and the batter right here.
Well, Ben Bills, he just needs to put. He's just looking for any ball in the zone. He's going to try to put it in play anywhere he can.
So
The
Bills
pitcher's got to
steps
think
back
he's
in, the
going low.
right-handed
I
batter.
think he's going fastball.
Stands
His
deep
fastball's
in the
been electric so far
righty
today.
batter spot.
Here's
Here
the
comes
payoff.
Payoff pitch.
And Bills will
Out
take a
front
walk.
plate. Bills will
That
take
pitch is
himself a
down low
walk.
for a ball. Nice job by Bills
And so
holding
runners at the
off on the
quarters
low
now
stuff
here.
and keeping
First
this
walk
inning
of the
going.
game.
for the
Issued
Scouts.
by Bellamy. Hurry up, Felix King.
So now Felix King will come to the plate. King has been in a little bit of a funk lately. Batting 239 on the season with 2 homers and 12 RBIs. As I was getting in the band, kept chanting to himself, try not to stink, try not to stink.
327 on base percentage. Another right-handed
King.
batter goes up against Bellamy, the right-handed pitcher. There
Trying to
comes the
turn
first
things
pitch
around
to
here at the
We'll see also
plate
if they decide to
as
run
we'll go down
with the
low.
man on
And,
first
you know,
base,
Riley,
not on that
baseball
one,
players are rather
outside, ball one.
superstitious. Yesterday, we saw King with no batting gloves. Today, he has strapped on the batting gloves.
Sometimes when you think you can do better, you just try to change up
Here
things
comes
in your
the 1-0
routine and
pitch.
see
This
if
one
anything
missing
will
low.
work. And
And now
So
Bellamy
King,
struggling
he
to
hasn't
find
been
the
hitting
strike
the bad
zone.
ones. You'll
Really
probably
goes
see
into
next game he's
inning
in.
number
With that,
2. He's hitting, missing
1-0
everything
pitch is
a
down
little
low,
bit
so now
low.
it's 2-0 on Felix King. Bill sits at first. Bertelsmann sits at third.
Felix King's
Two
running
gone
the
here
corner.
in the top half of the second.
It's Bills at
As
first.
Bailey
and
continues to
third
work
it
on
is
the mound for the
Bellsman.
Mariners. The pitch.
Here comes the pitch.
That's
This one
down low, so
again.
now King working with a 3-0
And
count.
finally, Tyson
And
Hayes
now,
is going to go have a
the catcher,
conversation
Tyson
with Bellamy
Hayes,
to
will
figure
go
out
out
why
top
King
with his
seems to
right-hander,
find the zone. He's
Bear
missing
Bellamy.
low. Now, on I got to say 5 or 6 straight pitches, he's missing low. Count
mean,
now
not
quickly 3-0 though.
Doing a good
King.
job
Just a
of
weak
hitting the
ground
bottom
ball
half of
here.
the strike
Ground ball
zone with his
here, though, would do
fastball, and that's got him into
Mariners.
trouble here late. Looking to take advantage of this opportunity. King waiting on the 3-0. Here it is. That's down low.
Again, bounces out front.
And King walks on 4 straight pitches, so now the Scouts have the bases loaded with 2 gone.
So back-to-back walks, they are loaded now. Truman and Brown, the catcher. Right-handed
So now
batter.
Truman Brown, the
5'10"
catcher, will
Clarksville,
come to the plate
Tennessee.
for Xenia.
Native
Brown,
Boston
205
VA
batter,
State.
2 homers and 10 knock-ins. So the Mariners loaded the bases in the bottom of the first, yet only got 1 run out of it. The Scouts, meanwhile, they got the bases loaded here with 2 out.
See if Bellamy can get out of
And
this.
they're looking to take advantage of this situation as Brown will take a ball outside.
It looked like it was
As all of a sudden, the control has evaporated from Bellamy here. 1-0 the count on Brown.
Pitch now with a runner on third or what? But it is just not Bellamy like to see him miss a lot.
The 1-0 pitch.
This
Just
one's
outside
missing
for a
again,
ball. So
outside
now
again.
it is
Quickly
2-0. So that is now
Bellamy
6
really
straight balls
struggling
thrown
to
by
find the
Bellamy.
zone on these last 3 batters. Yes, Felix King, all of them were low. I guess
Bertelsmann
you
at
see
third,
couldn't get King
Bills
to
at
chase.
second, King at
King
first.
could
The
not. Here
pitch.
comes the pitch. This one
That
catches
is a
the
strike
inside of the
on
zone.
the inside
On the
corner.
corner at the knees. That'll now be 2-1. And we'll
So
see if that's
Brown
a confidence booster for
going
Bellamy.
back into the
He tries
right-handed
to get
batter's
himself
box
back
now.
in control of this one with the bases loaded.
Just waiting on the 2-1 pitch from Bellamy.
Bellamy will gather the
The
2-1
pitch. That is taken on the
Right
outside
at
corner
the
for a
outside
strike.
Quarter at the knees. Strike
2 balls,
After
2
the
strikes,
shot,
2
and
out,
2-2.
bases loaded.
It looks like he
Scouts
found
trail the
He's a
Mariners
pitcher who likes to work
1-0.
especially on the low part of the plate.
Truman
And
Brown
he was struggling
trying to come up clutch here for the
find
boys
it
from
in the
Xenia.
last 2 batters, but now it looks like he might have
Bellamy
found
with the
2-2
pitch. That is a called strike 3 on the outside corner.
Called, second
and
strikeout,
Brown will
the
go down
second
looking.
strikeout of the game.
So the
Leave 'em loaded.
Scouts
One
below
hit,
the bases.
No runs scored.
They come up
In
short,
this
scoring
inning. We now
no
have
runs.
in the second inning, the Mariners.
1 hit.
Tyson Hayes, Jared Lovely.
Ahead of the bottom half of the second. Grand Lakes 1, Xenia nothing here on the Xenia Scouts Radio Network.
I'll be right back.
Aluminum precision technology they have the part. They're one of fine spots. A few more besides CAPT. Layfeld Welding, Coldwater, mixed sports, location in Coldwater and Salina. Cheap supermarket, the Salina Eagle, Remington Reynolds, Cooper Farms, Salina Insurance, Snap Fitness from here in Salina, and Escapade Travel. Those are some sponsors of your Grand Lake Mariners.
Okay, I promised you I would sing. Oh, that's the birthday. And now today, and now today we have a very special birthday wish out to assistant coach Nico. Nico, I promise you I do this. This one's for you. Everybody join and wish me as we sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nico. Happy birthday to you.
Bottom half of the second. Here in Salina, Ohio, 1-0 lead for the Grand Lake Mariners as Tyson Hayes, the catcher, will come to the plate for the first time today. He'll be the leadoff man for the Mariners. In the top half of the second, you're listening to Secret Scouts Baseball. Scouts Radio Network, Bradley Parsons, Charlie Gaines coming to you
And it will be
from
return to the
Montgomery
He got
Field.
only 1 run, but he walked.
Beautiful day for baseball.
He did get
Low
a couple
80s
of strikeouts though.
at the start. The temperature will continue to just perfect conditions to play the game of baseball. As Caleb Eater will go back to work on the mound for the Scouts to deliver a first pitch strike to Tyson Hayes. Hayes on the season, a .239 batter, 2 homers and 8 runs batted in. He is from Aurora, Colorado, and he plays his college ball for the Redbirds at Illinois State of Hayes. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tyson Hayes actually played high school baseball.
There's a
Carter
high
not playing
school
today. Hayes didn't
connection
play yesterday
between
when Carter
Tyson
played, so they
Hayes
won't
and
be
the
able to.
Scouts
In fact, we played
players. He
against
looks
each
at one
other.
time
So nice to see two
inside.
guys from
Ball
the same
2
high
count
school
now. He's
playing
up at 2-2.
Summer collegiate.
Tyson Hayes plays with
I'll tell you what,
Roswell
baseball can be one of the greatest fraternities.
At Grandview High School, they play together.
This pitch is popped way up
in
into left field.
left field, shallow left.
Tuttle will give it a
Left
look,
fielder
but now
calling
Chambers,
for
the
it,
left
makes
fielder,
the
will
catch.
call him off. He'll make the
Chambers
catch for
will
the first
make
out of the
catch
inning.
to retire the first bat. The batter.
1 up, 1
Just
down.
one up, one down.
Bring up the center fielder.
That brings up Jaron Lovely, the center fielder.
The guys
Not your typical number 9 hitter. It was actually a substitution. Originally, it was going to be Hayden Hart out there. It's 183, but actually, Jaron Lovely hitting 301.
So Jaron Lovely will come to the plate for the Mariners. He's a .301 batter.
Hitting to the bottom of the
1 homer,
comes the pitch to him.
9 knocked in. A member of the Marshall Thundering Herd.
And it
He's
goes
a native of
to
Salyersville, Kentucky.
to the man.
6'1", 195-pound sophomore, by the way,
Kentucky.
for Marshall. As he pitches fouled off
Lovely,
by Lovely, 0-1 the count.
Technology
Eater quickly has his
Thundering
sign,
Herd at
and he'll
Marshall.
deliver.
He plays
That's up
baseball
high for a
as
ball.
well.
1-1 the count.
Player.
On
As
Lovely.
it's a 1-1 count with 1 out.
in that first inning for 30 pitches, and that's not what you want out of the first inning, especially with the pitching woes
Here comes the 1-1
Scouts
pitch.
have.
Pitches up high,
Outside.
4 ball. Once again, from Eater. 2-1 the count now.
And Eater has yet to allow a
Jaron
base
Lovely.
hit in the first 2 innings, but he walked the bases full. A couple strikeouts in there as well. And then he cornered there.
Or even a 2 balls and
And
2
their first
strikes on
strike.
Jaron Lovely.
Count now
Evans
goes
Fry.
2-2 to Lovely.
Waiting on deck.
Evans Fry will be doing
For the Mariners.
He drew a walk and then a stolen base that also allowed him to reach third on a throwing error by
2-2
Jimmy Brown.
pitch.
Yeah. This is
Up
2-2
high, so
pitch.
now we'll
Nine
go full
outside,
for
count now
3-2.
4-3-2 with only 1 out.
As Eater
We'll see if Lovely can't get
struggling
aboard
with
via
his
the walk.
control
Lovely's
of
a
his
man who loves his
fastball
base
and
hit,
overthrew
sometimes
that last
over-aggressive with his swinging, but can get aboard via the walk. 384 on base.
Here's the 3-2.
Here comes the base
That
hit.
is a grounder.
3-2 tapped ground
Bacon
ball over to the second
throws over to
baseman. Bacon
first.
makes the throw over to first.
And quickly 2
And
gone here for the
quickly 2
Mariners
down
in the
for the
bottom of the
Mariners.
second.
4-3 to play there. They'll now go to the top of the order. Evans, Fry, and Walker
had it in mind for that
Here's
first
today.
inning, but good to see after that first
Evans
inning.
Fry
where
led
he
off the
struggled.
team yesterday.
So now Evans
was,
Spry will come to the plate. Spry walked, and then he can't later kick
Single
him.
his only base
Right
hit of
now,
the
that's
game.
our
Came around to
deciding run in this game as
He
the
then
1-0 lead in the bottom of the second.
He actually had 2
Spry
sack
will
flies,
take a
one in the
strike
second,
from Eater.
one in the 8th.
Caleb
Both
Bow is the
RBIs
quick
connected.
worker, back to work.
And he reached on the
And
air in the
now
sixth
it's quickly
yesterday.
0-2 after
Quickly now.
Eater is able to hit the
0-2.
outside
Eater
corner
throws
with
2
that
quick
pitch.
strikes. Eater likes to work the tempo now that he's got
We're
some
looking for his
confidence, trying to have
first
a lot
1,
better.
2, 3
First
inning
inning
of
is
the
Fry
day.
steps in, batting
The
left,
0-2.
right. Here comes the first pitch to it.
That's going to be fouled by Spry.
Out back to the screen. Down now.
Gal remaining no balls and 2 strikes.
Spry
Evans
will work
Spry,
himself
a
into
first
counts. He
baseman,
will keep
batting
himself
leadoff for the
alive
Mariners,
again,
but he did a
394
nice
on-base
job of
percentage.
getting on base for
Shows
the
that he
Mariners
can
last
draw
night.
walks. He just has
The
to work
pitch.
count here. This one
That's
bouncing
down low,
out
so
front of the
now
plate, blocked up
The
there by
count will
Truman.
move
Doesn't
to
matter.
1 ball and
Base.
2 strikes
Count now
on
goes
Spry.
1-2 to Spry.
Jason
Spry,
Nestor
the first
continues to be the
baseman.
active
Janesville,
coach
Wisconsin native.
for
Creighton University is
Xenia.
college.
Damon Hatcher, meanwhile,
Strike
the
3 called
or
right on the
the
outside corner
manager
at the knees.
for
So they
Grand
go in
Lake,
order
and that
for
is
the
a
Mariners.
called strike
Here
3.
in the
A
second.
1-2 inning for
Third
Caleb
strikeout
Eater.
of the
The end of the
game
top half
for
of the third.
Eater.
Grand Lake.
Half of the third, Barabellini returns to the mound, see if he can have a more efficient outing as he goes up against the topper for the Scouts. It is Cameron Murray, Chandler Chambers, and Nicholas Tuttle to up. Listening to Mariners baseball right here on the Mariners Radio Network.
Eater needs like a 6-pitch inning or 7-pitch inning now, even out that pitch
Yeah.
down a little bit.
Hey, it's just good that I'm just glad that he was able to put those guys down 1, 2, 3. It's something that we don't often see.
Those Ben Bills innings. Have one of those Ben Bills innings.
Yeah, yep.
I don't know what it is about Bills. But some people start out innings 2 out. It's a lot. He's done that 3 or 4 times this year.
All right, here we go. Fitness. It's their mission to deliver the most rewarding fitness experience in the
So
world.
Bellamy will
The Scouts
return
go
to the
work
mound
out,
now
they
here
work
for
out,
his third
snap
good
it,
work.
snap
Cameron
it,
Murray,
official
Chandler
jet.
Chambers,
Of the
and
Senior
Nicholas
Scouts.
Tuttle to up.
Back here at Montgomery Field, top half
Cameron
of the
Murray
third.
is 0 for
Here's
1,
the lineup.
grounded out back to the pitcher. His
Grand
first
Lake
time
1.
up. Here, Bellamy
Xenia
is trying to
nothing.
get through a part of the order where
Back
he
to the
was
top of the
way
order
back
for
in
the
the
Scouts.
top of the berth.
Cam Murray once again, the center fielder,
So
grounded
Murray
out to
steps
the
in
pitcher.
now for the second time
His
in this
last
game.
time
Back in the previous game, Murray as the leadoff man was 1 for 4 with a walk in the
Murray, a
ninth.
390 batter entering play today.
First.
With a homer and 7 knocked
Do
in.
watch out for Murray if he gets on the bases. He had a stolen base yesterday. He has 8 in the season, but he cuts
Murray
it and just
swings
tips
and
this one
fouls it
to
back. Also a
top.
threat on the bases is Murray.
goes
Eight
0-1.
stolen bases on the year.
Of course,
to get on here and
board,
provide some action for the Scouts offensively.
Of the time, a 471 clip for him.
Murray
And he can
taking
run.
his
That's a very
time,
dangerous
getting
combination.
back into the
Of course,
right-handed
also had
batter's
that
box. And
390
now Bellamy, the
batting
right-hander.
Murray, you got to watch out for that.
He will set.
Bellamy will see if he can't get him
And
out
now
there.
we'll deliver the 0-1. And
Right
Murray
there
takes a strike on the inside
part of the
corner.
plate.
Finds himself
Quickly, the
Yeah,
count
2 strikes and
0-2
nothing
in
count.
favor of your pitcher, Bear Bellamy.
Bellamy quickly back to
Bellamy will
work.
gather.
Wasting no
Deliver
time.
the 0-2
Here's the
pitch.
0-2.
Swung
And
on
that swung on
and
and
missed.
missed by Murray.
Third.
Good morning, good afternoon, and
Strikeout
good
there
night
for
as Murray
Bellamy.
goes down on 3
And
straight
Murray will
strikes.
go 0-2
One
on the
gone.
day. Thus far, will now head to now head to Chandler Chambers. He is 1 for 1 of the day, but was caught trying to steal third. That's double back in the first. He got caught trying to steal.
Chandler Chambers now coming to the plate for the Scouts once again. He doubled his first time up. That was back in the first inning.
Defensive catcher for the Mariners. Here comes the first
And the
pitch.
pitch is
Right
in there
down the
for a
inside
strike. And
corner
to
of the
this
Chambers,
point,
0-1.
let's see here. That is one of 2 hits that the
Yesterday,
Scouts
also in
have
that
garnered
2
so
hole,
far.
He
The
was
Mariners,
2
meanwhile,
for
they have
5
one run on the
yesterday,
board, but they have
consistent
yet
with an RBI,
to get a hit
also
today.
reached on an error and
As
a
that pitch
strikeout.
is down low for a
Down
ball.
low.
You may be wondering how they were able to do that. Well, Van
1-1.
Acker
1-1
came up with a bases-loaded walk in the bottom half of the first, and
Again, the score
that gave the Mariners the lead, which they still currently possess.
An RBI
The pitch by
walk.
Bellamy is
This
fouled
one,
off
on Bellamy is
behind
fouled
home
off
plate.
high.
Count moved to
That
1 ball
play,
and 2
count now
strikes
goes
on Chambers.
1
Chambers,
ball,
Nick
2
Tuttle, the
strikes,
shortstop,
Chambers.
waits on deck for the Scouts.
Again, the sunny day here. It's a Sunday afternoon, but it has certainly cooled off from the couple
Here's the
days
pitch by
in the
Bellamy.
90s we had this past week.
And
one
this will
is
be a
tipped
grounder
here,
up the third
and it's
baseline
grounded
foul.
down the third base line and out of
Yeah, I mean, a 1 ball and 2 strikes on Chandler Chambers. Chambers now getting back in the right-handed batter's box. Taps home plate in anticipation of this
going up against
1-2 pitch.
Righty matchup.
Bellamy rocks
The
and
1-2
deals.
pitch.
That pitch is outside
Just
for a
a
ball.
little
So
bit
now
outside.
it's 2
Ball
and 2
2-2 now the count here.
on Chambers.
Bellamy trying to get his 4th strikeout of the game.
Scouts batter
And
up
second
a
out
good
of the
fight
inning.
against Bellamy. They're trying to get that pitch count up.
Bellamy
worked
delivers
hard.
the 2-2
2-2
pitch.
pitch. Is outside, so now we'll go full 3 and 2.
Now runs
Chambers
full,
entering
3-2.
play today with a batting average of
Chambers
220.
again already
No
been aboard
homers
via the double
and
once
8
today.
knocked in. Also has 7 stolen bases on the season.
Nothing as he got caught trying to steal third.
So now Bellamy
And
with the
here comes
payoff.
3-2 payoff pitch.
That swung
On the
on
bat,
and
right
it's
to Blake
lined
Crossing, makes
right
the
to the
catch.
shortstop. Bad luck there for Chambers. He hit it right on the screws,
Right
but
place,
right
right
into the
time.
glove of shortstop
Solid
Blake
time.
Crossing.
Crossing
For the second
right
out of
there,
the frame.
put his glove out, make the catch,
Thank
and he will be retired there.
Not a hard hit
Lines
ball.
out to short.
That's why it goes to baseball.
But they're up 1-0
It's on deck.
because
For the
thanks to
Scouts.
courtesy of Caleb Eater, he walks by,
Infield,
struck out
outfield,
Crossing,
playing
walks McCall,
Tuttle.
struck out Riggs,
Pretty much
then
straight up.
walks, hits in and uh-oh, bases
Bellamy.
loaded. Van Acker comes up, draws a walk.
The
and
right-hander,
now it's
meanwhile,
1-0.
sets at the belt. Now he'll deliver.
Having to
And
someone
that's
hit
down low for a
hit
ball.
the
2
wood
and 2
a
the
little
count.
dirty.
Nick Tuttle.
Count now 2-2 as that one misses low. Bellamy very much a pitcher who likes to
Tuttle
try to
taking
get
his
guys
time,
swing
getting
at
back to the
low
right-handed
speed. The other
batter's
day, it's
box,
not
and
working,
now
but
he's
you
ready to
also
face
can't
off
find
against.
the
That's down low for a
2-2
ball.
misses low and outside again.
So now we'll go
Three
full.
hits,
3 balls, 2
now
strikes
we're
on Tuttle.
full,
2 out
2-2.
here in the
Here,
top half of the
Tuttle.
third. 1-0 lead for Grand Lake
Yeah.
over Xenia.
If the out comes here for Bellamy, it'll be the second time he's gotten the top 3 batters
Tuttle.
to go in order. Here
Waiting on the pitch. Here it
to
comes,
Tuttle.
and that is
Strike three
a
call
call.
right there on the
Strike
inside
3.
corner of the knees.
As
Tuttle
Tuttle thought
was-
he had a walk.
He thought it was
But
going to be a walk.
instead it'll be a
Instead,
strikeout.
strikeout.
Scouts go down. 1, 2, 3 here in the top half of the third. We head to the bottom half of the third with Grand Lake leading 1-0 here on the Xenia Scouts Radio Network.
Jake McCall and Joshua Riggs. Yes, Mariners Baseball Mariners Radio Network.
First Bell Construction, AAP, located in nearby St. Mary's, Reliable Tent, our Coleman Brothers, and also Machine Pro. Those are supplying sponsors of your Grand Lake Mariners.
There you go.
See you, Bill.
A very inefficient third inning, or first inning. He had a very second inning, including he does have 3 strikeouts. He's also
Bottom half of the third here in Salina, Ohio.
What a
1-0 lead. The Grand Lake Mariners over your Xenia Scouts. Travis Williams, Riley Harshman, bringing you the action today here on this beautiful sunshine-filled Sunday afternoon here in Salina, Ohio, which is located about an hour 15 north.
See what kind of eater we get now.
Eater with the pitch.
Crossing
And
shows
that
bunt, goes
is
off
bunted foul.
Back to the backstop fouls. Count goes now 0-1.
Blake Crossing. Crossing struck out swinging his last time up. That coming back in the first. Crossing batting from the left side against the right-handed throwing eater. Here's the pitch. No one is fouled back. In just a moment, we'll be getting to today's trivia question.
Crossing, the man from Dartmouth College does have.
Yesterday, we went with a Mariners theme since we're taking on the Mariners.
Seattle, RBI, found an RBI situation, and 7 stolen bases.
Yeah, wait and see what Riley has come up with today as that pitch is down low.
Count goes 1-2 to Crossing.
1-2 now. Blake Crossing. Jake McCaw waiting on deck.
It'll be Jake McCall due up next, followed by
for
Joshua Griggs.
Grand Lake. Eater with the pitch with the 1-2, and again it's blocked in the turf by Truman Brown. 2-2 the count now. Blake Crossing.
Over his shoes. Count goes now 2-2, evened up to Crossing. We'll see how he handles this 2-2 count.
Eater sets on the mound. Crossing tapping home plate. He's ready.
On the mound is Eater.
Here's the
2-2 pitch.
That is down low for a ball. So now we'll go full 3-2.
So after fouling off a couple of pitches, you go down 0-2. Crossing quickly lets the count get back to full. And now we'll see what happens here.
Eater with the pitch. And this will be a grounder. Out to short, just past the glove.
That'll be the first base hit of the Mariners that comes here in the third inning.
A single for Blake Crossing. And by the way, the first hit of the day for the Mariners.
They haven't gotten a hit until this third inning.
So Crossing getting on via the single up the middle. And that'll bring Jake McCaw to the plate. All right, Riley, let's go ahead and get to today's trivia question.
Yesterday, Regan, the catcher, was one of the best defensive
Question: Who threw the Mariners' first no-hitter in franchise history?
Jake McCaw now the batter for the Mariners here, facing off against the right-hander Eater.
Regan yesterday.
Throw back to first, runner back in plenty of time. Flip choices.
Regan yesterday had a candidly almost
Randy Johnson,
Truman has
Jamie
that
Moore,
sort of
Felix
farm or
Hernandez, and Hisashi Iwakuma.
McCall steps in
Eater
left-handed batter. Eater steps on right-handed
with the pitch.
Pitch to McCall.
And it's down low for a ball.
Ball 1.
Want to know the count? Jake McCaw, who walked his last time up.
He walked his last time up. Was the second of
Eater
4
looks
walks
back
in
at
that
first.
inning.
Keeping an eye on Blake Crossing.
He was sandwiched between the 2 strikeouts.
Eater with the pitch, and that is fouled off towards the Mariners dugout, which is actually situated right below us here in the press box along the first base line.
One thing
So 1 ball, 1 strike count on McCaw. Boy, he could see Blake Crossing, the runner. He already has his right arm up in anticipation of running here as that pitch is down low for a ball. It's almost like he's getting set for a sprint in the 1500.
For McCall, though, we'd love to see him kind of work in the
And I would say 2 ball, 1 strike count on McCaw.
Based off his build,
Eater continues to work quickly. The 2-1. That's one on a miss.
That one certainly looked like he was trying to knock it out of the park, but he swings and catches nothing but maybe a
So
little
now
bit of
McCaw
Justin Pollen.
We'll be waiting here on the 2-2.
Yeah, nobody
John
out.
sporting red batting gloves today and red cleats.
McCall evens up the count. It's 2-2 swinging. Eater steps on.
The pitch.
2-2 pitch. Runner
That's
goes.
up high. Runner going. Throw down to second. And he is out.
Crossing misjudged his slide, tried to avoid
Crossing
the
slid
slide.
off the bag that
ended up
time. He was
not
trying
catching
to
the bag. I
avoid
don't know
the
if he was
tag,
sliding in
and he
the turf.
slid off the back of the
And
bag
Crossing
in the bottom of the third. Now the pitch here is up high.
It is up high.
So essentially,
Other than
McCaw
2-1
swaps
with
places
nobody
with
out,
Crossing
but
at first
Crossing
base
with-
after McCaw earns himself another
And
walk,
he
his
was
second of the
walked
game.
The second time he's walked here today. So
What
what could have been now? Now the Mariners. Josh Riggs now
Lost him
hands
a little bit.
either strikes out, knocks it out of the park, basically instead.
Fifth walk of the game for Caleb Beater, and now he will turn his attention to Joshua Riggs, the left fielder who struck out swinging his last time up.
Those big arms,
Beater
especially
checks the
forearm
runner
on
at
his
first.
pitching arm is huge.
He'll now come set. And the
First pitch to Riggs.
and Riggs will
Lifts this
send
one
fly ball
high
down the right field
down
line.
the right field
Foul.
line and out of play.
One on the count
0-1 to Riggs.
on Joshua Riggs.
He steps back in. Righty-righty matchup here is Riggs.
Beater ready in with the 0-1. Here it comes,
Pitch is
and
gonna
that
be
is down
low
low for a
at the
ball.
knees, and
Gets away from Brown and throw down to second, and that runner's going to be out.
He might have gotten his arm in between the legs of the man blocking the
Jake
the
McCaw
bag. The
was
shortstop.
thrown out right there. The ball got
It
away
really
a
did
little
look
bit
like
from
he
Brown.
might have
I was
gotten his
very
arm in
surprised that
between the
McCaw
legs.
took off
But
on
they're
that
gonna go ahead
pitch.
and call
That
now
was the
because the
second
umpire couldn't see.
runner
We'll never know.
thrown
The
out by
umpire does have
Truman
their
Brown
hands,
as he's
but
been
now
able to show off the howitzer
two
here in the inning. Two gone for the Mariners. And now Eater with the pitch.
As they'll appeal, did he go?
Did he go on the pitch? They will appeal, and it looks like he checked the swing.
So say he did hold up, so now the count 1-1 here to Riggs.
Truman Brown there on that last throw did a great
Still
job of
1-0
finding the
Mariners
ball
on top.
quickly
Both
that
base
after
runners
it got away
have
from him.
been
Just
eliminated.
getting
Riggs
down and
cuts
getting
through,
that
swings
throw.
at something low.
And
He'll go
Riggs
down
swings and
swinging.
misses strike three.
Third strikeout.
Well,
fourth strikeout of the
Not the
game.
most unorthodox 1-2-3 inning, but Caleb Eater will certainly take it. We head now to the top half of the fourth. Grand Lake 1. Nothing. The senior
He
South
gets played
Radio
out by a
Network.
couple of great defensive plays by his catcher. We now head to the top of the fourth. Mariners still on top, 1-0.
Yes.
Here live on YouTube.
Actually, no, it was
We'll be
swing.
right back. Sweep the leg. Return to the mound, Bear Bellamy. The defense comes back out for the Mariners. And 2 up for the Scouts. Ryan Berlman, Graham Welsh, and Zach Bacon.
We now head to the top
This is
half of the
actually
fourth here at
part of the
Montgomery
lineup.
Field.
The
A
bottom-
1-0 lead
the bottom
still
two-thirds
for
of the
Grand
lineup
Lake as the
actually
Scouts come to
made
bat
the
once
Bellamy
again.
work
It'll
in
be
the second
the
inning.
4, 5, and 6
Three
hitters for the
hitters for the
Scouts.
lineup have all gone
Bertelsman,
down.
Welch,
1, 2, 3,
and
of course.
Bacon.
Chandler Chambers did have it over.
Bertelsman will now
He
come to
caught
play
the
once
third.
again for Xenia. He
But 2
singled
up is Ryan Bertelsman.
his last time up.
He got a single to lead off in second inning and a stolen base. So he's
On the
probably
day.
better luck here against him. Again, for Bellamy, it really was more the walks that hurt him in that second inning.
Bertelsman
He walked 2 batters.
waiting on the
in
pitch
second.
from Bear
But
Bellamy.
here comes the first
Bellamy
pitch to
with the
Bellamy.
offering.
Bertelsman.
That's a strike.
Strike right there in the inside corner at the knees. So it appears that
On the
inside
count.
corner at the knees is going to be called a strike more times than
On
not
Bertelsman.
today if you can find it.
Bellamy
Here
quickly
comes the
back
0-1
at it.
pitch.
Down low for a ball.
Blocked
1-1
out
on the count.
Blocked up there by
Bertelsman.
Hayes,
We'll get
throws
the
back
answer
over.
to the
Bellamy
trivia question
count now
in
goes
just a
1-1
moment.
to Bertelsman.
Only so far 3 innings today.
1-1 pitch.
And
Off the bat,
Bertelsman will
Bertelsman
send a grounder
caught up there
over to
by-
third. The throw to
Look
first will
high
be
throw,
be
but
a
they
high
took it
throw,
down.
and
They'll say he did not get down
Bertelsman was
in
able to
time.
beat it out.
It was a close play, but to me, it looks like
That was a
Bertelsman
high
did not
throw
get
by
enough to
Jake
touch David
McCaw
Hacker to
that
argue the call.
momentarily brought
It really did
Stride,
look
the
like
first
Stride
baseman,
got down
off of the
inside
bag and
knee.
was not
Close
able to
play
get
there.
his foot
Umpire,
down
so we're gonna
quickly
have the
enough
conversation here
in
on the
order
mound.
to complete the
As it
5-3
stands,
put out.
will
Bertelsman
be
once again
the
showing
second
off the
infield
speed
single here.
as he
Bertelsman
reaches
got it
once
on a
again.
bunt.
And that speed
Might actually be an error
on our fielders, especially
on
when
the
you see
throw.
them busting down the line like that.
And there will be no conversation between
on the ball. Makes you hurry your
the two
throw a little bit,
umpires.
and it-
So they'll go ahead and say, "Oh, you can have your single."
So now Graham Welch will come to the plate once again. He just grounds out to first today.
So 2 singles now.
It's the
That'll bring up
lefty
the left
batter,
right-handed
throwing Bellamy.
Graham Welsh.
Bellamy
Here comes
with the
first
pitch,
to
and
him.
Graham
High
swings
fly
and hits a fly
deep
ball out
into
to left
but Riggs
field.
will
It'll
get
be
underneath
cut
it
for
and
the
get
first out of the
out.
frame.
And
F7.
having to go back to
As making the
first
catch
will
on
be
the
Bertelsman.
play was Joshua Riggs. Now let's get back to our
Play
trivia
there. Now we
question.
got Zach Bacon,
Back to it.
the man who struck out swinging his last time up. The second baseman now steps in.
For the franchise, and your options were Randy Johnson, Jamie Moyer, Felix Fernandez, and Hisashi Iwakuma.
For Zach
So Zach Bacon, the second baseman, not the bat once
Yesterday,
again
he
for the
was
Scouts.
1
He struck out swinging his
for 4.
last time up, and Bacon
had 2
was
RBIs.
unable to check his
double,
swing.
strike,
No one won the count.
one out runner on first. Again, Bertelsmann also the man of board. Can run. He has 15 stolen bases, including 1 in this game. 15 on the year, 1 in this game.
Okay.
See how that evolves. Here comes the one
You
pitch
pitch,
off the
swing,
bat into right field.
and
Running over
Bacon
will be
will send
Hicks
one
taking the catch.
Over to right
And the
field,
throw
it'll
to
be caught
first.
for the second
Not be
out.
in time, trying to see if they could get Bertelsmann. Again, Bertelsmann, he's fast enough that
Oh, a
when he
couple
gets
hard hit
run
balls by
on these
Welch and Bacon,
contact,
but they become flyouts.
he's
So
the
two guys.
there.
Top half of the
Two
fourth,
hard
Wilson
balls
still
back to
sitting over there at
back, but
first.
they just become flyouts.
Ben Bills
He has
will now
7.
come up for the
He's
Scouts.
now
The
2
third
away.
baseman
Ben
for
Bills
Xenia
will
walked his last time up.
Third
Brady
baseman
Johnson
here
did
today.
throw
Ben Bills came in
a
as the
perfect
DH that
game
came
when he
in
was
yesterday
while I was a
after
member of
Zach
Arizona
Bacon got
against
moved to the mound.
Atlanta.
They sacrificed the DH. Bills
Pitch is down low, runner going, and the throw will go into center field, but Bertelsmann will stay put at second.
Throws it down.
And is backing up on the
We
play
have throwing there
was the center
on
fielder,
Hayes.
Lovely.
That is one thing with Hayes is he sometimes does get his
So
throw
another
a little
stolen
bit
base on the day
offline,
for Bertelsmann, his
but
second
he's
of the
got
day.
better arm behind the plate.
And
He
a
needs to
runner in
work on
scoring
hitting
position
the
here for the
men
Scouts.
covering at the
With
plate.
2 got near the top half of the fourth. A 1-0
Or just
lead
don't
for Grand
throw.
Lake.
Logan Adams doesn't throw as much as Hayes does.
Bills, the third baseman, meanwhile.
So
Waiting
now
on the
1-0
1-0 pitch
Third baseman Bill
from Bellamy.
now
Here it
running on
comes,
second.
and Bill swings
This will
and
be
fouls it
swung on,
back.
tapped back. Count goes even out 1-1.
1-1 the count.
So
on Bills.
Bertelsmann has himself a second stolen base in this game.
Here either just really put that pressure on Bellamy.
16 stolen bases all year, including 2 in this game, and he's proven his value on base running.
Bills
Hitting and base running is not the problem.
on
for
the
Scouts.
1-1
The
here
pitching,
from
we'll see if the
Bear
Mariners can take advantage of
Bellamy.
that later here today.
Yep, that's
Bellamy
his
got
first
us the
name,
1-1
Bear.
pitch. Checks back to second. And delivers.
Bellamy.
They only
So, no
get- there was
runs.
one man
A
on
hit.
the board.
House. We had a
There.
1-0.
The jury was the play. And we will now head to the bottom half of the fourth. Mariners still up 1-0. Due up for your Grand Lake Mariners. Steven Pitson and Ben Ackles and Mackenzie Hicks. USA Mariners baseball on the Mariners Radio Network.
Going Braden, the Salina St. Henry Garden, the Lehman Vendel Funeral Home, Mercer Health, and the CFW. Those are my sponsors of your Grand Lake Mariners.
Upset, bases loaded, 2 outs in the bottom.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Reds are about to blow it again.
It's the Reds. What do you expect?
Hey, watch it, Cleveland fan.
See you Monday.
Huh?
See you Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, have fun coming up short in the playoffs once again, too.
At least we make it.
My team has won a World Series within the last 25 years.
Okay, I'll give you that one. To the mound. He comes out now for his 4th inning of work.
Foul by Fitzsimmons. 0-2 the
Green
count.
Giants and Copperheads
On the Mariners
are tied
designated
at
hitter.
6 apiece in the top of the
They're
eighth in
just
St.
about to
Clair.
get started and look. That pitch is fouled off.
Why is it
Yeah,
that
it
I
means
always
no balls
see
and
when
2
I look on
strikes.
here, Lima is playing at home. Do they not play road games? I have yet to see when
Gallion
I look on
and
here playing a road
Muskegon.
game. Anyway,
They're
bottom
getting
of the
together
first,
today.
Locals
The
have a
Graders
2-0 lead
playing
over
host to the
Jazz.
Clippers.
Here comes an 0-2 pitch to Fitzsimmons.
And as that will be fouled off. And then
Okay.
finally later on, the Jazz playing one another in a twin bill over
And
there
so
at
the
Simmons Field.
Leprechauns lead the Settlers 2-0 in the bottom of the first. And Monarchs and Hamilton Joes in Lake Erie territory over Flat Rock, Michigan. Getting ready to start up here.
No balls, 2
Later
strikes
today,
on
Raiders and
Fitzsimmons.
Clippers will be playing in Gallion and a doubleheader for
The
between the
pitch.
Locos and the Jazz. Here comes the
And this will be a
tap right
grounder
first
over to
baseman,
King.
over
Toss.
the
3-1 put out right there as Fitzsimmons is tired.
Yeah.
1 gone.
One man up.
Also, I noticed Lima Locos seem to get more doubleheaders than anyone.
Those-
And these are scheduled doubleheaders here. They're both their past games have been scheduled doubleheaders. Something the Mariners have tried to get a couple of those scheduled doubleheaders before.
So now Van Acker,
but
the
the other
second
team has
baseman,
not
will
wanted to
come
go.
to the plate. The pitch by
Now
Eater,
Van
that
Acker
is
takes
down
the
low
first
for a
pitch
ball.
low
Acker
inside,
walked
ball 1.
his first time
Acker
up,
brought
and
in
it was
a
his
run
bases
his
loaded
first time
walk
up.
all the way
He had
back
a
in the
walk.
first inning. That
Let's see
gave
if
the
he can't
Mariners
get a
an early
board here with
1-0
one out.
lead, which
Here
they
comes the
still
next
have at the
2.
moment.
This one low and
That
outside.
pitch is down low.
2-0 to the count to Acker.
And Riley, I think after that tough first inning, seems as though the ear has settled down a bit as that pitch is down low once again. It's 3-0 count.
Now, the 3-0 count to Acker already walked once today. We'll see if he can't get aboard again. He was going to get something to swing at. Let's see what he does with it. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. Pitches that
Pitch is
inside
in there
corner
for a
there. That has
strike.
been working for both sides.
3-1 the
at
count.
knees. Count goes 3-1 to Acker.
Sometimes that's what it takes for a pitcher. They just got to get warmed up out there, try to get that heat
Here
going.
comes the 3-1 pitch.
Peter with the
Acker
pitch,
looking when
and
it bounces
that's
out
in the
front of
turf.
plate. He will draw his second walk.
Acker walking for the second time today. And now they'll bring to the plate Mackenzie
Dan
Hicks.
Acker on, who only has one
Hicks, a
stolen
ground
base
out
this
victim
season,
to
but
third back
Mackenzie
in
Hicks
the
grounded out
first.
third
In
his
fact, he
last
was
time
the
up.
final out.
Hicks drew
It
his
turned out to
first
be only that one-run inning for the Mariners back in the first frame.
He has a 267 hitting percentage with a 313 on base percentage. Doesn't play a lot. Well, recently he's been getting more at bats, including the past 3 games.
Peter delivers, and that pitch in there for a strike.
Oh, out for me. Hayes looks at the first strike on the inside part of the plate. 0-1.
Peter checks the runner on the pitch inside for a ball. No throw down to second.
He didn't feel confident throwing from his stance. He almost looked down at his
So
shoes.
stolen base for Acker as he moves into scoring position with 2 gone here in the bottom half of the
scoring
4th.
position on the stolen base.
Started running before either leg
One now to
lifted
count.
up there, so
Acker now in
Acker
second. We'll
doing
see
a good
if
job just getting
Hayes
off
can't
balance
drive
and
the
get
man.
down and get that stolen
Here
base.
comes
1-1 pitch.
Hayes. He
That
cuts it,
is
just
foul
takes it
back.
back to the backstop.
1 ball, 2 strikes now on Hayes.
Count now 1-2 to Hayes. Again, Hayes really started to find his bat against
Aaron
the
Lovely
Richmond
waiting on
Jazz in
deck
the second
for the
game,
Mariners.
which
But
was
Eater
first
focusing all of his
played
attention on the
Richmond
catcher
in
Hayes
second-
right here.
in the second series in Richmond. As check back.
1-2.
The 1-2 pitch to Hayes.
That
ends up hitting him on the thigh.
Is a hit by bat, a hit by
And so
pitch
Hayes
right
will
there.
get
As
aboard.
Hayes took
Runner
one
at
off,
second,
what
runner
about
at
the
first
knee
now
or the
Hayes. As I
thigh?
was saying though about Hayes, who takes his bat
Yeah,
back.
now,
That brings up Jaron
So
Lovely.
2 men out.
Hayes,
Runners
he
on
had
first and
2
second out for the Mariners, and the 9-hole hitter Jaron Lovely now coming to the plate.
That's
Lovely
why he has
grounding
8
out to
RBIs.
second.
He doesn't run a lot.
His last time up, that was back in the second inning.
And now Jaron Lovely steps in batting left here against the righty.
You're looking to finish the deal here in the bottom of the fourth.
Substitution bringing in the lefty
The pitch.
against the righty.
That is
Lovely
swung
will
on and
swing
missed.
on
0-1 the
through
count.
First pitch. Count now goes 0-1. And 2 outs, runner on second, runner on first. 1-0 the score. Mariners on top here at home. Theater will look. He sets, gathers, delivers, checks back to second. The 0-1 pitch.
The pitch is outside for a ball.
Ball 1.
1-1 the count now on
Lovely
Lovely.
goes to count now to Lovely. Lovely man with 17 appearances. and
Lovely, a
one
left-handed
start at
batter,
Marshall
back in the
this
batter's
past
box.
season, 250 with a 368
Eater, meanwhile,
on base percentage.
Sets on the mound.
Eater will step
Has
back
his time.
on, checks back to first.
Here's the
second,
pitch.
delivers.
And that's swung on and
Swung
missed.
on and missed by Lovely.
Eater ahead on the count, 1 ball, 2
That's
strikes.
been Lovely's problem is swinging and going all the way
Eater
through
should mess
pitches,
around
not
here.
able to
He
get
needs
them
to
to the
attack
bat, but when
Lovely
he
here.
has,
Just try to
they've
get out
been
of this
very
inning.
good for the Mariners.
After going to the rosin
He
back,
has struggled to get on
Eater
pitches
back on the pitching
in the
rubber.
most recent going. Here comes 1-2.
He has his sign now as he sets on the mound once again.
Takes a step on the mound. Check back to
1-2
second.
pitch.
1-2
Here it
pitch.
comes. That is outside
a
for
little
a
bit
ball.
low. Ball 2, count
So
out.
now 2's across the
2-2.
scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes,
Lovely.
2 out.
Again, Lovely was
Here in the bottom half of the
change
fourth,
made
a
on the
1-0
line.
lead for Grand Lake.
In the ninth
The
spot,
Mariners
playing
threatening
field,
here
but
with
they wanted the lefty on
a couple
base
men
to
gone
right.
here in the bottom of the fourth. Eater
Runner on first, runner on second. Eater delivers
with the pitch.
2-2
That's a
Gap
grounder.
there,
Over
and
to
will go right
first.
to the
King
first baseman,
will
flips it over to
field,
first. Eater will
scoop
step
over
on.
to Eater, and that is that
And
for the
3-1
Mariners
there
in
to play.
the
Lovely will
bottom.
ground out for the
of
second
the
time
fourth.
today. No hits, no runs.
Mariners, the bottom of
2
the
men
fourth.
left to board.
No Rory Field.
As we go there,
Grand Lake 1.
Scouts.
Radio
When they
Network.
try to come back will be Felix King, Truman Brown, and Cameron Murray. We're listening to Mariners baseball right here on the Mariners Media Network.
7 free bases.
And yet we're only down 1-0. I'm gonna come back over for baseball sports. We head out of the top half of the fifth here at Montgomery Field. It's a pitcher's duel, 1-0 in favor of Grand Lake at the moment.
Looking to defend
Speaking
this
of scores,
1-0 lead.
go ahead and pass along some scores for around the Major League Baseball
It'll
level.
be Felix King,
Twins all over the
and
Orioles today, 10-1. win a 2-1 pitchers duel over the White Sox today. The Marlins break out the bats. 10 runs on 22 hits as they pound the Nationals 10-2 in our nation's capital.
Down to
As Felix King will now bat for the Scouts, he'll take a strike from Bellamy. Pirates beat the Phillies 4-1. Rays shut out the Mets 9-0. Rays blank the Tigers. And the pitch is on the inside corner for a strike. 0-2 the count on King, who walked his last time up. Indians got shut out by the Athletics in Cleveland today, 6-0.
They're calling it consistent, so you can't really complain.
And the Yankees beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 2-1 in the game that took 10 innings.
Right there again.
And the pitch is in there for a call. Strike three as King goes down looking for the first half of the frame. Now, there are some games still in action at the moment.
That is the fifth strikeout of the day.
Bottom half of the ninth in Kansas City, the Royals trailing the Red Sox 7-4 in that one. In the middle of the 10th at Wrigley Field, Cubs and Reds are tied at 5, bottom of the 4th. Giants and the Cardinals tied at 3 out there in San Francisco. Top half of the 5th in Arizona, where the Padres are trailing the Diamondbacks 3-2. As Brown fouls it at the plate, 0-1 the count on Truman. The Rockies lead the Mariners 4-3, bottom half of the 6th in Seattle. And that one, then coming up later on tonight, battle of teams from LA at 8:05. The Angels hosting the Dodgers. This will be a ground out to short. 6-3 in the scorebook as Brown goes back to the top of the order for the Scouts. And we get to see Cam Murray once again. Murray 0-2 on the day with a ground out to the pitcher and also a strikeout.
We've seen the Scouts score with 2 outs before this season.
Trying to get something going with 2 outs
Cam Murray
here in the top of the 5th.
on this team. He's got to try to get something going for the
Yeah,
Scouts.
he is actually one.
So Murray in the batter's box against Bear Bellamy, who continues, by the way, to pitch very well for the Mariners. This ball is fouled off to the right over our heads along the first baseline here at Montgomery Field. Bellamy so far 4 2/3. No bar today as that pitch is outside for a ball. 1-1 the count.
Actually, ball 1
on Cam Murray.
Now the count Bellamy to Murray, man, who's yet to figure out Bellamy here today. Bellamy has gone 4 2/3 so far, 5 strikeouts, only issued 2 walks,
Bellamy
and hasn't given up
rocks
a run.
and deals. And that pitch is taken for a ball.
It just must miss just a little bit inside.
2-1 the count as Murray took a pitch inside.
You're going to be frustrated as pitchers if that stops being called, but consistently
Now the
inside
2-1.
part of the play has been called.
Murray takes a strike in the outside corner. As he smiles in frustration
And
on that pitch.
Murray's
2-2 the
back.
count.
Umpire say, are you
2
serious?
balls,
That
2
one
strikes,
just
2 out.
inside is the last one.
Here in the
Here
top
comes
half of the
2-2
fifth.
pitch.
Murray
Inside,
takes a
strike 3
call,
called.
strike 3 on the inside
And
corner.
so 2 strikeouts in the inning. Murray's
Once
not
again, the
happy about
Scouts
it.
go down
Back
1,
to
2,
his
3.
with his head low.
Heading out of the
All
here on the Scouts Radio Network.
So you're going to have to figure it out.
Community sports.
Count now goes. Still 1-0. We head in the bottom of the 5th. You're listening to Mariners Baseball on the Mariners Media Network.
Town insurance and Counterable insurance. And second.
That's what we like to call it. Inside.
And the list of sponsors today for your friendly.
Ooh, I want 4 sponsors. I tell you what, man, it's a we call both sides. I'm fine. He's gonna call it consistently. It's when that like it's there and it's frustrating. So that's just now the batter's gonna have to adjust. It's like both sides is calling for. So
It's to 7th and 8th.
it doesn't call it. Yeah, we saw that the other day. Well, but the strike zone was like hot. And then we got to the 7th and 8th, and all of a sudden everything's a strike. That was the what was that against the Clippers. Either will now come out to try to match Bear Bellamy's 5 complete innings. He's got the top of the order to deal with the Mariners. Evan Spry, Blake Crossing, and Jim McCall due up. Evan Spry, the leadoff hitter, he is 0 for 1.
Bottom half of the 5th here at Montgomery Field.
He came around to score.
So a 1-0 lead for Grand Lake. It's been a pitcher's duel here on a beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Salino, Ohio. Alongside Riley Hartman and Charlie Gaines. This is Xenia Scouts Baseball here on the Xenia Scouts Radio Network. Caleb Beater delivers, and it'll be a foul ball by Spry off to the left, 0-1 the count on the Grand Lake first baseman, who has walked and scored, and coming all the way back in the first, and he has also struck out looking.
Beater sets, gathers, delivers.
0-2 count now on
0-2
Spry.
quickly. So it appears that just the right side or left side of the plate, if you're standing behind the plate, is just going to work for both sides. It's being called consistently that way for both sides. So
Here,
we'll see if that
rocks.
continues
Now
to
he
be the
deals.
case here.
That's
This one
outside
missing
for a ball.
outside,
1-2 the
ball
count.
1-2. And again, it's called more consistently when it's a right-handed batter and it's inside.
80
Outside, it can
pitches
be a
on the
little
day
bit more
right now, and he's in the
50-50.
fifth inning. You
And
gotta
we'll see
wonder
how
how
that
much
continues to
longer
work.
he
Here
can
comes the
go.
pitch outside.
Pitch is outside for a ball. 1-2 the count. You also have to wonder,
2-2
too,
now
Riley,
the count here.
if he does leave the game, who comes in
Spry.
for the Scouts?
Another very good question.
Luke Boylston and Zach Bacon
2-2 now the count.
were the
Here
players who
comes the
came in
pitch.
for the Scouts last
Count
night. Two
off.
position players.
Pitch
Ground
down
ball up
and
the
to
middle.
short. Spry's retired for the second time here today. And we're going to play crossing. He's 1-2 today. Had a single that off the third. He was caught trying to steal second.
For the Scouts this year.
He steps in again. You switch hitter batting left here against the right.
So now Blake Crossing will come to the plate. Crossing, believe it or not,
And again, the question
holds
becomes,
the
though,
only single back in the third inning.
Who do they bring in?
And
As
this will
comes
be a
off
grounder
right
over the
to
tunnel.
shortstop
Nick up with it,
crossing
throw
over
to first, and it is
and
in
throws it a
time
little
for the
high, but
second
it's
out
caught
of
there.
the inning.
Another 6-3 play. And quickly,
So
two
quickly,
down.
2 gone here for the Mariners in the bottom of the fifth. Now bring Jake McCall to the plate, and all he has done today is walk not once, but twice.
And so for McCall, he actually hit cleanup yesterday. He was walked yesterday. He was 2 for 3. Grounded into
Job
a fielder's
batting from the
choice
left
in a
side.
5-run
The pitch.
second inning. And a couple
That is a
RBI.
strike. Strong
This one's a
fastball that
strike here
time by
throw
Caleb
to the
Eater as he
outside
gets
part.
ahead 0-1.
Play 0-1 to McCall, who actually had an RBI on that double
Eater has
back
a
in the
sign.
eighth as part of a huge
0-1. That's
inning
outside for a ball. 1-1
0-1
the
missing
count.
outside. 1-1 now the count to McCall. McCall playing
Eater,
third
a very
base here
quick
today.
worker.
He's been consistent
1-1.
now playing at third base.
That is on the outside corner. And now he's ahead,
Corner
1
at
ball,
the
2
knees.
strikes.
Count goes now 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Wasting no time is Caleb Eater.
Gathers the
The
1-2
1-2.
pitch.
That is
Tap
foul at the
here,
plate.
foul
That is
off the
just
Alive at the 1-2 count.
Kyle stays alive. Cal remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Now that McCall fouled off that
McCall steps
1-2
back
pitch,
in
I
again,
think
batting
try to
left.
get him to chase something here.
Top of the order is always lefty
Eater
heavy for the
rocks
Mariners.
and
Here
deals.
comes the hit.
And this will be a
Pitch.
grounder
This one will be
back to
grounded right
Eater.
back to the
Eater will toss on over to first.
Salina, Ohio pitcher.
It is a 1-0 lead for Grand Lake or Xenia here on the Xenia Scouts Radio Network.
If he can drive the Scouts starting pitcher out early, it's not a very pretty sight in the bullpen. But right now, he's having a strand of very consistent innings. And now we head to the bottom of the fifth, top of the sixth. Mariners on top 1-0. You're listening to Mariners baseball.
Go ahead,
On the
let's go.
Mariners. Media Network. Don't go anywhere.
Quick as this.
Well, you guys are getting what you need.
Yeah.
It's a efficient outing from your starter.
Could have done without those
Oh my
7
gosh.
walks, though. His pitch count would be significantly less.
Oh yeah, if it wasn't for the first inning.
And if you didn't have those 7 walks,
Yeah, so
cut those in half.
Yours across the bottom of the fifth.
Yeah.
Cut those in half, you could go to 8. 6 walks. Still the same thing.
Bellamy continues to warm up here. Get his last couple of warm-up pitches in as we listen to Mariners baseball live here on
Top
the
half of the
Mariners Media Network
sixth.
and YouTube
Salina,
Live.
Ohio.
I'm Donovan Mann, the voice of the Grand Lake
Xenia
Mariners.
trailing
1-0.
Grand Lake 1-0.
This
This has been a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel. Caleb Eater has certainly held his own in 5 innings of work for the Scouts today. 1 run on 1 hit, 6 walks and 5 strikeouts. And Bear Bellamy's been even better. In his 5 innings of work, he has given up no runs on 2 hits. He has struck out 6, and he's walked 2. Speaking of Bellamy, he'll go back to work against Chandler Chambers, the leadoff man of the Scouts here in the top half of the 6th. Chambers has doubled, and he's also lined out the short 1 for 2 on the day. 1-0 pitch upcoming here from Bellamy. And Chambers swings, and it's a fly ball out to left field, and will easily cut by Riggs, the left fielder, for the first out.
On 2 pitches, the first out goes into that. Nicholas Tuttle, 0 for 2 man.
So now Nick Tuttle will come to the plate. Tuttle 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Actually, I guess you could say evening,
at all. They
as
do
we're
have
approaching
one
the 6
hit off
o'clock
of him,
hour.
but
So
they've
rounding
also
out to
gone in
third his
order.
first time up, and also struck out looking
The problem
his
will
last
be
time
the
up.
third hitter in this
Both
lineup,
Tuttles
and
at
Brian
bats the other day,
Earlsman.
he's
in
work
this
full
inning.
count. So
He
that's
does. He's 2
what
for
it's
2
gonna
with a couple
need
of
to
singles
continue
and
to do here
2
is try
stolen
to get
bases.
that element.
This one off
And
back
he'll swing
here.
the first pitch.
Stopped over there by
Grounder up the
Coney,
middle, throw
on the
to
back.
first, and oh, what a
On
beautiful
his back
play.
foot, Coney
Turned
threw it
in
over
that
first.
time by the second baseman,
4-3.
Von
It was a
Acker.
great play
2
by
gone.
Coney not just to stop it from going in the outfield, but then throw it on the run, away from the first
base.
base. And off of his foot.
Second baseman
Off
make
of his
that there
back,
in
I
the
should
first
say.
action.
Anyway,
Force
it's
their
2 up,
body
2
and
down.
their body
Just
a lot
3 pitches for the
higher
Barons.
angle.
Then now bring up the big
Van Acker doing a
man
very good
and the
job.
cleanup hitter.
Play 2
He's 2 for 2
with a couple of singles, and he also has a couple
plate.
stolen bases on the day as well.
2 stolen bases as well to improve his
Earlsman takes a
stolen
ball
base. He
down
has a
low
team
from
leading 16 stolen bases now on
the
the season.
right-hander Bellamy.
Bellamy will deliver.
Bayer
1-0
back
pitch.
at it. The pitch is in there for a strike.
There's always
And won the
works.
count.
1-1. The inside part for the righties has been called consistently.
Now pitch.
Even if it's delivered off the plate, here comes
Delivered,
another
and
base
it's going to be a
hit.
ground ball
He's
into center
3
field for a
3
base
on
hit.
ground ball into
How about the
gap
day by
to
Ryan
short.
Burke's third
Bertleman,
single of the day.
3 times he's been up in 3
Yeah, I
singles.
think
We'll see if he
back
tries
on
to get
first with his speed, he's
his
gonna be
third stolen
running
base
the
of the
other
day.
2 outs,
I'm
get
sure
himself in
Tyson
the
Hayes
scoring
would love to
position,
prevent
see
that.
2 outs and a runner.
Graham Welcher, maybe even someone
No,
else.
2 outs, and now
Yeah,
we've
as I
got
mentioned, a
Welch.
couple
He's
of
0 for
stolen
2,
bases on the
batting
day for
third,
Burtles.
going out with 2 times up here
Something to
today.
watch out for that. Meanwhile, Graham Welch looking to get something going
Bellamy
here.
will
He's
step
grounded
back
out
on,
to first
checks
and
in
flied
for a
out
sign.
to left field.
Checks
He's
back
0 for
to
2 on the day.
first. We'll see if they decide to
The speeds by
aware
taking
of
his lead off the
now
first.
16.
That's down low for a ball.
Low. Ball 1.
1 and 1 the
here.
count.
It's a warm day here in Salina, Ohio, but it's a lot cooler than it was last week when it was up in the 90s for most of the week. Now
The
it's down
pitch,
in
and
the
that
80s.
is swung on and missed.
Cut on and missed on the 1-1
1 ball,
pitch
2
here
strikes
to Welsh. The count now goes 1 ball, 2 strikes
for Graham Welch.
to the only left-handed batter in the lineup. And he steps pretty
Taking
much
waiting on deck
right
for Xenia.
on top of the plate,
1-0 lead for Grand Lake here on the
high up in the
top
box,
half of the
very
6th.
wide batter stance. How you get your powers through your legs. Now it's a 1-2 count. Bellamy
The pitch.
delivers, runner goes.
Welch
Cut on
swings and
missed.
misses, and
And
that
that will
is
retire
strike
the
3.
side. They do get
Well, in
one
the inning for
hit.
the Scouts.
Bertelsmann is having himself today. So Eater comes back out now for his sixth or seventh inning of work.
Bottom half of the
Bottom
sixth.
of the sixth.
Here, Montgomery
He goes
Field,
up against
1-0
Joshua
lead for
First
Grand
two
Lake.
goals.
Caleb Beater once again out there on the mound for the Scouts. And boy, Caleb Beater has delivered beautifully for Xenia so far. 5 innings, 1 run on 1 hit. He has struck out 5, and he has walked 6. So Riley, despite the control issues for Eater, he's been able to battle through and give the skill ball. 1-1 the count.
1-1 now the count to Riggs.
Either
Again,
after
when you
that
walk
first inning,
batters,
showing his
you
resilience
get one
and
in
coming
via
back
the walk
and
in the
finding
first
his
inning. You
control
think,
again.
oh, this guy's probably
Able
only
to
good
set
though
this
3 innings, but he's
manner
had very
in the
efficient
back.
outings now.
1-1
Strikes
pitch
out,
to
one off
Riggs,
the right.
fouled off to the left.
Count now goes 1-2 to him.
One thing that's
Take
been really
that for
impressive
half.
about Eater
Eater's
today,
gonna be
a
in this
lot
game
of
for 3. We're gonna
times,
get the
Riley, he's
tear
been
up
able
the
to get
bullpen
ahead of
for
hitters.
Mariners
There's been a lot of
Scouts
0-2,
I think
1-2
Eater's had very
counts. That's
efficient
really
innings,
helped his
including
cause here
3
today.
innings
As that is
here.
swung on and missed.
Swung on.
Riggs
for the 3rd straight time will go
striking
down
out
swinging.
for the 3rd time today as he
And
becomes the
Riggs,
first
tries
out
to
on the
hit that
bottom of
over
the
fence
6th.
for every time, and when you do that, you're going to strike
That's now
out.
the 6th strikeout on the day for Caleb Eater. And now he will turn his attention to the designated hitter,
He
Steven
is giving
Fitzsimmons.
Eater some braggable
Fitzsimmons
stats
has
now.
walked today. He's
That now
also
gets
grounded.
Fitzsimmons 0 for 1
out
with a
to
walk
first.
in the first.
The
Grounded out
pitch. That is
The first
swung on
is
and
last
missed.
time
Mighty
out,
hack
swung
by
on and
Fitzsimmons,
missed.
but
as he's well
he
out.
gulped at that one and came up empty.
And
0-1
now
the
goes
count.
0-1 with 1 out to Fitzsimmons.
That's when you know your stuff's working very well on the days when you get a guy
Fitzsimmons
singing
checks
that
back in.
pitch like that.
1-0 Mariners on
The
top.
pitch. That is fouled off.
Taps this one to the back.
Another 0-2 count on a batter
And now
facing
goes
Caleb
0-2
Beater. Seems
Fitzsimmons.
as though ever since
You
Eater was
gotta
able to
wonder,
get out
though,
of
if
that bases
another-
loaded jam,
Whoever scores
in
the
the bottom
next
of the
run, this
first,
seems like a
he's
game
just
that could
settled
go
down
forever
and
before we see
he's looked
another
like a
run
quality
scored.
pitcher
Somebody
out
scores
there. The
another
pitch.
run. Those got a
That's
wonder
so-
that will be
yeah,
it.
fouled
As
off at the
Fitzsimmons
plate.
fouls this one off to the
No
backside
balls and
just
2
stay
strikes
alive.
on Fitzsimmons.
Now quickly still the count to Fitzsimmons. Mariners again have that 1-0
Acker.
lead.
Man,
But
he scored
if
the
you
only
think
one in the game so far, or actually drove in the only run in the
whoever
game
goes
so
to the
far with the
bullpen
bases
first is
loaded
gonna be
walks
the team
on
that
deck for the
loses. Whoever
Mariners.
gets a run aboard
0-2
first will
pitch.
be the team that wins.
Up high.
Up high to Fitzsimmons.
1-2 the count now on Fitzsimmons.
1-2 the count.
And that's a good waste pitch.
But
by
these pitchers'
Eater, trying to
duels,
get
they
Fitzsimmons.
really can line up part of a doubleheader, scheduled doubleheader.
The Rio pitch.
For them,
That's
inside.
inside. This is now his
3
third
times.
walk of
And
the
3
day.
plate appearances, all via the walk.
Caleb Eater throw
The
in
2
two
outs, that'll bring
strikes.
up Mackenzie
All
Hicks.
good
He struck
bases.
out looking his last
I don't know what it is.
grounded out
Eater,
third is
when he's facing Acker, he just can't really find the zone.
Clippers and Graders
So now
both
Mackenzie-
starting lead over the Settlers at home in the bottom of the third.
Eater with the
Here
pitch.
comes the first pitch.
That's down low.
Down
Brown
low,
with the block,
outside,
and
almost
Brown
halfway
doing a
there,
nice
but
job
Brown
of
will
keeping that
keep
ball
one
in front of him
with him
and not allowing Acker
Acker
to
will
go
stay
over
over
to second on the
Acker
play.
does have a stolen base on the day. Could have gotten second there on a wild pitch. But Mackenzie Hicks has a 1-0 count now. We'll see if
Eater.
he can't do something.
Working with the
Trying to
1-0
get
count.
Acker
Here it
over.
is.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch.
And it is down
Just
low
a
for a
little bit
ball. 2-0
low.
the count.
2-0 now they count. 2 outs, runner on, 1 runner aboard. Only 3 hits for the Settlers, only 1 for the Mariners,
Eater
and only 1 run.
running with the 2-0. Here it
Scored for
is.
the Mariners,
And
1-0.
that's
As it's
inside. So now
inside.
they've gone to
3-0. And it
3-0.
looks like Eater's
now
trying to
Brown
work that
doing the
inside
smart
part of the plate,
thing
but
here
they've
and
been a
checking
little
on
bit
his
too
right-hander.
inside, and perhaps
Maybe
Just
just
trying to
maybe
let
this
that
is the
part
time
of
where
the plate
Eater's starting
work a
to
little
get
bit
tired.
Truman
He's
Brown
rapidly
though,
approaching
goes
100
out to talk
pitches.
to Eater, have a brief conversation on the mound,
Yeah, definitely, this inning's been 2 different faces for Eater. Got those
and so
2
now
strikeouts
Eater
quickly.
is trying
Just got
to
out the
figure it
inning
back
and
out. Nobody up
4-ball
and
walk
throwing
to
in
Van
Eater
Acker. Now
bullpen
he's
yet.
down 3-0 to
Near the bottom of the
Mackenzie
6th
Hicks.
There's
just had
waiting
that
for a
30
3-0 pitch
first
from Eater.
inning.
Here it is.
Here comes
That
an
is a
inside
ball.
4. So 4
Second straight
So,
walk
second straight walk on 4 straight
for
pitches.
Eater. The inning with 2
Eater, now
gone.
there's 2 aboard with 2
This is
outs.
after he
It'll
struck
bring
out
up
the first
Tyson
2
Hayes,
batters
who's
he
hit by
faced in
pitches
the
last
frame.
time up. Another meeting on
So
the
now
mound between
Brown,
Truman
along with Jason Lester
and
and the rest of the senior
actually, here
scouts
comes the
infield,
entire
and there is some
scout
stirring going
conversation,
on
and
in
there
the
is somebody
scouts
getting up
bullpen.
in the bullpen for the Settler or the Scouts.
Looks like a guy is getting up there. We'll get you some more information as
who
soon
it
as we
is.
see some more stuff.
Up
As
to throw,
Jason Lester
but
walking off the mound.
as Jason Lester, the acting manager for
Lester
the
still
Scouts.
the acting manager for the Scouts as we
Umpire
continue to
breaks
wait for the
up
return of
meeting
Bubba
on the mound,
Cates,
says, let's play ball. Runner on first, runner
Bubba.
on second.
dealing with some health
As
issues,
Tyson
and
Hayes steps in. He is
apparently he
0-1
plans on
left
being
second.
back
On
Tuesday. Time for the road trip to Richmond. It'll be the first game of a 2-game set in Richmond. Both those games scheduled for a 7:05 first pitch. Meanwhile, runners at first and second. 2 gone here in the bottom half of the 6th. Grand Lake looking to add to their 1-0 lead, but Caleb Eater, he's got other ideas as he gets set to face Tyson Hayes.
Hayes looks at the first pitch.
Hayes will look at the ball
one.
down low. 1-0 the count. Now McSad making the catch for the final out of the
Welsh
inning
makes the
is
catch
Graham
right
Welch.
We will head back to the top of the
No
7th
runs,
now. Mariners still
no
up
hits,
1-0.
men left on base for Grand Lake.
Return to the mound.
Head to the top half of the 7th. The Mariners holding a 1-0 lead over the Scouts here on the Senior Scouts Radio Network.
You think we see Eater in the bottom of the 7th, or do you think that's
Probably not.
Doubt it.
I'm thinking the same thing.
Eater pitched his heart out though, so
I mean, he kept it 1-0. I thought he was going to be gone in 3 after that first inning.
He's at 117.
yeah,
He's done.
he's done.
He's done. How many pitches was in that first inning?
30.
30. Yeah, I'd say.
That killed him. I mean, so 8 walks and a hit by pitch.
Mm-hmm.
That's 9 free base. He usually doesn't do that. That's not what he usually
No, I looked at his numbers. He was actually statistically one of the better ones on paper. But
Oh, yeah.
everybody's going to have their off. For the 7th inning of work now here. Showing a 1-0 lead. 117
Top half of the 7th,
opposing
here at Montgomery Field. And it is still a 1-0 lead for the
top
that run coming all the way back in the bottom half of the first. The bases loaded walk by
for the
Van
Scouts.
Acker.
Bellamy had a very
And
good
this still is
He did allow the
our
bases
deciding
to
run.
hit once.
The Scouts
Second.
only had 3 hits on the day.
He's given
They're
up 3
looking
hits.
to
All to the
scratch
same
across the
person.
run here.
So
Top half of the 7th.
Berglund
Bacon,
has
Bills,
been
and
the only
King scheduled
quick
batters
to Bellamy here
for the
today.
Scouts
Yes,
this
walked
spring.
2 batters.
as they continue to
On
work
correction, he's given up 4 hits.
against
He
the
did give up a double
right-hander
to
Bear
Chambers
Bellamy.
back in the first. The other three
Bellamy
come
with the
in
pitch to
the
Bacon.
last 3 hits.
That's down low for a ball. Bellamy so far of the day,
As this one
no
is
runs,
called
3
ball
hits,
here
7
to Zach
strikeouts,
Bacon,
and
0
2
for 2 for
walks,
the day with a strikeout.
and 6 innings of work.
Swinging back in the second, flow out to
All
right.
3 of those hits
Time
belong
up.
to one
Here
man.
comes the
Ryan
next pitch.
Burles.
You don't
Very
want
fair
to see
point
this
right there,
kind of Bellamy. That was
partner.
what ended up getting
Yes,
the
we had
bases loaded
just
back in the second.
Past the 6 o'clock
When you
hour,
couldn't find the
6:04 to
high
be more
part of the
specific.
zone, got an hour and
Bellamy,
a half into play
meanwhile,
now.
back to work.
Here comes the inside.
And he delivers the
corner
strike to
there at the
Bacon.
knees. Strike 1, 2-1 now the count.
2-1 the count now on Zach Bacon, the second baseman.
You know, the scout. We've seen the scouts face bigger deficits
Here comes
this year. So
the
what they need
2-1.
to do is just get one base runner on at least.
Right there at the knees, the inside part of the plate.
Pitch taken for a
2-2.
strike by Bacon, so now it's 2-2. Right-hander was
Bellamy has done a
warming up in the
great job of
bullpen
hitting the inside part
for
of
the
plate
Scouts.
today. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
And the 2-2 is
Just
3 balls, 2 strikes
He was looking for
now
the high part of, he was looking for the inside
Zach
high
Bacon.
corner again. Could not find it though, just a little bit over the bat. Here comes the 3-2 pitch.
And the 3-2 pitch is fouled off
Swung on, tap
by Bacon. He'll stay alive.
Count now goes 3-2. So the lead off man of the inning, Zach
Right here
Bacon.
and just try to get on base any way you can, so the scouts can try to do something with
I'd
no
like to
outs.
thank you all
and
for
runner on.
listening here, Mariners on top, 1-0.
And the
Here comes
pitch.
payoff
Bacon swings
High
and pops
pop
it.
up into foul
High into
territory.
foul
On the right
territory.
side, Spry
Spry,
goes
the
over to
first
fence. We'll see if
baseman.
he makes the catch.
And he will make the catch.
And the catch is made in foul
In
territory.
foul territory for the first out.
The umpire. The umpires must be. There's a post blocking my way. Again, I lose a good part here.
So Bacon gone. Well, actually, wait.
Well, actually, no. I guess
Looks as though that the ball was not caught. We have a terrible angle here on the first
Yeah,
base
going
line.
down the first base line, you get a lot
Zach
of
Bacon
right
will
field,
stay alive here.
but then you don't get a lot
And the
of that
pitch is
bench.
down low, and Bacon Spry did not make the catch on the play. Instead of fouling out the first baseman, Bacon reaches via walk.
He is 0-1. Walk back to the second.
Scouts need to do what they can and try to move Bacon over in a scoring position.
Bacon
We
now
haven't
at
really
first,
seen Bacon show off his wheels this summer, so
and Bacon does not have.
And now a
Now here
bunt
comes the
by
bunt
Bills.
situation.
Great bump
Look
by
up, Bills
Bills
over
as
first
he's
base,
able
get
to
Bacon over
move
in scoring
Bacon into
position.
scoring
And
position.
the sack bunt works
Put that down as a sack bunt. 1-3, the put out.
count. It goes 1,
Away
2, 3.
for second base.
That's Bacon.
there goes
Oh,
Bacon.
now Bacon is not a base stealer. He doesn't look like a base
Fields
stealer.
King, one of the big RBI
His
guys for the
stealers are
Scouts
not
team.
usually men of his stature.
King on the day.
In the
Looks
second,
looking to
struck out looking in the
deliver
fifth.
in the clutch
One
here
out, he steps
for the
now.
Scouts. You're in the
See what
top
he
half
can
of
do,
the
try to
seventh.
drive in
Bacon
that
takes his lead
second.
off of second.
Bellamy will
The
deliver the
pitch.
first pitch to him.
King will take
Inside a
a
little bit
pitch
high.
up high for a ball. 1-0 the count.
1-0 now the count.
Back on the pitching rubber.
He looks in. Gathers. Got the 1-0 count. Delivers.
Here's the
to
pitch.
King.
King swings and fouls it off.
Swings and fouled. Past the first
One
base.
ball,
Now
one strike
now
on Felix King.
And now evens up in 1-1 to King. Okay, King struck out looking his last time up. Bellamy has done a great job of attacking that inside part of the plate all day.
If we want Philly
He's
to try
got
to
him
sit
right
back
on
on
the
one,
plate,
try
maybe
to
a little
drive
bit
it
off, but they've
somewhere.
been called strikes
tie up
both
this ball
sides as
game.
long as they can hit it close.
King waiting on the
Check back
1-1.
here to Bacon at
Here it
second, the
comes.
1-1 pitch.
That is
Little bit
outside. 2-1 the
2.
count now for
2-1 now
Felix.
count.
As Bacon
King.
continues to stand over there near second. One out here in the top half of the seventh. Grand
One out
Lake
now
with a
came on the sacrifice
1-0
bunt that
lead.
moved Bacon over the
Scouts, they
second.
have the tie
2-1
run in scoring
count now here
position.
to Felix King,
The pitch.
first baseman. Here
King
goes the pitch.
swings and fouls it off
Swung
once
and fouled
again.
back and out of
So
play.
now it'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls,
On
2
the Scouts
strikes.
first baseman Felix King,
fresh
Truman
set
Brown
balls
waiting on
now
deck for the Scouts.
For the here to King.
But anything, just try to get Bacon closer to scoring is what Felix King is on the mind now.
Here
2
comes
balls,
the
2
gavel.
strikes.
Check back to second. 2-2
The pitch.
Pop
King
high,
swings
back,
and it's a
out of
high
play
pop
down
up
left-
that'll
left
find
to
its
right
way
field
out of
line.
play. So the count remained at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Just fouling that one off to stay alive. Not go down on strikes for the second time today. That's got to be King's. And also, King would just love to try
King.
to advance that runner.
Back in the
over
right-handed
third.
batter's box.
Bellamy just wants to get out of this inning. I haven't heard
Bellamy.
anybody up and throwing in the bullpen yet
Coming with the 2-2.
for the Mariners.
Here it is.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
And
Swung on and
King
missed.
swings and misses.
Down On strike.
King was
King
way
will go
too
for the second
over-eager
time
on
today.
that
He
swing.
starts
Second
swinging.
time he struck
And there
out
two
today,
away.
2 gone.
Truman Brown, over 2 today, struck out looking in the second. Rounded out short. He's supposed to use
Coming
the
up
time
now,
back
he's
to
been
the fifth.
great behind the plate today, throwing guys out, keeping balls in front of him, calling a great game for Caleb Eater.
So Truman Brown, the
big time
catcher,
for him to
steps
step
back
up
in,
once again.
batting
for the
right,
Scouts.
righty matchup.
Got looking, he's grounded out to short.
Gather,
The
deliver.
pitch.
Right down the
And that's in
inside
there
corner
for
of
a
the
strike.
knees. Strike one.
Oh, and 1 the
12
count now
Bellamy
on Brown.
for most of this day.
Truman waggling the bat around a little bit. Bear Bellamy.
Gather, Bellamy.
Getting
Oh,
set
one
with the
pitch.
pitch. 0-1. It's a grounder.
Over to
the third baseman. This should end the inning, and it does.
It will retire the side 5-3.
5-3. Put out.
One runner is
Win
left
the
to
top
board,
after
no
7
hits,
for the Scouts.
No errors, no
runs,
scored.
no hits,
One
and a
nothing
man
lead
left
at the
on
end of
base
the
for
bottom of the
Xenia.
seventh, and the seventh
Stretch
inning.
time
Mariners come back
here
to
on
the
the
top.
Scouts Radio Network.
Take out your 50-50 ticket. Winner takes home $57 today.
The Mariners.
You are
5 more seconds, we'll rattle off the winning
he's
number.
sending Eater back out.
It's the Monarchs on Tuesday, Wednesday.
The winning ticket number this afternoon for $57 is
Thank you.
89.
This is bordering on cruel and unusual punishment.
We're this is game 2 of a 10-day game.
Now, I'm sure he asked,
Yeah,
I would hope he asked Caleb how's
That'll be
like,
$57.
how he
Take
could go out
it to
again,
the
and I'm sure he said yes, because he
It's
was
your money.
But the All-Star
Yeah, but an
break
arm
game-
counts for so much.
I mean, he doesn't make the decisions. Eater does not. Lesser has to make that decision. He should.
So Eder returns back out to the mound. He's thrown 117 pitches today, but he's going to return back out to the mound at least to start the 7th. He's got Jaron Lovely, Evans, Fry, Rawson, the ball on the Nats.
Freaking warm up yet.
I haven't seen
Well, no,
anybody
do you know
up
who the
throwing where they
right-hander
did the
was warming up
bullpen
down the
either
bullpen was?
for the
Orlando.
Scouts. So they're going to trust Eder, but
No, it was no Orlando. It's all
the
Orlando.
guys give you better pitch. You don't want to get hurt.
Yeah,
This is only
that's what I
summer
thought.
ball, so these guys aren't out here
Yeah,
necessarily to try to like
misconstrue 11 with 35. So,
win
yeah,
championships or anything. Of course,
7th here at Montgomery
Don't even
Field.
have playoffs on
And
this one.
like my broadcast partner, I'm kind of
South,
surprised that Caleb
11
Eater
games out at first.
is back out there on the
They now
mound.
step
He's
back out.
already thrown well over 100 pitches, but Riley, he's going to give it the old Colts try here at bottom 7th.
What Eater has to do, he probably has a quite felt the pain that his arm's going to feel
First and
here later,
two
but
times out.
that adrenaline's still pumping. He still thinks he can go out there
And they
get
will
some
send
outs.
somebody out. I think
That's what he's
catch
gonna have to
now
do.
in the
He's gonna have
bullpen,
to
so
dig
we'll see
deep
how
because
long
that fatigue
that
is
Eater is
definitely
into this
set
game. Here comes the first pitch to
So
Lovely.
he will deliver a first
5,
pitch ball to Jaron
1.
Lovely, who has grounded out to
Yeah, for Eater,
second,
been a
and he's
very
also
efficient
grounded out to
outing
first.
so far,
Lovely 0 for
except
2 on the
that
day.
First inning when he walked in a run.
To this
the only
point,
run
it's
he gave
been
for
a
either side, 1-0
great
Mariners
game
on
for
top.
Eater as he
This
delivers
one
a
delivers
ball
just a little bit
down low.
below. Ball
2-0 the
2,
count
2-0,
on
and
Lovely.
Eater struggling to find the zone.
Eater 1 run on
Eater
1
hit
hit,
normally an infielder,
8
but they
walks and
used
7
him
assists. This will be
tapped here,
a grounder up the middle.
shortstop.
And
Gets
Tuttle
past the glove of the
booted it
shortstop.
and lets it go
And
into
a
center
base
field.
Hit here for Spry, his first base hit of the game.
Put out.
The glove.
Instead, Spry reaches safely.
Nicholas Tuttle, I should say, not Turtle. Tuttle. Should have been a routine ground, but said just went under his glove. But hit his glove. Only the second base hit on the Mariners for
quickly
the
to
day.
get Spry
They
out
still lead
there.
1-0 though, so you
Have the
can't
ball in his
complain.
glove quite
Crossing
yet.
now 1 for 3. The first base hit for the Mariners came back in the third.
So now Blake Crossing, the
Crossing
shortstop.
batting left, the shortstop against
Comes the
the
calling
righty
offensively
Indians.
once again for the Mariners,
Here comes
and
the
the
first pitch
pitch
to him,
is
fastball.
grounded.
This is a
Vacant.
routine double
4,
play, thrown over to
6,
second.
and
It
they will
goes
not
one
have
up,
enough
returned. It
to
only
get
comes
Crossing
a
at
fielder's
first,
choice,
but
because Crossing is
Try
beat it down the line.
is limited at second, 4 to 6. Meanwhile, Crossing able to reach via the fielder's choice, 2 gone.
There are 2 right now for Chase McCall. He's 0-1, 2 walks in the third and the first. We'll see what he does.
Caleb Eater got that one pitch, got an out of it. So now he's
Again, for
3
Crossing,
7
he has to
and
speed to
2/3,
beat out
or
that
6 and
play.
2/3,
He's
I
very
apologize,
rarely
and
caught.
looking to
on
get that
first.
one more out to make it 7.
Jake McCaw has walked twice, and he's also grounded
Follows
out
the
to
first
first.
pitch
He's
outside,
officially 0 for
0-1.
1 on the day.
1-0, the Mariners on top here
No
at home.
count now on
Sun's
McCaw
starting to set just ever so slightly.
Eater.
Shadows continue to stretch now
with the pitch.
across the field. Pitch
That's
bounces
down low
out.
for a ball.
2-0 now.
2-0 the count.
2 outs, 1-0 the score.
What
Runner
Eater
on
has done
first.
so well
He's Blake
today
Crossing.
is not
Scott
allowing
Steele, the
any
only
to
time he got a
snowball, to get out of control. He's done a beautiful job with
To be me, I love Riggs. He's a great guy, but he's got some patience
The
issues at the
pitch
plate. As
swung
he
on and missed by
misses.
Riggs, and boy,
He
he's
was
been
way
doing a
out
lot of
front
that,
the off-speed
swinging and
pitch
missing
there.
today.
That's been his problem. It's just he wants
That's
to try to
exactly
hit
what
the
you have to
dingers. He
attack
wants
him,
to
is
make
attack
it
that
leap
impatient
apart.
nature of Riggs as a hitter.
That's the thing of a
Try to
power
get him
hitter.
out swinging
Is
on
that's what they
bad
try to
pitches.
do.
0-1 pitch, swung on and missed by Riggs once again. He's now in an 0-2 hole. All right, let's see if Eder can dig deep here and find a pitch to put Riggs away and get out of this seventh inning jam.
Because it's frustrating to watch a batter continue to do that and not learn from their mistakes.
Eder
And now he's
sets
down
on the mound.
count. I almost guarantee
The 0-2.
here comes the swing and a miss.
And that
Now won
is a
count.
foul
Actually, no,
ball.
he just kicked it.
As Riggs was just able to nick that ball.
Just got a hold of that.
Count
ball.
remain,
He
2
did
strikes and
not
nothing
swung at.
on Joshua
And the batter,
Riggs.
0-2 now to count.
You're
Still
looking
the
in
Riggs,
for
2
his
outs, runner
sign.
on second and first. So
Still looking for it.
0-2, 2 outs.
Now he has it.
1-0 to score. Nobody up and throwing for the Scouts yet.
Continues to
And
stay alive at the plate.
Riggs will stay alive on an 0-2 count.
And with the way Riggs has been swinging at pitches, you got to think Eder got to give him some type of chase.
Eder can
pitch
get
here.
himself a chance to get out of this inning, which he's allowed a runner on first and second already. However,
Runner at first is McCaw. Runner at second is Crossing.
he could do some serious damage if he does hit those home runs.
Eder sets on the mound.
I'll shut up about his swinging and missing if he gets a
Side.
home run here. At all 3
0-2
times. Here comes the
pitch.
0-2 pitch.
That
He
is
taps
a
this
grounder
one
up the
right
third
down the
base
third
line.
base line. Third
And
baseman will
Bills
take it
will
himself.
take it the easy way over to the third base bag.
We will now
That is
be
how the
retired.
inning
So
will
he doesn't
end
go down
for
missing,
the
but he
Mariners.
does.
7 innings in the books here in
Mark
Salina, Ohio. We head to the top half of the 8th.
As
The
we now
Scouts
head
still
to the
trailing
top half of
Grand
the
Lake
1-0
1-0
here.
the Scouts.
We'll turn it around. You're Mariners Baseball live on the Mariners Media Network. I don't know. Am I being too harsh about Riggs?
What? Better you swing on this.
That's 134 on the day for
I would.
Oh, God.
If Lester puts him back out on that mound, I'm going out there more.
Oh, new pitcher.
New
It's
pitcher.
Calhoun.
Yeah, we saw him last night.
Yeah,
Yes, we
that's
do.
why they pulled him in the middle
Yeah,
of the at-bat.
wanted he was first early today, it sounds like.
Yeah. That'd be tough. They pulled him in the middle of an at-bat. He had an 0-2 count to one of their hitters, and they pulled him on an 0-2 count. That's a big count. I know. They wanted. Yeah, they kept it. They want to keep it below 20 pitches.
All right, looks like Pyatt is actually warming up for real.
It's like second inning. No,
Bear Bellamy will not come out now. He will finish his day.
Well, the day
Good
for
job
Bear
for him,
Bellamy
though.
will be
7 innings.
making his way to the mound, going through his warm-up tosses for the Grand Lake Mariners, who lead the Xenia Scouts 1-0 here in the top half of the 8th.
4 base hits.
Calhoun making his 6th appearance of the season, 1-0 with a 5.14 earned run average. And in 7 innings pitched, he struck out 5. He's walked nobody.
5, 6, 7,
Saw him last
8
night.
strikeouts.
Calhoun ended up getting the win, pitching an inning and 2/3,
Yes,
giving up
8
no runs,
strikeouts
1 hit,
for Bellamy. Great
struck
day
out
on
a
the mound
batter,
for Bellamy.
did not walk a
Now
batter as well.
Calhoun. Interesting thing about
So
Calhoun,
Calhoun
he
will
saw
go
him
to
yesterday.
work
He was
on
bold in
the
middle
top of the
that
order
bat.
for the Scouts.
It was an
Cam
0-2
Murray,
count
Chandler
that they had.
Chambers, and
Forget
Nick
who the
Tuttle, the
batter
scheduled
was.
batters for
Go
Xenia.
ahead and-
Meanwhile, calling the day for the right-hander Bear Bellamy, who pitched beautifully for the Mariners today. 7 innings of no run, 3 hit ball, 8 strikeouts, and 3 walks.
There's somebody up in where the Scouts have been officially throwing now.
Like he had a
It
change
looks
as
like
well.
it is
He's working
going
very
tight.
well. They're just all working,
As
complimenting each
Calhoun
other, and
steps in,
that's how you have a great day like Bear Bellamy did.
So Cam Murray,
Calhoun.
the face,
steps on
first
and
batter
goes to
that
first
Calhoun
pitch.
will face, and Murray
Right off the
promptly
bat,
lines one
a
into left
base
field
hit,
for a
so
base hit,
new pitcher
past the
must
glove
be good
of the
thing
third
for
baseman
Murray.
McCaw.
He gets himself a
And
double
now some
as
trouble
this
out
one
there in the
is
outfield
fumbled
as
by
Murray
Riggs,
is able
and
to
so
scamper
an
into
easy
second
double
base.
there
That ball was
for
not handled
Murray.
cleanly by Joshua Riggs, and Murray, with his great world-class speed, able to take
And Murray
advantage.
does have a
He's
lot
now
of
sitting at
speed out there.
second.
Ace on bases. He might get number 9 here on this at bat. And Riggs fumbling with it out there and left.
Nobody else, right at second. That'll bring up the left field.
1-0 the score here, and I already heard, I think I just heard.
We already know that's a base hit for Cam Murray. The question is whether or not it's going to be a single or an error.
Warming up. He will probably, if the score holds.
No error has been added to the scoreboard. Now it has.
And that will be an error. So it'll be a single and an error.
So a single and an error
Reyes.
for Murray as he's able to advance to second following
It'll be
the
an
difficulties
E7.
exhibited by the left fielder Joshua Riggs out there, who continues to have a tough
Runner in
day.
scoring position on the leadoff single and error.
Chambers
Here,
with a butt down the
goes
third
down
base
the
line,
third base
just
line.
foul.
And scouts are looking for a win. This is something
That
we
was the
saw a
type
lot
of
with the
bunt
Clippers
that
was when they would
Chambers
get
also
runners
tries to beat
aboard
out
with
first
one or no
also.
outs. They
That
bunt
ball
a
would have
lot.
stayed fair. You got to think scouts would have runners on first and third with everybody out.
And now, as that one dribbles down,
Chambers on the
third base line
day.
foul, count goes 0-1.
Doubled
That's
back
Xenia
at first.
Chambers
Since then, he's lined out to short and flied out
for
to left
three,
field.
1 for 3 on the day.
He's
Had
got a
double
man in
back the
scoring
first,
position,
lined
that
out
being
in
Cam
the
Murray,
third,
who's sitting
right
out there at
crossing glove
second.
and flown out to left.
Graham Lake leading Xenia 1-0, but the Scouts, they're
0-1
knocking
count
on the
here. We'll
door.
see if he shows bunt again.
Calhoun, the right-hander, meanwhile, sets at the bench.
And Tuttle coming into the day leading the scouts on batting average. He's a great hitter, good batter too, works counts a
Tuttle
lot.
again
So right here,
on the
another
year
spot.
has
He's
a
gonna have to come up big for the
396
Scouts.
batting average.
Tuttle hitting nearly 400, 395 to be more specific.
Possibly 14 with the speed of
Oh,
Chambers
waggling
out
the
there.
bat around.
Let's see if they
Waiting
decide
on
to
the
move
1-0 from
Chambers over to
Calhoun, and now
third.
Calhoun will
second.
step off.
Beware of the
Compose
double steal
himself.
if you're the Mariners in this one.
Think about
Scouts
some other
are great
things
base
now.
runners,
Well,
and they
I
might
thought he was going
try
to step back on the rubber,
to
but
pull
now he goes to Rosin back.
trick play double move on the diamond. Calhoun stepped off
Calhoun
before stepping
will
out
look
that
back
on.
at
He's got a
first.
1-0 count now to Tuttle.
Now we'll
Throw
throw
over to
back to
first.
first. And Chambers is back in plenty
And
of time.
Chambers gets back in time. Count holds at 1-0 with nobody out.
Probably not a
runners
bad
aboard.
idea for Calhoun to keep an eye on.
I would be
Chambers over
aware
there
now
first,
of
but I still
Tuttle's
expect to see
bunts because
Chambers.
I swear it
on
looked
the
like he
move
was
here, try to
showing
get
bunt
both
when he
these runners
thought
in
Calhoun
scoring
was going to
position.
throw a pitch to him there on the throwback. So
Owen
perhaps
Pyatt,
look
by the
out
way,
now
will
for
probably
Tuttle
be
to
the
bunt
next
if you're the
pitcher for the
Mariners.
Scouts,
And if he
as
does,
looked
you
like
got to
he
try to get the force
just
out.
finished
now.
up warming up
Now
down there
that
in the
runner
Scouts
across the
bullpen
plate.
down the left field line.
Here comes
Meanwhile, the
pitch. He
1-0.
does not bunt. He
Here's
swings.
a base into the left field.
Base.
This game is going to be
And
tied.
now
An
we're tied
RBI
up.
single
Throw
for
to
Nick
third.
Tuttle.
Will he
Throw
try?
to
It will
third
not.
will not be
And
in
now runners at
time
the corners again.
as
And
Chambers
runners
is
are
safe on the
collapsing now in
play.
this one.
Tuttle drives in Murray with an RBI single to left, a 1-1 game between the
Mariners
Mariners and the
speed on
Scouts.
the bags now for the Scouts is working.
Spot that Tuttle needed to come
However,
up
though,
with, and
you gotta
what a
imagine,
job he did there.
If
Got
the
a ball
runner was
over the
held to
plate.
just a single to
Put
lead
a
off this
little
inning as he now
out
scores
there.
RBI single to Tuttle.
That's all he needed to get that running.
Calhoun yet to get it
So
out
once
of this
again,
one.
runners at the corners for the
Still
Scouts,
huge
with still
trouble
nobody
here for
out here in the
Calhoun.
top half of the eighth. But finally, the Scouts are able to break through in the run
And
column.
now both.
A
and now
1-1
at least
game
Calhoun
here in the
has been
top half of the
eliminated.
eighth.
Correction. Bellamy has been
And the
eliminated.
Scouts
from
are
the
hoping they
decision.
are not
1-1
done
now.
yet.
We're tied here.
And
Mariners trying to hold.
he's got 3
Calhoun
hits.
looks
That being
back in.
Ryan Bertelsmann.
Bertelsmann 3 for 3 on the
3
day.
for
This
3.
is-
All 3 of his hit
Calhoun can get
singles.
to him.
Looking for another
Throwback
base
first.
knock here.
Spry
As the throw
makes the
to
catch
first,
on the
not
throw
in
to
time.
first, no
Tuttle
pitch.
back.
Bertelsmann.
Runner at third,
Runners
Chandler
at the
Chambers.
corners. On
He
the third is Chandler
represents
Chambers.
the potential go-ahead run.
Tuttle on first again. That is the one thing. If you would look at the
Here's
Scouts,
the 1-0.
do very well is
Bertelsmann takes a
as
pitch
one misses
inside.
inside 1-0. Scouts, the best attribute is for them is base running. They've got
So
a lot
Calhoun,
of speed
the
on
new
the back,
pitcher,
and they've made it
Riley,
work. Calhoun here is retired at
Had
one
to
base.
enter a tough situation. It has not been a clean eighth for him.
Calhoun,
The
of course,
Scouts are
is
looking to
allowed
take
3
advantage
base
right
hits
here.
and 3 batters face. He did have the
Calhoun
error though out and left that
waiting
allowed
with the 1-0
Cameron Murray
pitch.
to reach second.
That's
This
down
one
low for a ball.
outside. Calhoun can't find a strike
came
zone
in
now. It's
facing
2-0.
the top of the order, and the Scouts team is hungry. They're resilient. They don't back down from
Yeah,
deficits.
Bertelsmann, the man
especially one
with
that's
3
only one
hits
run.
and 2 stolen bases on the
They're
day. All of
aggressive
them were
batters, and that's
singles
exactly
base
what the
hits.
first 3 guys did.
Trying to
They
get
were
number
aggressive,
4
got
here
hits,
today.
and
Calhoun
now
2-0
Calhoun
though
has
to
himself in the
quickly.
hole.
Again,
Bertelsmann waving the bat around,
Murray
working
got
with
the
a
base
2-0
hit. Could have held
count.
Murray to a single, and that would have kept.
Throw back to first,
Calhoun gets it
Chambers.
back over to him.
Or Tuttle, excuse me, back in
Tuttle
time.
got back in safely.
1-1
That
game.
runner was held to just a
One
single
run
lead
has
off.
already
We might not
crossed the
have a
plate
run
for
on
the
board
Scouts
yet,
thanks to an RBI single by
but
Nick
still with
Tuttle.
Murray and Chambers speeds. That's why we're
Chambers
runners
now
at the
sitting
corners.
over there at third,
As
wanting to
Chambers was
cross
able to go all
home
over
plate and
first
give the
second.
Scouts
What
their
wasn't
first
really a
lead
hard
of the
base hit
game.
to left either.
Here's the
Calhoun delivers
2-0.
the 2-0 pitch.
And that is
Inside
down low
runner
for a
goes,
ball, ball and
but
heading off to second and stealing
Hayes
it
does the
easily
smart thing
is Nick
and
Tuttle.
not throw, because with Murray's speed, or correction, Chambers' speed, they might have been able to pull the
Third
double
stolen
steal.
base of the
So they
day
just go
for the
ahead and let
Scouts.
Tuttle
Bertelsmann, the
have
man at the
the
plate,
stolen base.
had garnered the first 2 earlier in this game. And now it's a 3-0 count
So
on
3-0
Bertelsmann.
count now here.
best interest
So
of
Calhoun just
Calhoun to
wants to try to
possibly
get this
walk
out.
Bertelsmann, just load up the bases and try to get force outs
As
everywhere.
here
The
comes
pitch
walk forward. Now
is a
it's
walk.
that inside
Ball
leg
four.
is not working here in the bottom of the. I don't know if it's Calhoun.
So the
can't find
bases
it,
are
or
loaded.
if the umpires decided
Nobody
to
out.
shrink it up.
Top
now
half
the
of the
bases
eighth.
are loaded. All four to come to the plate now.
There's
Top
not
breeze.
been
They're gonna
a
have
good
a
inning for
conversation
right-hander
on the mound
Calhoun, who's already given up the tying run.
As
And I would not be surprised if the Mariners
has the conversation.
decide to make a pitching change
Bases
right
are
here.
loaded. Calhoun just tries to get himself out of here again. Preferably would be a nice ground ball.
Calhoun,
Get two plays, but no,
product
Calhoun's
of Iowa
day
Line
is
College,
over.
and the Mariners
Faces
will
four
indeed make a
batters,
pitching
and they
change.
all get a board.
Well, step aside.
So the idea.
One run
like
already in
Calhoun
here in the
back
top
to
half
back
of the eighth.
games, perhaps
Scouts still
not
batting in a
greatest
1-1
decision by
game between the
Tanner,
Mariners and the
we'll see how
Scouts'
it
new
goes.
pitcher
Bases are
coming up
loaded.
here for
We'll have
Grand
pitching
Lake in
change.
just
Talk
a
about the
moment.
pitcher. You listen to Mariners baseball here on the Mariners Radio Network. What? I really don't know what that was about. That is.
We were at a good pace. The game was.
Mm-hmm. Is he back in number one? He's back. Well, if anyone can get us out of this jam, we can. So, right? Can't avoid to walk him like he did the other day. But he walked a bull.
And Charlie's
He's already allowed one.
pretty sure the second
Three base hits.
Bertelsmann
One
hit,
walk.
I think they're both that was aired. That's the only error I have.
Yep.
They have one on the board.
So
Tyler
Bertelsmann reached on
Rooney
an air
steps
back
onto
and
the
forth.
mound now. The man from
Yeah.
Naples, Florida.
Yeah.
Players number one, Wright State, attending entering his senior season, 3.11 ERA with an 8 2/3 innings pitched. It is 7
New
previous
pitcher on the mound for the
appearances.
Mariners. We get to see another Wright State Raider out there on the mound for Grand Lake as Tyler Lunicki
12 strikeouts.
going through his warm-up tosses right now. Native of Naples, Florida, 6'1", 180-pound senior for the Wright State Raiders. Comes into this game sporting no record, earned run average of 3.11. He does have 4 saves on the season and an 8 2/3. He struck out 12 and he's walked 8. He takes over for the right-hander Calhoun, who, well, let's just say, did not have the greatest of innings for the Mariners. He leaves already giving up 1 run on 3 hits, 1 walk and no strikeouts, and he is responsible for all 3 runners on base at the moment for the Scouts. 1 run already in here in the 8th. It's a 1-1 game between the Mariners and the Scouts. Moments ago, Nick Toe coming through an RBI single to left. Now it's Chambers at third, Tuttle at second, and Ryan Bertelsmann at first. And look who's coming to bat.
Bertelsmann steps in now. Those are guys on the bags. Third is
Welch
Chambers,
getting
Tuttle
set here
on
against
second,
Lunicki.
Bertelsmann
And Welch
walks.
swings and fouls it back.
Swing
0-1 the
foul,
count.
tips back. That goes
I think
0-1 to
Lunicki
Welch.
has a lot of pressure on him right now. The margin for
Lunicki-
error is minuscule. A wild pitch
Yeah, a
would
man who
give
is
the Scouts the
pitches
Scouts.
by.
Lunicki
He's
has
got a
to
lot
be
of heat when
nearly
he throws.
perfect here if he wants to get out.
Primary issue has been
Lunicki with the
spot.
pitch.
Here
It's
comes
outside for a ball.
outside.
1-1 the count. The infield has been brought in by the Mariners. Meanwhile, the outfield pretty much playing well straight away.
Straight up, though, for the outfield. Maybe
Ram
slight shading.
waiting on the 1-1 pitch. Here it is,
1-1 pitch
and that is down
inside,
low.
blocked
Nearly
up there
getting
nicely by the
away
leg of Hayes.
from the
2-1.
catcher Hayes, but he's able to keep it
Lunicki,
within
again, perfect
striking
opportunity
distance.
here would be
So now it's a 2-1
ground
count
ball,
on
double
Graham.
play. You probably want to go home with it first and then see if you can't get to home.
Welch
but
waiting on the pitch
that
from the
force
right-hander
at home, just
Lunicki.
get it
Bases
out
loaded,
if you're
still
Lunicki.
nobody out, and a run in here in the top
2-1
half of
out
the
of
8th of a
Lunicki
1-1
gathers
game. And it's a
into
pop-up
foul
down the
territory
third
and
base
out of
line,
play.
down left field actually, and that will be foul.
Actually, it just
As that
stays
hit
in
up
play. It
against
goes
the
off
fence
the bottom of the fence
near the
there.
Scouts'
Count out 2-2
bullpen.
as it goes into the Scouts bullpen. It was too far for either Riggs or McCall to try to run over there. and
2-2
get to
count
that
now
one.
on
Boy,
Graham
a
Welch,
fly-
who
a
has
foul
grounded out
would
the
be
first,
a
flied
great
out
play
to
for the
left,
Mariners here, 'cause
and
then
has
that
struck
leaves the
out
force
swinging.
double
He's
play.
0 for 3, but he can
Open the
erase
one out
all
here,
that.
and the whole thing changes.
Coming through here for the Scouts in this big
Again,
spot in the
every
top half of
infielder
the
on
8th.
the grass
Lunicki
now.
with the
If
pitch.
Lunicki delivers
And that's
outside,
outside. How fitting
full
we
now
will
at
go
3-2.
3-2.
And a ball here from Luneke obviously
Luneke steps
scores
back
that
on.
run in Chambers, and Scouts will have their first lead of the
Moves
day.
in to the left hand.
Luneke.
Only left-handed batter, by the way, is Graham Welch in this
The
line.
right-hander. Zach will take a strike.
Throw in,
Boy,
strike at
that
the
ball
knees
hit
there.
by Welch
To Bacon.
just
but
glanced
it
off
just
the
got
glove
past the glove
of Van
from
Acker,
Coney.
the
Van
guy
Acker
who
correction.
drove
Coney's no longer on
in
the team.
the run
Van Acker
for.
correction.
Baseman will come in to score. They're going to wave
And
around
they
Welch.
go.
He will come in to
And
score
that
as
will now
well.
give a 5-1 lead, and looks like the Scouts are
A
trying to break their lead here,
two-run
and the Mariners
single. Or
sorry,
yeah,
the huge losing streak
it's
against
a
them.
5-run
It's
inning for the
5-1, and this is
Scouts.
the
How
Scouts
about
with
that?
two.
Bring up that
You already
one
got
in the part of
single
the
there.
defense.
By Bacon.
Down all day, struggled offensively, and now with a big inning here after the pitching change, and they're
And so
gotta
two
be high
pitching
on this.
changes in this inning. Neither pitcher has been able to get the out.
So
You're almost
now,
wondering, should we have
Ben
seen
Bills will
the
come to the
starter
plate.
in
By the
penalty in
way,
this
still
inning?
nobody out in this
So
inning.
So Luneke delivers.
As Bills
He actually
not
has
able to
given
check
up
his
one
swing
run.
that
The book
time.
is
0-1
now
the
closed
count. Bills
on
is
Calhoun.
walked. He
He
is
gave
grounded out
up
the
a
second.
total of 4
And he also
runs,
laid down
all
a
of them earned.
sacrifice bunt back in the seventh.
How about Zach Bacon in this series?
So Ben Bills, he is
last night had
0 for 2 late, or 0 for
RBI
2 late
single
out the second,
today,
back in the
RBI
seventh. He
single.
pops
Bills
one
pops
high,
it up.
foul.
Foul. That will be
Now goes
out
0
of
2
play.
to him quickly. Luneke's
No
still
balls,
looking for the
2
first out here.
strikes. Boy,
He's
this
given
has
up a
got to
run.
be
He
feel
Graham
good
Welch,
for Jason Lester and
the
that
other
Scouts
4 runs
ball
in this
club.
inning.
Erupting
have all
for
been
5
scored
runs here in the top
against
half of the
Bellamy.
eighth, and you know what? They might
Correction
not be
against
done.
Calhoun.
Bills
2 pitch.
waiting on the
Line
pitch. He had to
inside.
limbo his way out of that one.
At
As
the
he
end.
moved to 1 ball
Limbo
and 2
out of that
strikes.
one.
It's great to see the Scouts.
Count
with
now
this
goes
lead late
1
in
and
the game,
2.
but they know better than anyone.
Scouts
No lead is safe.
Are up
They have
5-1, which is not
Keep trying to
invincible by
scramble
their
in this inning
standards.
and
Their
just have to
bullpen
shore
has
up their
been
defense
abysmal
and try
this
to finish
season,
this
so
thing
you
off.
can get
Bills
all
with
you
a
want
chopper
here is
down the third base
down
line.
the third
Boy,
base
this is
line.
going to
Here
be a
comes the
tough
throw.
play. Throw
It
to
will be
first.
just in time. They will get him
Just
out for
in
the first
time.
time today. The umpire on the bags decides to give
Bacon
Spry a
moving to
favorable
second
call.
on the
Finally
play, and
get the first
Bills
out
nipped by
of this
about an
inning.
inch. 1 gone here in the inning.
The runner advances to second and
Made
Bacon.
the
Now
first
they
out of the
feel
inning. He did his job. He moved Zach Bacon over there and scored his
First
position. So
baseman,
the Scouts
he's
can
0
still
for
try
2,
to
a
add
couple
on
of
to this lead a
strikeouts
little
and a
bit.
walk
Fields
as
came
well.
up.
King 0 for 2 on the day with a
Strikeouts,
couple
two at-bats.
strikeouts.
Walks
Did
in
have a
second.
walk,
He's got a runner
however,
scoring
back in the
position. He
second
steps
inning.
in. See what Luneke
So
can do
Bacon
now
over
against
there at second. 5 runs in for the Scouts here in the top half of the eighth.
Somebody up and throwing in the Mariners bullpen again.
Here's the pitch.
Here comes the pitch. He tries to check, but he
And
does
King
go
trying
around.
to check his swing, but fails to do so. 0-1 the count on Felix.
0-1 here to King. 1 out. 1 runner aboard. 5-run
King.
inning so far for the Scouts. Next runner who's
That's a strike.
player
0-2 the
team that
count.
scores might be
Wait,
the
that's
one
in his
that
top of the
wins it.
Scouts so
Now
far.
5-1 this game. And
1 ball,
again,
2 strikes
down
now
to
on
last
Felix
2 times
King.
up,
Truman
walked in
Brown
second.
waiting on
His
deck
first
for
play
Xenia.
appearance. He's 0 for 2 on
Bacon
the day.
still sitting over there at second.
And Zach Bacon.
He
Zach
had
Bacon's
a
not a man who's
2-run
gonna
single
run.
earlier in this frame. Luneke.
We will see if it's going to be even
Right-hander.
coming back out.
And long blonde
So here
locks.
comes
Delivers.
the
Down low for a ball.
1-2 down low, 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Good job by King on these past 2 pitches. Not
2-2
after
count.
going down 0-2,
One
didn't
out.
chase at any of the
Mariners
Chase
just trying to get
pitches
us out of this
threw at
inning.
him.
Give their
now
offense a
counts
chance now.
2 and makes us half.
And delivers
The pitch.
2-2 pitch.
Boys
Retire
with
the
the stay
second
put
batter
at
on
second.
the F8.
Following the catch by
That
Lovell.
run out, bring
2
up
gone.
Truman Brown. He's over 3, grounded out the third, grounded out just short, and grounded, struck out looking 3 times up here today.
So now it'll be up to Truman Brown to try to keep this
Truman
inning
Brown trying to
going.
keep the
A
inning
frame in
alive.
which
Bacon here could knock and Bacon.
it has been
Bacon's a
very
slow
productive
runner
for the
the
Scouts
Scouts
offense.
standards. No stolen bases.
already having tallied 5
And
runs.
second, he's not
in
even
this
attempting
frame.
to run. He's just he's a pitcher also. Plays infield and pitches. Luneke checks back to second.
Sets on the mound, now delivers.
Pitch, off the
Truman
bat,
swings, and that'll be a
and goes
foul
down.
ball
Looked like one of those
along the
ones
first
where he
base
just wanted
line.
to check
0-1 the
his
count on
swing,
Truman.
but they could not hold up. And instead it goes foul. Count goes 0-1.
Owen
Truman
Pyatt,
again,
the
the catcher
scheduled pitcher
today
for the Scouts, coming up in
from
the next inning.
Clarksville, Tennessee. Here comes the 0-1
Kicks and
pitch.
deals, and that
Truman
pitch is
inside.
outside for a ball. 1-1 the
Ball
count on
one.
Truman.
1-1 now. The count goes.
Brown has struck out
Brown.
looking, and he has grounded out twice. Once to the shortstop
Got a
and once
runner
to
on
third base.
second in Brown.
He becomes the 9th
For correction,
batter
Bacon.
this
Brown,
inning for the Scouts.
That's right. The 9th hitter of the inning for the Scouts. Here
The
comes
pitch.
The pitch inside.
Inside for a ball.
Ball
2-1 2-0 on the
2-1.
count. To Truman Brown.
If Truman Brown reaches,
They
Cameron
can
Murray
still
will now
see. As Owen
Riggs
Pye
out in
continues
left
to just
field.
stay loose down there for Xenia in the bullpen. The scheduled pitcher for the Scouts in the bottom half of the eighth. Meanwhile,
Back to
Truman
second. Here
with the
comes
2-1.
Truman.
And
High
Brown
fly
will
ball
pop it
into
up
foul territory on the
down the
right
first
side
base line,
gets
and that'll be out of
Count
play.
goes now full even at 2-2 to Truman Brown.
Sam Murray
somebody up
waiting
and
on
running
deck
up
for the
now in
Scouts.
bullpen For
And Murray, the one
the
who
Scouts in
started
the
it all
eighth
with a single
does
to
still
begin
look
this
like it'll
inning.
be Austin
5 runs later, the Scouts possess a 5-1
Pyatt,
lead over the
right-hander,
Mariners.
who's not had a good outing thus far in the year. Again, the bullpen has kind of been a problem for the Scouts. So see if the Mariners can't. He is retired. So they bat around
But
here.
5
from
runs
1
cross
to
the
9
plate for the Scouts.
in this
On
inning.
5 hits, they do
You're listening
leave
to
a man
Mariners
on
Baseball
base.
Baseball
At the bottom of the
Baseball.
8th, Xenia
You're
5.
listening to
Grand
Mariners
Lake
Baseball
1 here on the Xenia
Mariners
Scouts
Baseball.
Radio Network.
The winner of our 50-50 today, Greg Steamer, who took home $57. Congratulations, Greg Steamer. He wins the 50-50.
All right. Come on, Owen.
Is it Pyatt or is it still Eater?
Pyatt.
Pyatt's
Yes,
out there.
Pyatt, thank God.
35.
You just said thank God that Pyatt's pitching.
No, I'm praying because Pyatt is pitching.
Yeah, I get that too.
Darn it, Luke, I should have brought my rosary.
So there's a new pitcher on the mound to start the bottom of the 8th. Mariners trying to mount to come back from down 5-1.
I know.
And Owen Pyatt will now step in. A man with no record, 2 appearances, gone 3
New
innings.
pitcher on the mound for the
A 30
Scouts. As
ERA.
the Mariners get set to bat here in the bottom half of the 8th. Xenia leading the Mariners 5-1. And the new pitcher on the mound is the right-hander Owen Pyatt.
2 additional extra base hits.
Pyatt making his
Pyatt
3rd
now
appearance of the
comes in for his 3rd
season.
appearance. We'll
And
see
the
what he
last
can do.
time we saw Pyatt,
And
this was back on July
See if the
4th.
Mariners can't light
Pitched
him
2
up like they did
2/3
the bullpen
innings against the
yesterday.
Cincinnati
Let's see
Steam.
if
Gave up
they
7
can
runs
make
on
this
8
go
hits, struck out
to
3,
try to get this
and
inning going
walked
for the
2.
Mariners.
But today he
They've
is
got 2
now
more
tasked
chances to
with
not
trying
take
to
the lead
protect
or
a
just tie it
4-run
up.
lead for the Scouts.
Yeah, they
Xenia
got about
erupting
all they
for
could,
5
and
runs in the
actually more
top
than they
half
should have.
of the
Their
8th.
starting pitcher
Now they are
going
6
to
outs
on
away
Pyatt.
from potentially snapping a
This is
6-game losing
potential,
streak.
if this result
Or
was
is it
hold,
7
the
game
Mariners would allow the Scouts
One of
to
those
snap a
parts.
7.
Okay.
Too many.
Yes. Well
Nothing,
put,
a
Riley. Well put.
7-game losing skid for the Scouts.
So now Pyatt go to work on the
And
mound.
Mariners allowed Hamilton goes to snap an 8-game losing
Stephen
streak previously
Fitzsimmons.
this year. That one was in Hamilton. Got to
Designated
defend
here
your
will lead
home
things
turf
off for
if
Grand
you're-
Lake.
Your home field, if you're the Mariners, will see if they can get something going here today.
So Pyatt, the right-hander, will go to work against
Pyatt will now
Fitzsimmons.
set, gather,
Pyatt
and
will rock and
deliver
deal.
to Fitzsimmons
That pitch is outside for a ball.
1-0 now the count.
By the way, just to get confirmation, 7 straight losses for the Scouts.
Here
They're
comes
trying to
1-0
snap
over
that today
down
as
low now.
Pyatt will
Shoes
now go 2-0
For Fitzsimmons.
to Fitzsimmons.
And also,
Pyatt out
for the
of
Mariners, losing
Quincy
here
College.
today would drop them out of below the cut line for the playoffs. St. Clair did win against the Copperheads 8-7, and
2-0 pitch. That's fouled off by
also
Fitzsimmons.
beat
2-1 the count.
18-60. So the two
On the Mariners'
teams are in a
designated
big
hitter, he
race
is
against here right
walked,
now.
grounded
for
out
that
to
final-
first,
for
and
that,
struck
really
out.
all the way up down
0 for 2 on the day is
This is a
Fitzsimmons.
good race here. Fitzsimmons fouls that one off. 2-1 now the count.
Comes.
They need to win here today.
That
Fitzsimmons makes
is
it
fouled
back.
off.
Pyatt will get himself into a 2-2 count now.
Now it's a 2-2
Muskego
count on
Clippers, the third
Fitzsimmons.
team that they're in a
Don
huge
Acker,
race
the
with
second
right now,
baseman,
that
waiting on
third-
deck.
The second and third spot is losing currently in the top of the third to the Galleon Graders. 3-0.
Here's the 2-2. Line.
That's
After
Simmons.
getting a piece of that
Stays
one.
alive. Fitzsimmons stays alive here with that one. 2-2 count to Fitzsimmons from Pyatt.
Pyatt
He will deliver
with the
2-2
pitch. That's up high for a
Facing
ball.
high, count full now to Fitzsimmons.
3-2 the count now on Stephen Fitzsimmons.
As they stand right now,
That's the first man that he sees.
there's nobody else throwing the bullpen. In fact, even the pitchers out the bullpen have all come
So
to the
Van
plate now.
Acker will
Rudolph
now come
Pyatt.
to play. And Black does walk, walk. 3
The Mariners
times
got
at the
the
bases on
run,
balls
I think
for
already
the
just sitting on
Mariners second baseman.
Brown back
Digs
there
in
behind
against Owen,
So I would not
meanwhile,
try to test his
on the
arm
mound,
unless you get a wild
delivers.
pitch. This
Down
one
low for a
here,
ball.
down
1-0 the
to
count. And
Hicks.
one thing that has really stuck
Here's
out
walk.
about
Good
Pyatt,
correction.
at least early on in his scout's
Van
tenure,
Acker.
is
Sorry,
the
my
control
contact's
issues.
messing up. My vision's a little blurry.
that has
Van
gotten
Acker,
him into trouble
he's
more
walked
often than
times,
not
been up
during his
RBI
time at
for it
Xenia.
as he looks
That
at a
pitch is up
ball
high for a
inside.
ball.
2-0
2-0 the
quickly there to
count
Van Acker.
on
Trying to
Acker.
draw his fourth
And now
straight
Felix
walk.
King
The
will
Mariners
come
misses.
in
Here comes the first baseman.
to talk with Owen,
And
give him
King
some
to
words
try
of
to give
encouragement.
Owen some more. Owen Pyatt.
King
some
now
words of
trotting back
encouragement.
to his position
And as
over
they
there at
stand,
first.
Mariners are game out of
Exactly
first
right,
place
Charlie.
as the
Control
St.
issues
Clair
have
Green
definitely
Giants, they're winning
been
tie the Lima
Pyatt.
Locals, who are, by the way, winning
That
big
could be for a
against
multitude of
Richmond
reasons, but you have
Jazz
those
at
control issues
home.
to
The loss here today would put them even
2-0
with
pitch
Saginaw
down low for a
Surbeats, who
ball.
currently
at
hold a
least fix them
tiebreaker
temporarily.
over the Mariners
Slow
for that
down
final
your
spot.
velocity, you slow down everything.
That
you
is
just try to
via
get guys in the zone.
against the
And
division.
that's when they hit.
The Lima
grade
Locals
starts
are
on
1-1
so
against
what you
the
need to
Sugar
do is
Beats.
just try to
The Mariners
bear
are
down,
0-2 so far in the
refine those
season.
mechanics and try to get a good outing.
2-0
with
pitch
those
now.
guys.
Here comes the delivery to Acker.
Pyatt with the
Inside,
pitch.
3-0.
And that will turn out to be a
It'll
walk
actually be a
for
walk
Acker.
as the scoreboard was wrong.
Oh boy, back-to-back walks for Pyatt here.
Back-to-back walks. This
As
one
now
on 4
Truman
straight
Brown will
pitches.
come
and
out.
Nobody out.
It's a 4-1
Pyatt
lead for the
struggling
Scouts
here,
right
and
now,
like I
but
said, the bullpen has
unfortunately,
been a
we have
major
seen the Scouts blow
major
some leads
Achilles heel to
during
this
this
Scouts
long
team.
losing
You go up
streak
and down
during
the
this
lineup.
rough stretch
They
of
put on one of the
baseball
better
this season.
starters.
Yeah, I said it last time.
And Peter, again, a man with a 4.44 ERA, only gave him the one run a day.
He's
So
now on
that helped.
Pyatt's shoulders. He's walked these first
High
two
with
guys,
that
but
3.
little grounder
we'll see
here
if
and
not
give him
now.
2
Hicks
outs.
can jump. Hicks does have a home
Hicks,
run
the
here.
right fielder.
If you're Hicks.
0-1
Don't
the
try to
count
chase every pitch.
on Mackenzie Hicks, who was grounded out to third, struck
He
out
walked
looking,
back in his
and
most
walked.
recent at
0
bat.
for 2 on the day.
Struck out in the 4th and grounded out to 3rd in the 1st.
But Pyatt just
Hicks now down to
had
count
on
0-1,
that
the
Scouts
first
roster this week.
Positive count for
I
Pyatt.
think by now he knows
First
the
time he's
Scouts
been ahead of the
defense
count
is strong.
for
It's
first three
very
batters.
good.
Here
So
comes
he
the
just
pitch.
needs to miss the
Puck
contact
back
and just
out
try
of
to
play.
let them get
Hicks,
the outs for him.
let's
Ball fouled
Hicks
off
chases
to the
slow
right.
stuff, and he just tried to go fishing there.
As Hicks now finds
He comes
himself
up
in an
with
0-2 hole
A
against
little
Pyatt.
tadpole though.
Boy, ground ball here would be just what the
0-2
doctor
the
ordered
count.
for the Scouts.
Here to Hicks.
Pyatt
Hands in batting right against
with
the
the
right.
0-2.
Here's the 0-2 pitch.
That's
Hicks
fouled
fouls one
off
to stay
by
alive.
Hicks as he continues to battle
It
with
actually
Owen.
goes off the screen here that protects the press box windows.
Waiting on deck for the Mariners is Tyson Hayes,
The
the
count now
catcher.
goes 0-2. Tyson Hayes is due up next for the Mariners. The man who's 0 for 2 but was hit by a pitch in the 4th. But first, Hicks has got to try to get himself aboard now with going an 0-2 count.
0-2 pitch on the way.
Hit
Here's a
high,
fly ball.
deep to right, but
Out to
not going
right
to be way
field.
deep enough. This will be kept
And
caught.
that'll be caught
And the
by
runners
Graham
will
Welch
hold
for the first out.
First out of the inning here as Hicks. I don't know what it is with the pitchers that we on because Hicks and Riggs are both
That's
pitchers
the out
that
that
we
Pyatt
use
needed.
as well. I don't know what it is. Most of them try to hit their
Try to settle in, find a
and
groove.
Hicks pays a lot of time like flyouts he did there. He flew out.
Tyson
to
Hayes,
right.
the catcher,
And over that
now
Tyson
up another
Hayes,
time for the
he's
Mariners.
0 for 2, couple
A
flyouts.
flyout
This one,
victim
Hayes
twice.
Here would do miracles for the Mariners. Tyson Hayes just
Sandwiched.
has to get a
Between
ball.
0 for 2 on the
Check
day.
back second before the
The pitch by
delivery.
Pyatt.
Pyatt
That's outside.
delivers
1-0 the
to
count.
Hayes.
One
Bounce
gone.
off the chest plate
Here in the
of
bottom half
catcher.
of the 8th is Brown,
Come
who
in,
will
that
once
was ball
again
one,
come
by the
out
way,
to talk
1-0
with his
to
right-hander Pyatt. Runners at first and second. One out.
Long
Jaron
ball.
Lovely, the center
They made
fielder,
it.
now up at bat
Here
for Grand
it
Lake. The
hits.
pitch.
This one,
That
check
misses.
swing holds up
For a ball.
inside.
1-0 count. For 3 on
Pyatt
the
2
day.
to score.
Boy,
Ball 2.
love another ground out right here. That being the
Tell you what,
Scouts.
Pyatt's missed, and he's only
And
missed
another thing
wide
that
a couple
happens when
times,
you
not
go
really
down
making
2-0
the catcher work too
Pyatt's
much as
done
far as blocking
quite a
up.
few times this
They go to the
inning.
man with his
the hitter's
field.
count.
Innings
The hitter
pitched
takes
as
control of the
a high
at-bat.
ERA. You would almost think that
The
this man
2-0.
would throw out
That's swung on a miss by
2-0
Lovely.
pitches, a big cut on
2-0
and
on the
miss
count.
to Lovely. Look low and inside. That's deceptive and hard to find though. I'm told for batters is that low and inside.
Taps
stuff,
home
sometimes you
plate.
think you're going to be able
Back
to
in the
get it and dig
left-handed
it out,
batter's
but
box
it ends
against
up
the
landing on
right-handed
you
throwing
wickedly.
Pyatt.
Now 2-1. Pyatt has tried to get.
Now we're even
Let's go.
at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Balls. He's now got
Pyatt,
a
you
2-2
gotta
count. See if
attack.
Lovely can't get aboard.
Lovely here. You got this guy with 2 strikes. He's going to be protecting. You got to try to attack him, and hopefully you get a weak deep ground ball or the strikeout.
Lovely. Gathers.
Hyatt.
Lefty. Hyatt will step
Now step off the mound momentarily.
Before
Now he'll
stepping
get back on.
Didn't like his signs. He'll
2
step back
balls,
on.
2
Lovely batting
strikes.
left. Standing and make the catch
3
will
and
be
2.
Brown. Count full now to Lovely. And if you get a chance, Lovely, don't chase.
Released it
Take
before it
the
even got
walk
up into
and
the
load the
window.
bases for the top of the order.
Release the ball early as a pitcher. That ball's going to be
That's what
sliding
Lovely
out.
does here. Hyatt will check back to second. The
3-2.
pitch.
Fouled up.
Staying alive.
We'll do it again.
Just a little bit to that one to foul it to the next stop is Lovely. Evan Sprott, Blake Crossing due up after this. The two men with the first two base hits for the Mariners.
Wyatt looking in for a sign
Lovely does
once
now get
again.
that another 3-2 count to work with.
Hayes at first, Acker at second.
Hayes first, Acker.
The payoff.
The 3-2 payoff pitch.
High,
High,
and that'll be a
They're loaded
ball.
up with only one out. And that'll bring up Evan Spry.
Lovely with a walk.
In the seventh.
And now the bases are loaded.
He's also walked in the
This is
first.
not the situation that Pyatt was looking for.
Actually, 1 for 3 though, with a strikeout in the second. He grounded out short in the fifth.
The tying run is at first, and the potential go-ahead run is at the plate.
And so now for
Evan
Spry,
Spry.
the bases are loaded. Good base hit here could probably bring it hopefully back within one. But
Jason
now we have a
Lester.
meeting on the mound.
Senior Zach team manager
Lester
now
comes
coming
out.
out of the mound, the top of
Manager.
Pyatt.
See
And
what
he'll
he
be
can
joined
do.
by the rest of the scout infield out there on the mound.
The entire infield comes in. Today is not a Pyatt. I haven't seen anybody up and going in the bullpen.
See, 5 runs
You
on
almost
8
gotta
hits,
imagine
1 error in
perhaps
the
the next
field. Meanwhile,
Pitcher
Grand Lake 2
for the
runs on
Scouts,
3 hits,
if they
2
can't
errors
get out
in
of
the
this inning,
field.
might be one of their infielders. They love to throw their infielders as well, just because.
The game is tied
Well,
at
you thought it was over at the top of the eighth. Then the Mariners come out and attack the bullpen, and this will be the day for Pyatt. Second meeting on the mound means the pitcher has to go. And
So
we
Jason
will now
Lester
step
will now
aside.
come
We are
out.
tied here at 5 apiece.
And it looks like a new pitcher
You listen to Mariners
will come
baseball.
on the 5-1 lead, and now it's a 5-5 game. Lester still talking with Owen Pyatt here.
It has to be.
It has to be the end of the second mound visit. Actually, Bacon will probably be coming in. Yeah, Bacon will be the new pitcher for the Scouts. We'll step aside. Mariners still batting in the bottom half of the 8th. It's a 5-5 game between Grand Lake and Xenia here on the Xenia Scouts Radio Network. Golly.
He is god awful.
Golly.
Just god awful. Looks like Dugan's coming. I don't even know what's it. So I probably mean that Darnell is coming in for the DH and he's going to play second or short. I assume short because I bet they're going to be Tuttle in second. Yeah.
Who's pitching? Bacon?
Yes.
Yeah, Bacon.
Zach Bacon.
I like it. There's a reason he wasn't playing summer ball already. That's why he wasn't playing in America. Where's he?
The International League, that's AAA.
And we let the third out.
New pitcher on the mound for the Scouts. It is the right-hander, Zach Bacon, who originally started this game as the second baseman. Boy, what a turn of events here at Montgomery
So the new
Field.
pitcher on the mound here.
Owen
for the
Pyatt
Scouts
departs.
here after the Mariners entered the bottom
third of an
down
inning.
5-1. They have
He
tied
gives
it
up 4 runs on 2 hits,
tied it up
4
on
walks,
5-5. They
and not a
scored 4
single
runs to enter.
strikeout. The Scouts
again,
entered the bottom of the
one of
8th
them
with a
was brought in by
5-1
Mike Harris. The other
lead, but
was
after
walked in
4
the
runs crossing the plate
And
for
then
Grand
2
Lake,
RBI singles
we now
as
find
well. Bases
ourselves
are still
tied
loaded,
at
only one out.
5.
We'll see how they play this. Zach Bacon now on the mound here, trying to get the last
So
couple
Bacon,
outs.
once again on the mound
Try to hold it tied at 5 and give his team a chance.
for the
to
Scouts,
keep
trying to
the
keep
top of
this
the ninth.
game
The Mariners can
a
take the
tie
lead
game
here.
and gives his team
We'll
a
see
chance
who they
to
bring down as
retake the
well.
lead
They have to
in the top
sacrifice
half of the 9th. But I mean, Riley,
Season
that
and move
top
over to
half
second
of
base
8th
as well.
was so good for the
But Bacon
Scouts
is
as
now
they
on the
were able to
mound.
push across 5 runs. A great
And
pitching
it's
performance
time
today
to
by
go.
Caleb
Bacon
Heater,
has
but
pitches.
Pyatt
Bacon
just simply
pitched
wasn't able to get the
yesterday
job
as
done.
well.
Green
He
Lake
was
left fielder, Rick.
It all started with his
He came
control.
in and allowed
First 2 guys of an inning.
Bacon came in and he allowed a monster 8th inning, so it's not like
nobody out.
this is a super hope here that he might be able to get out of this. Maybe he's just hoping to get an easy ground ball double here. But really, he came in for that 8th inning and allowed 4 runs back yesterday. Riggs will look at
Pitch
first
by
base
Bacon
side,
is
just has to
inside
move
for
his
a ball
arm out of the way
to
or
Joshua
he's gonna be hit.
Riggs, who has struck out 3 times
Riggs,
and hit into a fielder's
who has
choices
struck
last time
out
up.
3 times and grounded into
So a
the
5-5
fourth
game here in the
out,
bottom
which is
half of the
third.
8th.
Last time up, he's
The
over.
momentum is back with the
1-0 pitch to
Mariners as
Riggs cuts and
Riggs
misses on
swings
one
and
outside of
misses.
the zone there.
The
And
bases
1-1. And again,
loaded
Riggs, be
with
patient.
1 out here in the bottom half of the 8th. So Grand Lake might not be done here.
Patient. Don't swing at anything, but
Bacon sets,
here comes the 1-1
and he'll
pitch to
deliver.
Riggs. He will tap this
And
one foul.
Riggs,
Again, that
over
one
eager
looked-
with that
that one
swing,
was
bounce it
gonna
off to the
bounce out in
left.
front of the plate.
1 ball, 2
Let it
strikes
bounce.
on Riggs.
1-2 here to Riggs. Now, again, let that one bounce. You also get the opportunity
Bacon.
for a wild pitch, and the Mariners take a 6-5
Sets
lead.
on the
And
fouled
cutting
off to the
foul as
left.
Riggs is well out in front of that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes
Count goes
on
1-2
Joshua
still to
Riggs.
Tied all at 5
Waiting
here.
on deck
After
for
Riggs,
the
it'll go back to
Mariners
Stephen
is Stephen Fitzsimmons, the
designated
man
hitter.
who started
Provided
this
no
inning.
double play. But only 1 out here. As Riggs steps back in, got that 1-2 count here. Bacon
The
delivers.
pitch. Ah, swung on and missed.
Swinging will be Riggs the 3rd time.
Riggs.
Struck out swinging.
Strikes out swinging for the 4th time today. 2 gone.
Hitter mentality. It's just swing at everything and hope you get it and knock it out. Stephen Fitzsimmons now 2 away.
Swinging at about everything, and Bacon was
And-
giving them pitches that were hard to hit.
Bacon will get his first.
So Stephen Fitzsimmons, the designated hitter.
Stephen Fitzsimmons started off with a walk.
That
to
pitch is
start
down
this
low
inning,
for a
and
ball.
came
Started
around
off the
scored.
inning with a
He
walk.
looks at ball 1 there. If he could draw another walk here, he'd bring in an
Becomes
RBI.
the 10th batter this
Run.
inning, an inning in which
He's the 10th.
the Mariners have
batter
scored
this
4
inning.
runs and have tied this game at 5.
He
Bacon with a
reaches
1
after
out.
is on deck.
Here's a high
ball,
pop up.
and it looks like it will bid out the
Bills
Scouts coming in.
will give way,
The
and
second
the
baseman
catch will be made for the final out of the frame.
We are tied now
But
at
4
5,
runs
though.
cross the
4-run
plate
score on just 2
for
hits.
the Mariners. We head to the top
No
half of the
errors,
ninth,
and 3 men
tied
left
at
the board.
5. Here are the
This is
Mariners and the Scouts.
Baseball.
You're
Tied
on
at 5.
Scouts Radio Network.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
How do you think Hyatt feels after not getting 2 outs and Bacon did it in 2 batters, and he's not even a freaking pitcher?
Oh, it feels like a. Hold on a minute.
Oh yeah, I
It feels like a piece of crap. That's what he feels like.
I could have finished that sentence.
Who do you feel Riggs ain't, man?
Hannah pitches at Tennessee Wesleyan College. 5'11", 185 pound senior.
And now we'll now look
Tennessee
at
Wesleyan
Max
College, making
Gray.
average and
Right-handed
in 9 and
pitcher,
2/3 innings pitched.
sixth
He
appearance
has
of the
struck
year.
out 7.
Previously as a
And he
2.79
has walked
ERA, a 9
2.
2/3 innings pitched, 3 extra base hits, including a home run, 13 strikeouts. I'm reading the wrong line.
So
Seven
Gray
strikeouts.
is going to go to work against the top of the order for the Scouts. The Mariners scoring 4 runs in the bottom of the 8th after the Scouts tally 5 runs in the top half of the 8th. So what will the 9th inning hold?
Gathers and delivers.
The pitch by Gray.
Off
There's
the
a
bat,
grounder.
crossing, comes
And
over, gets
now
past his glove,
sneak
gonna
its
be able
way
to
into
go
left
single.
field for a base hit.
Here.
Just
Riggs
past
does
the
block
glove
this
of the
one up.
shortstop.
Yes,
Go-ahead
Second
run
base
is
hit,
now
back
on
to
base
back
for
innings
Columbus.
from
Back in
right
the first
and
inning.
Gray.
So Gray, he'll set on the mound with Murray over there at first.
And delivers the pitch. Runner goes.
Pitch,
This one
and the runner
fouled,
was going
tipped
on the
back,
play.
out of play.
Foul back.
We're swinging on that third baseman still, playing
As
him like
Murray
he might
goes
bunt.
back to first
And
base, 0-1 count here.
Probably
Gene
right
trying to take
Grass,
advantage
or
here.
the turf, I should say.
Then Murray does run a lot. 8 stolen bases.
The 0-1
on season.
pitch.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch.
Chambers with a
Showing
bunt.
it goes over.
Oh, and a beautiful
will
bunt
dribble
on
foul.
just rolling foul.
Got
Up
over
the first
quickly,
base
too.
line, so now Chambers
That was a good bump, but just
facing
rolled
an 0-2
foul.
count.
And Max Gray running over was banking on the fact that it would go
Chambers
foul.
can still do a job.
And again, Chambers actually pulled off the bunt in the 8th.
But any way that he can
successfully.
try to get Cam over to
And
second
now
or third would be a good.
you've got
would be
to
a
try
good
to
play
keep
for Chambers.
be aware of the bunt.
Nick Tuttle waits
Those two
on deck
here
for the
now. We
Scouts.
Tuttle up next
5-5 game here in the top half
after
of the ninth.
Chambers
Potential
Ball tied
go-ahead
here at
run in
5,
Murray sitting over
and
there
Montgomery
at
Field
first.
in the top half of the ninth.
The pitch by Gray.
0-2 pitch.
That is a call, strike
right there at the
three.
inside part of the
Chambers
plate.
goes down
And
looking,
Max
one
Gray
down.
gets his first strikeout of the day. And the
One out, one on.
ninth one for Mariners pitching overall. I don't know, bring
Now
up
Nick Tuttle.
Nicholas Tuttle's runner on first, one out.
The shortstop.
Here now, he plays shortstop here today,
Single.
had an RBI
His last
single
time
back in
up.
the eighth.
1 for 4 on the
He
day.
is 1 for 4 on the day. Also had a stolen base back in the eighth as well. Check back to first.
The
Delivers
pitch.
pitch, runner goes.
Runner
Early
going on
Hayes
the ball.
will be a tie.
And
It
Murray is
will.
going to be
Do not try to run on Hayes. He will get you more.
Tagged
nine
out at
times
second.
10.
2 gone.
And he was overdue for a throw out here in this one. And 2 to 4 the play there.
Looking too good for the Scouts now with this game.
And now with
tied.
2
And
away,
they're still coming up in the ninth.
Max
and
Gray's only got the
I think
batter to
Bacon's
deal with.
gonna be
Counting
coming
out
back out on the
0-1
mound for the Scouts.
here.
And we just don't know how that inning's going to go with the
Here comes the
position player
0-1
pitching.
pitch outside.
Pitch is down low for a
And
ball.
low. Ball 1 here to Tuttle.
1-1 the count now
Max
to
Gray,
Nick
you got to
Tuttle.
finish this inning off here now. And
Bases
give the
empty,
Mariners
2
a
gone.
chance.
Here at the top half of the ninth
All
of
you
the
will need is
5-5
one
game.
if you can hold this 5-5. Here comes the 1-1 pitch.
Here's the
Fouled it, tried to go with the bare hand grab. And that will be an E5 that allows Tuttle to reach.
And we'll say that Tuttle reached on an E5.
Again, if you're McCall, you just got to reach out with your glove hand. Don't try to bare hand grab that one. It's like a weird
Got the
block.
third baseman having difficulty with that grounder. So, once again, the potential go-ahead run
So now,
on first.
the
Now bring
go-ahead run
Ryan
on
Burleson
first.
to the plate.
Ryan,
Well, actually, no. I take that back.
correction. We got a new batter. It'll be Dugan
Dugan
Darnell.
Darnell
Now in the game.
to the plate for the Scouts.
He came in defensively. And if you're the Mariners, take a breath because that means a man who was 3 for 3 with a walk reached the plate all 4 times.
So Gray will now
All
go to
4 times
work
at
on
the plate.
Darnell.
He is now done.
Here's the
Darnell,
pitch.
now the batter.
Darnell taking a strike.
Strike
0 on
one.
the count.
To Dugan Darnell. For Darnell, he enters this day hitting 291 with a 487 on base. Last
First.
game, he started at shortstop.
The pitch.
He actually was the last
Darnell
batter, and this is a
swings
high
and hits a fly ball.
into center,
This should be
coming
caught.
in. Will be
And
lovely
it is
makes the
out
catch,
center
and
for the
that
final
retires
out of
the
the
side.
inning.
Mariners and Scouts tied at 5 apiece as we head to the bottom of the ninth.
No
See if the
runs,
Mariners can win it there if we
no
have
hits,
extras in store.
And a man left on
Baseball
base.
right here.
Into the bottom half of the ninth. 5-5 game between the Mariners and the Scouts here on the Xenia Scouts Radio Network.
We're all tied up and tied apiece.
We no longer have the DH.
We no longer have the DH. Okay.
We no longer have the
It's not.
We should leave Owen Pye here in Salina.
Oh, would be a bad idea.
Miserable on the mound. Oh my God. I'd rather listen to Nails on a Chalkboard than watch that guy pitch.
I think it's still Zach Bacon. Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Presented two pretty good.
So Zach Bacon comes back out onto the mound to try to hold this
Zach
one
Bacon
where
back
it's
out
at.
on the mound for
And
the
try to force
Scouts.
Extra innings.
Looking
and
to
see if
force
the Mariners
extra
can
innings
get
here.
extra inning win. They've only gone for one
Salina,
extra inning
Ohio,
once this
5-5
season.
game between the
They
Mariners
lost in 13.
and the Scouts.
But now Bacon is back on. He will be facing Van Acker, Mackenzie Hicks, and Tyson Hayes due up. That is the 6, 7, 8 hitters for the Mariners. All they need is one to win. And if you're Acker,
Oh,
you've
the
reached
batter now will be Van
all
Acker, the
4
second
times.
baseman. He
Acker
has
did
walked 4
on
times
walks.
today.
He's been walked
That
4 times.
pitch taken on the outside for a ball. 1-0 the count.
Maybe you're Acker, you're happy with that. You just get a board. That's all you got to do is just get a board. You look at ball
Pitch
twos.
down low for a ball.
And
2-0 the
it's
count
down
now
low,
on
2-0 Now
Acker.
the count here to play Acker. He even brought in a run. He even gave himself a RBI back the first with that run, with that walk. So he's on his job.
Bacon.
You get a board any way you
Will
can.
pitch.
Comes the pitch to Bacon inside.
That's inside for a ball. 3-0 the
3-0.
count. Acker making a bid for his
And
5th
Acker
walk
with a 3-0
of the
count.
game.
Here comes pitch number 4.
That pitch is in there for a strike, so he'll have to hold off at least for right now. 3-1 the count.
One of his hands is
On
kind
Van
of
Acker.
He was going to take the walk or take the strike.
Next pitch.
Second walk.
That's a strike at the
Right
knees.
there at the knees on the inside part
3-2
of
the
the
count now on Acker.
plate.
Mackenzie Hicks waiting on deck for the
When you put a
Mariners.
field position
Great job
player
by
on, you
Bacon
just
coming
kind of
back
want
here.
him
Acker, like you said,
throw
4 times today.
strikes.
He's
He does
having
a
that bad on
3
his
pitch. Acker
shoulder.
cuts
3-2
and
pitch
just
is
tips
fouled
his
out.
pitches both at the corner on the inside at the knees.
Bacon.
3-2.
Has a sign.
Here comes the 3-2
Here's the
pitch.
payoff.
Acker.
Acker
High.
swings and
Will
pops
not
it up
leave.
for the first
So
out.
Acker will be retired for the first time here today.
Zach Bacon starting on Acker there. 3-0.
Popped out to the third baseman. That will
Fought
now
back.
bring up
Got some
Mackenzie
strikes.
Hicks.
They will
He's
get
over
that
3
top
on
back
there with a
there.
strikeout.
Great job by
Looking for
Bacon.
the first, he grounded out the third, flew out.
So now Mackenzie Hicks will come to the plate. He flew out to right his last
Back in
time
the
up,
sixth.
part of a 0-for-3 day that includes a walk back in the
He's
sixth.
trying to get aboard for the second time here today, get a base hit. Something needs to get rolling for these Mariners. I don't think they want to go to extras here today. And this
And
one
it'll be a ground ball
the
to
shortstop.
short.
Fumble there by the shortstop.
Bobble
Over
throw to
time.
first, not in time.
Mackenzie Hicks will get himself there in safely. I gotta imagine that might
Dugan
be
Darnell
there, and it is.
usually
He's
plays a
6.
very good shortstop for the Scouts that time, but too much of a bobble there allowed
And
just
so
enough time for
the
Hicks to
fumble
beat it out for a
bobble there
base hit.
by Tuttle. Or
Will that
actually,
go
Dugan
down as
Darnell
an
is now on shortstop.
One out.
That'll be an error.
Grand Lakes catcher.
Dugan Darnell, as a matter of
Again, they
fact.
have to sacrifice the DH.
He's
when they
6.
taking the mound, so Tuttle will be on short now.
So now the potential winning run on base for the Mariners, and now Tyson Hayes to the
with only
plate.
1 out. That'll bring up now Tyson Hayes trying to get his second.
Pitch is
base
down
of
low
the
for a
game.
ball.
He's 1 for 3 as he looks at a ball low and
1-0 the
outside.
count on Hayes.
1-0 to Hayes
Singleton
He also hit by
scores
a
last
hit.
time up.
by the 4th. He had an RBI single, then
So
stayed around
1
the
for 3 day.
score. As
And
part of
Bacon
that
as the pitcher
4-run
here just has to control what he can
Here comes
control.
delivery of Bacon
Just try to
inside,
keep
catching
throwing
that
balls
part
in
of the plate
zone,
that's
and
worked all day for any
hopefully there
pitcher
can
who
be
can
outs to
find
be
it.
made.
Count
1-0
now
pitch
goes
taken
1-1
for a
with
strike.
1 out.
So now the count is 1-1 on Hayes. The center fielder will come up.
Jaron Lovely is
For
over
Grand
3,
Lake,
grounded
he
out to
walked
second
and scored his
second,
last time up. He's 0 for 3 on the day.
and to second in the 7th.
Now set on the
Sign,
mound.
sets, gathers,
The
and
pitch.
delivers.
Swung on and
Lovely
missed by
trying to
Lovely.
think about the win right there. Swings and misses. Into the lineup, who was replaced.
The pitch.
Hart, who was supposed to be in that spot. Trying to run, did not get a great jump anyway. And now that eliminates the
Hayes
runner in scoring position.
Stayed
And
put
there's now
at
2
first.
outs. Hicks should have just stayed put. 2 to 5 there. Eliminates
Nice played
Hicks, who reached on
there by the
there.
catcher Truman Brown. So 2 gone here.
And that's also 0-2 now to Lovely.
And Lovely now in an 0-2 hole after a strike delivered by Bacon.
Check back here to first. Low. 1-2 now to
1-2.
count. Lovely, 2 outs.
On Jaron Lovely. Evan Spry waiting on deck for the Mariners. So now with Hicks
Go back
eliminated
to
on the
top
base
of the order
pass,
if Lovely
Hayes
can get
becomes the
aboard.
potential
Tied
winning
at
run
5
over there
here,
at first.
but with 1 more out. Mariners will have to try to be
The
patient.
pitch. Swung on and
We're going
missed
to extras.
by Lovely, and
Lovely's
we are now heading to
aggressive
extra
swings
innings
and misses.
here at Montgomery Field.
1 error in the inning.
5-5
1 man left
game.
aboard, no error, no
Between Grand
no
Lake
runs. We now head to the top of the
Xenia.
tied at 5. Go to the Mariners
This is
baseball.
Xenia Scouts
on the
baseball
Mariners
here on the Xenia
Radio
Scouts
Network.
Radio Network. I hate extra innings.
We just lost a steal.
You never should have tried that. I mean, you tested this guy 3 times now today, and you've been caught all 3 times. Hicks is a pitcher. He's not going to be the fastest guy. I understand what they were trying. Probably.
There's no way that.
Great, it's great.
I'm thinking he score.
I've run out of space.
Yeah, my book only goes 9.
So, welcome to the top of the 10th inning for the second time here today. For the second
Give me
time,
these Milky
Austin
Way, whatever, I
13
don't care.
to the Clippers of Muskegon. And they'll see now if they can't try to get their
Well,
extra
We
base
head to the
wins.
top half of the 10th here at
9 was
Montgomery
not
Field,
enough.
tied at 5
Graham Welsh
between
and
the
Zach
Scouts
Bacon
and the
Bills will
Mariners.
be the gentlemen due up to face Max Gray.
Early regulation innings, not enough for
Of
this
course,
game.
there is no pinch hitting situation for
And so it'll be Graham Welch.
either side, or especially
It'll
for
lead things off for the Scouts here in the inning.
the Scouts.
And that's Gray, the
Good news
right-hander,
for the
continues to
Mariners
work
is
out
that
there
when they
on the
go to the
mound
bottom of the 10th, they will be the
for
top of their
the
order.
Mariners.
So
Boy, a
that
wacky
going for
game
them. Tied at
indeed.
5 here, no, they're
Grand
at the top
Lake
of the 10th.
jumping down to a 1-0
Some
lead
final
thanks to a
scores to
base
get you on
scoring
here. The
block
Lima
by Van
Locos
Acker.
beat the Jazz in the
It
first
stayed
game,
that
but
way
they're
until the
13-8
top
over
half of the
Richmond.
8th. A
That
5-run
Pines
lead
lead
for the
7-1 in the
Scouts.
bottom of the 7th.
They entered with a
Over the
5
Settlers.
asterisk
Raiders
as he came on
lead
to
the
relieve
Clippers
the
5-0.
leader. 4 runs ended up crossing the plate for the Mariners. And that is where we now stand
If this result
score-wise.
were to hold
As
for the Mariners,
Scouts
they would
bat
draw.
here in the top half of the 10th.
They would be a full game up above
Pitch.
Saginaw. As here's the first pitch.
Hit by
Dropped
Welch.
high by
Fell out of
Welch.
play,
And
foul.
fouled out of play. Count goes 0-1.
Welch
Hicks trying to work
Bacon,
the efficient innings. Just give the
and
Mariners
Bills, the
a
scheduled
chance here at
batters
home.
for the
to try to
Scouts here
win
in the
this.
top half of the 10th.
I'd like to thank you guys for listening. Donovan Man, the voice of the Mariners, bringing you extra innings. Here comes the pitch outside
Pitch is up high
from
for a ball.
Gray.
And by the way, I
Max
want to
Gray on the
thank
mound, getting his
The
second
Scouts
inning.
fans out there sticking
He
with
allowed
us
one
here.
hit, and a guy
I
reached
wanna
on.
Gray, the right-hander, rocks and deals.
One
Welch
pitch.
swings and misses.
Freshman, 1-1
And now the
pitch. Now
count
the
moves
1-2 pitch.
to 1 ball and 2
As
strikes.
now Graham Welch swings and misses. Welch, we're number 7, trying to get a board here to start.
Gray.
He was 1 for 4 on the day. 2 RBI single back in the
Welch
8th. They
waiting
reached
on the
second
2-2
throw.
from Gray. Here it is.
2-2 pitch
That's up high.
outside.
So now we go full
3-2.
3
Now
balls,
now
2
full
strikes.
to Welch from Gray.
Be a bonus for the Scouts.
And the Mariners,
Try to get
again, you
this
think
lead off
are in
runner
kind of
on.
a favorable
Try to make
position here
something
to win
happen, try
this
to get
one,
this lead.
as the bullpen
3-2.
is very
Up
outworn.
high.
And now that's a
Welch
walk by Max
with the
Gray.
leadoff walk here in the 10th.
He had a good count on the 1-2, but then ends up walking Welch on a full count.
A nice
And that'll get the
attitude by
leadoff runner
Welch as he's
aboard
able to battle
for the
back from a
Scouts. And then
1-2
Zach
count.
Bacon, who's also pitching.
Yeah,
And
now
now
let's
we're
see
gonna have a
here. This
pitching
might
change
be
here.
a
Max
pitching
Gray's day
change
is
by
done.
Damon Hacker.
You already
And
see
it
it
is.
for the
Gray
bullpen.
will
We'll see who
exit.
comes
New
out.
pitcher will enter the
As
mound for
runner
the
on
Mariners.
first, nobody out. You're listening to Mariners baseball.
Scouts
live
batting here in
on
the top half
Mariners
of the 10th.
Media
The
Network.
runner at first and nobody out. We'll be back in just a moment.
Andrew Loudermilk.
What's his name again?
Loudermilk.
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 Spelled exactly like how you.
Spelled exactly how you would pronounce it.
What kind of name is that?
Family name.
Apparently.
Texas
Max
name.
Gray goes 1.
From University of Texas.
I lied. I thought, for some reason, I thought Max Gray was worse than he was.
Interesting.
That's a mouthful.
From Pearland, Texas.
Very Texas name.
Thanks, man.
I kept your book for that batter.
I can't keep my own, so. Well, I could, I guess, technically, but. Andrew Loudermilk. Andrew Loudermilk.
So Max Gray gets 1 inning of work. He allowed the walk here, so he is responsible still for the man.
New pitcher on the mound for the Mariners is the right-hander Andrew Loudermilk, native of Pearland, Texas. This is the University of Texas Permian Basin.
He is 0 for 1 on
200-pound right-hander.
overall
In
appearance.
his 7th appearance this season, Mariners 0-1 with a 3.37 earned run average, 8 innings of work. He has struck out 4, and he has walked 1. 5-5 game here in the top half of the 10th. Runner at first for the Scouts. There's still nobody out here in the top half of the 10th, and Loudermilk becomes the 4th pitcher on the day for the Mariners.
For college this past season,
Actually, make that the 5th pitcher on the day.
55 and 2/3 innings pitched, and a 6.95
Loudermilk
But he
takes
did
over.
allow 6 home runs.
Graham
He did not allow
Welch.
a home run in this season.
The guy
He now
at
has to
first
face the
base,
pitcher, Zach
starting off
Bacon.
this inning with a
Bacon started
walk.
on second base,
And now Zach Bacon, the man who
he's now
forced
on the
extra
mound.
innings.
He moved the guy from
by retiring the Mariners
the
in the
guy
9th.
from
He
the
comes to the
field
plate
to
here,
mound. He
looking to
sacrificed
do
that
some
DH.
damage offensively.
Native of Pearland, Texas.
Bacon so far on the day has given up no runs on no hits. He has struck out 2 and walked 1 in an inning and 2/3 worth of work.
As Loudermilk steps onto the mound, he's going to have one last conversation.
Meanwhile, the right-hander Gray exits, having worked an inning, giving up no runs on a hit, 1 strikeout, and 1 walk.
Now, here comes the umpire is going to call in the bases umpire is going to call in the home plate umpire as they continue.
And
to have
now
a conversation on the
Loudermilk is
mound.
being talked to
Don't know
by
what
both
it
of our
is. Now here
umpires. It
comes
was the
third
field
baseman
umpire who
Jake
came in at
McCall
first.
and joined in on the conversation. Not sure what the conversation is about.
And
they just
Loudermilk has
tossed
been
Loudermilk.
tossed. Looks as though that Loudermilk was caught with some sort of foreign substance. I don't know if it was on the bill of his cap or his glove or what.
Well, Loudermilk is being
As this game continues to get more and more bizarre. And this is the first time that I have seen in a live baseball game in person a pitcher getting tossed because of a foreign substance being used.
and before he's even thrown a pitch as well. They don't usually. I mean, that was bizarre, partner. He didn't even throw a pitch. He got immediately tossed because of the foreign substance. And gotta wonder what that substance is. If it's some rubbing alcohol or some pine tar or something that gives you that advantage as a pitcher. But that was bizarre.
So now Grand Lake will have to find a new pitcher here. And this new pitcher is going to get as much time as possible to get warmed up, considering that they were thinking that Loudermilk was going to be the guy to throw here in the top half of the 10th. Boy, sometimes you just see weird things in a game of baseball, and that was one of them. We will pause once again. A new pitcher will be on the mound for Grand Lake. We will tell you about him in just a moment. 5-5 game between the Mariners and the Scouts here in the top half of the 10th here in Salina, Ohio.
Mackenzie Hicks. They're moving in. To the outfield and then move Myers on, which means you'll probably put Myers at shortstop and put Crossing at second.
Okay.
If I had to guess, because I heard Hacker call for Myers, and I thought they were going to put him on the base on the mound. But if they're moving Hicks, that means I think I just saw Hacker go in and the glove. Yep, there he goes to the outfield. So Van's moving to right.
Okay.
I heard him call for Myers. See where he goes. But I guess they'll move Myers to short, and Crossing will go to second.
Okay. All right, well, those changes are made. Man.
What?
Was it?
Yeah, I mean, they pointed to his glove. I mean, I can't think of any other reason why he got thrown out. Can you?
Did you ask why?
Yeah, apparently from what I talked to one of the pitchers, they said there's a dip in his pocket.
Oh!
Oh, because he had dip in his pocket?
I think so. That's what I heard.
Are we allowed to talk about that on the air? Boy, oh boy, we have a lot of things to sort out here in the top half of the 10th. So runner at first for the Scouts. Still nobody out. 5 games between the Mariners and the Scouts. If you're just joining us, a new pitcher was going to be on the mound for the Mariners.
So they moved. So after they
It was going to be the right-hander,
tobacco in
Loudermilk, Andrew Loudermilk.
pocket. So because of that, he was tossed.
And now Mackenzie Hicks.
So
for having a
the
foreign
fact he's only
substance
gone
on his
4 and a
glove,
third innings with a 6.3 ERA, with a runner
but
on
for
first.
having chewing
now
tobacco in his
Chris-
back pocket.
They will now move
And
Chris Myers
Said it when I
on
heard
to.
it. It's been an American pastime of
They now move Chris Myers on to second.
chewing tobacco out of
Dan
baseball.
Acker will go out
I
to
mean,
right field now,
I
and
would
the
say
DH
over
has
60%
been
of
sacrificed.
major
The
leaguers
Simmons Day is
did
done. If
chewing
we get to the
tobacco.
5-hole, it'll be Chris
And I didn't know
Myers
that was against the
batting
rules here in
5-hole.
PLSCL,
Not too
or-
bad of a substitution.
Well, I mean, that
We'll see how
that's
Myers comes
sorry,
like
this is
second.
not
I thought they were going to go
legal.
crossing at second. He usually plays second. Bunch shown here.
So in any case,
Outside
Mackenzie Hicks will now
Hicks,
go to
one-
work on Zach
and no,
Bacon.
now
It's a
the count
1-0
here.
count.
To the man is Zach
I mean, no
Bacon,
matter what your
pitcher.
opinion is about chewing tobacco, whether you like it, whether you dislike it, to throw a guy out just because he has a tin of chewing tobacco
So,
in his
Hicks
back
steps
pocket, I've just
Delivers
never
the
seen
1-0
that
pitch.
before.
Bunt shown again.
As that is
Back
down
and
low
thrown
for a
outside.
ball.
Hicks can't find
2-0
him
the
early.
count.
2-0 quickly
Now on Bacon, and now
The throw a strike here as he's down. Has drawn a walk after the 2 RBI single back in
But
the
I
8th.
definitely don't think that
He's a man
one of the
1 for 3
Mariners
with
coach
that
mind
walk
was
as
having
well.
Hickson in this inning.
Hicks looks in, gathers.
Bacon now with the 3-0
Going to
count.
deliver the 3-0 pitch.
That is a
Getting
strike.
outside
3
of the
1 the
knees.
count on Zach Bacon. Ben
3-1
Mills
now.
waiting on deck
Count.
for Xenia.
Good thing for Max.
Interesting now
Good
that
thing
Bacon
here
has the
for
hitters
Hicks,
count. He
6.3
has to
ERA
go
with
for that
4
bump
and a
that he had to
third
pull
inning
back a few
pitch.
times already.
This is his 4th appearance. He struck out 5 and only walked 1.
The pitch.
Here comes the
Down low.
outside bunch shown out
Zach
low.
Bacon walks.
Zach Bacon walks back to back.
Pushing
walks
the
now
potential go-ahead run
to
into
start.
scoring position, that being Graham
Here.
Welch. It's now
Go-ahead run
back-to-back
here is now
walks
in
for the
scoring
Scouts to begin the
position
top
is
half of
Graham
the 10th.
Welch. I'll bring up Ben Bills.
Probably the most
He's a man
between
who-
back walks
Third
in
baseman.
Rounded out a
Baseball
time
games
sacrifice
this
bunt
year.
and a walk. He steps in, batting right here.
This game was going at a pretty good clip, but boy, it's come to a grinding halt because of some weird aims and some bizarre situations. As that pitch is taken for a strike by Bills, initially offered at it with a bunt attempt, pulled it back, but it was still called a strike. 0-1 count.
They are both playing. In fact, Spry's playing very deep in.
Hicks, meanwhile, delivers.
Right at the corner.
Bills flat out missed it with a bunt attempt. 0-2 the count on Ben.
Bat just barely into the glove. Count now 0-2 here though to Bills
instead of Felix King. So you got to think that Boylston's going to be coming in the first next inning as well.
Felix King has been removed. On deck is Luke Boylston. Here comes the pitch.
The pitch. That is in there for a call, strike 3.
Inside part of the plate. And there's
so
one away
Bills
now.
Goes down looking, one gone.
Though, but now Hicks' job gets a little bit easier.
Boylston waiting on the 1-1 pitch. Here it comes.
This one
that's taken for a strike.
Fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes now on Boylston.
And 7th of the year here.
Hicks bends over at the waist. Glove on his left leg, ball on his right leg. Now he sets. Here's the 1-2. Boylston swings. And it's a high fly ball out to left field. And that'll be off the wall. Welch will go around third. A single for Luke Boylston. And the Scouts retake the lead 6-5. What a wacky play right there. It took a funny bounce off the wall. Joshua Riggs trying to make a play for it for Grand Lake. Came up short. Welch had to hold up at first to wait to see what Riggs would do with the baseball. And at the last moment, Jason Lester sent him around third on the play. Welch scores. Scouts back up by 1.
Was the responsibility of Max Grace, the one earned run against Max Gray, and now all runners are the responsibility of Hicks. Runner on second and third, strike one called here. One out, by the way, still ground ball on play. 6-5, the score.
Well, the main thing now is the Scouts are back up by 1, looking to add to this lead. Nobody's warming up in the Scouts bullpen, so as that pitch is taken for a strike by Truman Brown. So that would lead me to believe that Zach Bacon is going to try to finish off this game for Xenia.
There's nobody up and warming on the mound for the Mariners. For the Scouts, Bacon will be the man trying to come out and win it. Hicks delivers the 0-2 pitch.
And the pitch is bounced towards Truman Brown. 1-2 the count on Truman. Cam Murray waiting on deck for Xenia. A run already in here in the top half of the 10th.
6-5.
And runners at second and first with 1 out. RBI single by Luke Boylston has given the Scouts a 6-5 lead. Hicks with the pitch. Brown bounces it foul. Off to the left. Count will remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Count now goes to 1-2. I got to give it credit. Riggs ran as far as he could, tried to get that one up there against the fence.
So Brown back in the right-handed batter's box.
Did a great throw
waiting on the 1-2 from Hicks. Here it comes. Brown swings, base it into left field. Are they going to send the runner? Yes, they will. They will throw home and play at the plate, and he's going to be safe. Zach Bacon was able to get in there. Just barely. Just an RBI single for Truman Brown and a 7-5 lead for Xenia.
Here in this
strikes
one,
on him. He got to pitch.
You call him safe.
Get a good.
Now it is 7-5, and the Mariners are choking this one away. Truman Brown will get another RBI single. So only 1 out.
And that
will be the first charged run here now.
So now Cam Murray, he with the 2 singles on the day, comes to the plate for Xenia. Runners once again at first and second. Still only 1 out here in the top half of the 10th. Murray swings and fouls it off.
Count now goes to 0-1.
Well, the way this game has gone for the Scouts. Normally,
fast man.
You think a 2-run lead is safe, but Xenia is going to try to pile up as many runs as possible here in the top half of the 10th.
Give the umpire credit. He couldn't see
and try to snap this long losing streak. Scouts have lost 7 straight.
Now goes 0-1.
Heading into play today.
7-5 now the score here in the top of the 10th.
Murray.
Mariners will have a chance at the bottom of the 10th to try to tie it up or take the win. Hicks now delivers the pitch.
That is in their first strike.
0-2 the count.
0-2 the count now on Cam Murray.
Mariners
so an RBI single by Luke Boylston, followed by an RBI single by Truman Brown. Has allowed the Scouts to grab a 7-5 lead here in the top half of the 10th.
Mariners are now trailing by 2.
Hits were 2 strikes, so those guys doing everything they can.
Check back here to second. Here comes Hicks delivering
the pitch. Murray swings. It's a grounder out to third. Throw over to
for the
first will be in
and that will
time
get
for the second out.
the second out of the inning. It'll be 5-3.
5-3 in the scorebook. Meanwhile, Bills moves up to
Should be the
second.
last out
Brown,
of
or
the
actually,
inning,
Brown,
but
excuse me,
instead now
moves up
there's
to
a runner
second.
at third, runner at second,
And
7-5.
Boylston moves up
He should
to
have gotten
third.
the second out off.
Fielder,
Make
Chandler
it, but
Chambers.
already
Pellets
has a
block the
couple hits
umpire's
on the
view.
day.
This is a little bit small on
Chance to
his
get
head
two more.
anyway.
Runs in for the Scouts, try to cushion
Probably
this
couldn't
lead.
see. Count
Chambers, let's see here. He has
Here.
doubled. He has lined out to
Chambers to step in.
shortstop.
He is a
He
man
has
who
flied
is
out to
2
left.
for 5 on
Reached
the
on
day,
a bunt
struck out
signal and
leading
scored in
his
the
first
8th
time
and
up
struck
back
out
in the 9th.
looking in the 9th.
Hicks.
He's had a busy,
Back
busy
second
day.
before delivers.
That
Inside
pitch taken
there
for a
called
strike by Chambers.
7-5.
For Xenia, 7 runs on 11 hits, 2 errors in the
Runners
field.
at second and
Meanwhile,
third.
for Grand Lake, 5 runs on.
Hicks steps on, checks back to third.
The pitch.
Delivering. Inside.
That is taken for a strike.
For a strike again. He thought about swinging.
Well, it's 2 strikes now on
Holds up, but it
Chambers.
doesn't matter, call the strike.
Tuttle waiting on
Now
deck for
counting
Xenia.
for Hicks trying to get the third out of the inning. Checks.
So
gathers,
Hicks delivers. That
The Mariners lost their only other game in their only other
Hicks
extra innings game. That
looks
one was
back,
the Clippers.
delivers, up
That's just one a
high,
little bit
2 and 2
high
the
on
count.
inside part of the
2's
plate.
across the
Count goes
scoreboard.
2-2
2
now.
balls, 2
Two
strikes,
outs.
2 out.
2-run lead.
2 runs
7-5
already in here in the top half of the 10th,
Mariners
and
will try
runners
to
at
come back
first
again
and second.
in the bottom of the ninth. Something they can't do. They can
Hicks,
give up
the
4 runs
right-hander,
in an inning
deals.
yesterday. This
That is
one
up
and
high.
inside.
Boy, Chambers had to do a little bit of a limbo move that
Getting
time to get out of the
way,
way of
bending
that one.
backwards.
3 balls, 2
Count now
strikes.
goes full 3-2. Hicks is in danger.
On the
of walking
2-hitter
bases
for the
full now.
Scouts.
Trying to get that
Chambers
last
playing in left field
out
today
here
for
of
Xenia.
this inning.
And it's
Off
a
the bat,
line
and it
drive,
will go
foul.
Foul. It was a
Foul
nice
by a
solid
couple
hit,
of feet
but just
down
a
the
little
left
bit
field
out in
line.
front of it, and knocking it foul was Chambers. So we'll go again at 3-2, and that could have been trouble. That would have driven in the 2 runs aboard right now. 2 runners aboard right now, and the Mariners would be trying to hold this to a 2.
So the count will remain at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hicks will now step back on.
Still 2 out here in the top half of the 10th. 2 runs.
Check back to second. Hicks will
The
deliver the
pitch.
3-2 pitch.
That's down low.
He walks
Chambers
the
with a
ball.
walk.
Great at bat
Bases
there
are
by
now
Chambers.
full.
Started
Chambers
out down
works the
0-2.
count. He'll get aboard for the
Let
third
Hicks
time
mess
today.
around, throw a
Hicks
couple
is in a little bit of
balls.
trouble.
Had that foul ball that was about 2 feet to the
We'll now
right.
bring up Nicholas.
A 9-5 ball game right now, but good job by Chambers
He is
getting on
1
base.
for 5 on the day. Reached on the error back in the
After going
9th.
Scouts
Grounded
looking
out
for
second
some
and sixth,
insurance
struck
here.
out, looking
Tuttle
in
will
the
take
third.
a strike at the knees,
As he
0-1 the
takes a
count.
strike at the knees, 0-1.
They do have
Back
2
at
runs
third,
already
back
up
at
here
first.
on the scoreboard in the
0-1
10th,
Hicks
but
has got a lot of 0-1
and a 5-1 lead in the 8th.
counts. He just can't
Grand Lake came all the way back to tie it in that inning.
Inside, missing a little bit.
Pitch is taken on the inside for a ball
Here.
by Tuttle. 1-1 the count. Tuttle was grounded out to third, struck out, grounded out to second, singled and scored, and reached on an error. The pitch, down low. First is Chandler Chambers. Runner at second is Truman Brown. Runner at third is Luke Boylston.
Here comes
The
delivery.
pitch. That is swung on a miss by
Up
Tuttle.
now at 2-2
2-2 count
to Tuttle.
on the Scout shortstop, Nick Tuttle.
We are here in the top of the 10th. Mariners trying to just hold this to a 2-run deficit now after.
Boylston comes around. Here comes Truman. He'll-
By
Scouts
4.
doing a very good job of
2
swinging those
RBI
bats with
single
2
there.
strikes this inning.
Tuttle.
The latest in that regard, and great drive out
I
there.
bring up
center
Dugan
field.
Darnell. He replaced the
Able to
DH
bring in
after they
those
put
2
Zach
runs.
Bacon on the mound, but not before we have a meeting on the mound. And it looks like there might be
Meeting
a
on the
pitching
mound
change
now.
here
And will the
for
Mariners
the
make
Mariners. It
another
looks like
pitching change?
they will bring on Hayden Cart now, an outfielder to pitch. He has not pitched yet this season. You are listening to Mariners
Well, it looks
Baseball.
like Grand Lakes will be
Hayden
making
Cart
another
performs out. You're listening to
pitching
Mariners
change.
Baseball Live.
We'll tell you about the new
Mariners.
pitcher when we come back from the
YouTube
short
network.
break.
Go anywhere.
4 runs across the plate for Xenia here in the top half of the 10th. A 9-5 lead for Xenia here in Salina, Ohio. This game's never going to end.
It's not. I want to say it's like 4. Yeah, third or fourth through the 7th was And then the 8th, 9th.
On to the mound here on the top of the 10th. Mariners now trailing 9-4 after 2
Another
runs just come
original
across the plate.
position player on the mound for the Mariners. Hayden Cart comes in.
By the way, on
For this Mariners
first
squad, but
and
he's been asked
second,
to throw the baseball from the mound. A 4-run
it is
10th inning
Nicholas
for the
Tuttle
Scouts.
and Chandler
Xenia with a
Chambers.
9-5
Second,
lead.
both the responsibility
2
of
gone.
Mackenzie Hicks. Here's in mind now for the loss if this result holds.
We're
Loudermilk
at first and
Correction.
second. Moments ago,
Cart.
Nick Tuttle coming through with a 2-run single
now
to
steps
left.
on. This will now bring up Dugan Darnell, the 9th man to bat in the inning. He'll go up against Cart, who delivers the first pitch strike.
Jared Lindsay coming in the bat here for the Scouts.
Lindsay usually at the catching position for the Scouts, batsman on the right
Here
side.
comes the check-in from Cart, trying to get the last out of this inning and give the
Cart
Mariners at least a
delivers.
chance. They scored
That's
4
inside
runs
for a ball.
already
Jared
in
had to
one
lean out of the
inning.
way of that one. 1-1
Back
count.
in the 8th. And then we tried to do it here again, but Cart delivers a high fastball there, 1-1. 2 outs.
All indications,
Runner
it
on
looks
second
as though
and first.
Zach Bacon will be back out on the mound for the Scouts, but don't be surprised if Ben Bills might make an appearance as well.
Here
The
comes
pitch.
delivery. Inside.
Lindsay bends out of the way of another one inside.
Ball 2, 2-1.
2-1 the count.
Cart trying to get the last out here.
Up to bat now, it means Darnell's not going back out to the field, so it really makes you think about what that defensive setup for the Scouts is going to look like next inning.
Check back here.
We'll definitely have to keep an eye on
Cart
that for
will
sure.
deliver.
2-1 pitch.
2-1
Lindsay
pitch. Inside. Mike
got hit.
him. He did hit him.
And so now the
Darnell
bases will be
hit by a
loaded.
pitch. Correction. Dugan Darnell. Correction, it was actually Jarrett Lindsay that picked. That was never translated to us up in the outfield.
In right field.
So Lindsay
And since we
being
don't know him
hit by the
face
pitch.
here,
Is that Lindsay's?
he does reach. So Dugan Darnell's day was done. It was Lindsay.
Bases loaded for the Scouts. 2 gone here in the top
Pitch, and
half
now the
of the
bases are
10th.
loaded.
4-run frame for the Scouts. Here's
Welch.
Graham Welch.
Welch batting left. He
As
looks at the
that
first
is
pitch
taken
high.
for a ball. And boy, oh
Ball
boy, Welch was the guy who got it all started with that walk to begin this inning.
He went off of the walk, came back around to score.
There came around the score on the
And
RBI
he's the
single by Luke
Part of the
Boylston.
reason why the Mariners are now down by
Pitch.
4 at the top of the 10th. Again, Cart
That
pitching.
is up high for a ball.
Count those now 2-0.
9 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors in the field for the Scouts. 5 runs, 4 hits, 3 errors in the field for the Mariners.
Mariners have shown their not so pleasant side here in this one. Haven't been able really to get the
Graham Welch
bat to the
moving the bat
ball.
around.
They do have 5 runs, but they've only 4
2-0
hits. They
count.
committed 3 errors.
It's up
so
high for a
everything
ball.
they do
It's now
wrong when
3-0.
they don't win. They've done wrong, and they're not winning.
Well, this Scouts team
Here they have somehow
have been
forced
itching to end this long losing
against the
streak.
odds of their staff.
And they still got it in. Already the size of a lead for the
Going
more
out to the
insurance, the
outfield.
better. The pitch.
Comes a 3-0 pitch.
Welch
So that
walks.
walks in a run.
How about that?
And so 2 walks in
Chandler
for Welch.
Chambers
He brings in a
Comes
run
in to
that
score
way.
on the bases
And the
loaded
Mariners
Rockets.
are
Now a
now down by
10-5 lead
5.
for Xenia.
And Cart can't find the strike zone.
That's the first run that the Scouts have gotten via the walk RBI. They've been earning every single bit of their runs.
And now that'll bring up Zach Bacon.
2 outs, bases full.
So now here comes Zach Bacon, who if this lead would hold up, would be the winning pitcher today for the Scouts. Think about that for a
Zach
moment.
Bacon would be the winning pitcher here today.
Well deserved.
He steps in batting right against Cart, can't throw a strike. That's what you want when your position players come in and pitch. You want them to throw strikes. Cart's not doing that here today. But if you're going to have to replace Mackenzie Hicks, he was in the outfield
Performance by Bacon.
here.
Cart delivers a strike to Bacon. 0-1 the count on Zach.
Could have brought Chris
Cart
Lyons,
out.
but they really wanted to
Back
use him
at it.
in a close situation.
Apply for a ball. 1-1 the
Missing
count.
high count now 1-1 after the first pitch caught in the zone.
Yeah, no problem.
Cart needs to get the ball
This is
down.
the
low. He's
11th
missing
batter
everything high
that
and
has come
in.
around
He just needs to
for
get
the
the
Scouts
ball
here in this
down.
inning. The
Here
pitch.
comes the 1-1 pitch.
Bacon
Off the
swings.
bat, and it will be
That is a
hit.
base hit
That
into
is
right
a
field. More runs for the Scouts.
Rounding in,
1 run
Ball
in.
from third.
They will hold up the
There's
runner
one
at
up
third.
So the bases will hold low. Bacon will get
So an
himself a
RBI single
and the
for
Mariners
Zach
continues
Bacon.
for the Mariners.
A
Count
dream
now,
inning for the
11-5.
Scouts.
Mariners
6
trailing here, and they
runs
cannot
for the
get out of
boys
this
from
top
Xenia here in the
ten.
top half of the 10th. 11-5 lead for the Scouts.
If you're a Mariners supporter and a Mariners team, and now
And now I think they'll have no choice but to take Cart out here because he
have
simply
a
can't get
conversation
it out.
with Cart. Don't know if it's the end of his day. I think it just might be a conversation. The entire infield doesn't come in. I think it's just a conversation between coach.
I mean,
Nope, it is a
position
replacement.
players, so
We're now going to have
struggle a
Tommy
bit with
Seamer
control,
come
like
out of
we
the bullpen,
said,
and
with
we will
position
step aside
pitchers
into
for
the
the
Mariners
Scouts.
baseball. here
Take a lot
on the
of that
Mariners for Media Network.
velocity off, and just it's almost like BP up there.
So another new pitcher on the mound for Grand Lake. Never heard that one before. We'll take another quick break. 6 runs across the plate for the Mariners here in the top half of the 10th. An 11-5 lead for Xenia here in Salina, Ohio.
Okay, so this is what I'm thinking our infield's going to look like next inning. Wilson's probably going to be at first.
Yep.
Bacon's going to be back at second.
Yep.
I think they're going to put Tuttle at short, Truman at third. That's why Lindsey came in. So
And then
Lindsey
Bill's
would
on
catch
the
and then
plate.
Bill's on the hill.
Okay.
So that'd be the only reason why he would put in Lindsey. Then again, yeah. Then again, he could have just kept Darnell in.
So Tommy Seaver comes
Put
out to the
Darnell
mound.
at
He will
third,
be
Tuttle
looking
at
counted
short,
up.
and Bacon at second. Bill's on the hill. Krause on the plate.
I believe
I know
fourth
what you're
different
thinking. I know what
pitcher.
you're thinking. All right.
Will be the fourth different pitcher to come out here. Third different pitcher actually to come out here in this inning.
Well,
If
this
you
10th inning
exclude
continues
Andrew
for the
Lattimore, who was
Scouts. 6 runs.
ejected,
11
if you
to
believe it,
5.
he had a can.
Yeah, it's
of gin
another
in his
new
pocket,
pitcher
and they decided
on the
we have
mound
poured substance
for
on you.
the
Goodbye.
Mariners.
And now,
I bet that they are very glad that the
yeah, imagine how
day
different
off
it
is coming
would
for them
feel
tomorrow on
if
Monday.
they had allowed
Tommy Steamer,
Lattimore
meanwhile,
to stay.
the junior,
So that's just how the
Bluffton University, hails from Liberty Township, Ohio, 6'2", 185-pound junior, making his 7th appearance of the season. 2-0 with a 7.81 earned run average, and in 12 and
And this is
2/3
really
innings
what
pitched,
they
he
saw
struck
the
out
stats
6.
across the board. You
and
think
he's
it
walked
should be
6.
this big of a blowout. I mean, 13 hits on 11 hits. Mariners have somehow
So now
scored
Ben
5
Bills
on 4. It's just not going to be good day for
Coming to the
Mariners
plate.
here, and they're looking dangerous. A 7-game win streak basically right over their heads.
The pitch.
There comes
Bill
the inning. This will be
swings a liner
small
down the
night.
left field line
Then
foul.
the Bills struck out looking
Now, the
his
hold of that one
first
just
out of
a
this inning.
little
He struck out
too
looking his
far
last time
out
up here in
front.
this one.
It wasn't Darnell.
Just a little far out front on that fastball, but he's ready to rip right there. So
Bills
he needs
now.
to be-
They
Not
will
able
say
to
he
check
did
his swing,
not.
so now he is in an 0-2
Actually,
hole.
they say he did go.
Against Tommy
Steamer
Steamer.
out here quickly to Bills, and you know they just want to get out of this inning, and they'll give themselves a chance to try to match those.
Pitch.
So
Bill
swung on it,
swings
going
and
down
misses.
three. Second
And that
time
will end the
strikeout,
inning for
and
the
we are
Scouts. But
finally
boy,
out
oh
of this
boy,
inning.
Xenia
But not
passed
before
out in a
6
big win in the
runs.
top half of the 10th.
Run across
6 runs
against-
across the plate for the Scouts. We head to the bottom half of the 10th. The Scouts looking to snap that long losing streak. They lead Grand Lake 11-5 here on the Xenia Scouts Radio Network.
We'll check on the infield replacements here. This is Mariners baseball here on Mariners
Okay.
Network.
Lindsey's going to play third.
Okay.
I was wrong there. Bacon back on the hill. I was wrong there. Tuttle back in second. I was wrong there. I got to get something. Darn it. So who's playing short? Hold on.
Boylston's heading out the first.
What would hope?
So Boylston is on third. Who's on third? All right.
No,
so
Lindsey's
Boylston's on
playing third.
first.
Boylston's on first. Tuttle's at second. Bills must be at short.
Yes. Yeah.
So what the hell was the point of putting Lindsey in?
Don't ask me, man.
I know. I'm just really confused.
They scored 6.
Yeah,
What is
scored
Lindsey
6.
doing? He walked. He got hit.
Yeah, he got hit.
Why take?
Hey, we'll come back. We'll come back from there when we've had no.
Does Lindsay even know how to play third? Oh, boy.
He looks ecstatic to be out there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Cat get ejected, too.
All right.
But I know it's
Let's
Nico
pray
went
this
out
is the
and
final
he-
inning, please.
It should have been. Because
Bottom of the 10th here in Salina, Ohio. Boy, we have had ourselves a odd game here at Montgomery Field. A lot of twists and turns, but the Scouts are finally looking to put the finishing touches on a win that could potentially snap a 7-game losing
So
streak.
we're back here now.
Zach
The
Bacon
Mariners have a chance.
On the
Have to have
mound once
one more
again for the
chance to try to
Scouts,
come
hoping to
back.
be on the mound for the final inning today.
We're down 8-1 against the Sevens. That's the worst team in the South. This is
He
the
will go to
second worst
work
team in the South.
against Evans
on a
Fry.
7-game
And by the
losing
way, not the
They
only
found their
change
back
that
in the
Scout, well,
top of the 10th.
Bacon's still out
It
there
is
on the
the
mound,
top
but a
of the
lot of
order
changes
up
made by
for the
Xenia
Mariners.
today, Riley.
Yeah, the infield's looking
And
a
we'll see
lot
how this
different right
goes.
now
It
in
is
the 10th
Evan
inning.
Spry
Bacon
stepping in
With the pitch.
to lead off.
Up high for a ball.
Up high, ball
Jared
one.
Lindsey, who
The
came in
Mariners
as the
can
eighth,
try to come back
came in
here.
pitching
It'll be
for Darnell.
another
Jared
great
Lindsey's now
comeback here
third,
against a
with
lower
Ben
Southern
Bills at
Division
short.
opponent.
Tuttle's
Bacon
still
has
over
to
at
try to
second.
beat
Luke
again.
Wilson finished
High
in
fly
second.
ball here from
Spry with a
Out
high
to
fly
center,
ball.
and he will be the
Under
first
it.
out of the game. 2 away.
Is the center fielder Cam Murray for the first out.
Yes, they need to hang their hats on something. You never, not much here. at
Well,
6 and 14.
good start there for Bacon.
Like that, but
Pitch
when
one
you
out,
win,
doesn't
it's
get more
very rare
simple
for a
than
team
that.
like this.
Great start.
And
Now Bacon will go to work on Blake Crossing.
A man who is
I've seen 1 for 5 on the day. Actually, 2 for 5 on the day. Excuse me.
RBI single his last time.
The
up the
pitch.
eighth. He will swing it first.
And
pitch,
Blake
high.
will pop this one up along the left
In
field
foul
line.
territory, and
Lindsay
it will
not
drop
able to make the
just
catch.
just a bit foul. As Lindsay,
Now, we don't know
third
how much
baseman,
experience
tried to
Lindsay
find
has
out.
over there at third
Changes, by the
base.
way,
We
for
have
the
mostly
Scouts.
seen him
Tuttle is on
at
second.
first
Bills has been moved
and
from
a
third
catcher this season for
to
Xenia.
sixth. Lindsay, who pinched hit
So that will
For
bear some watching here in
Lindsay,
the bottom
who
half of the
pitched
10th.
for Dugan Darnell,
But Bacon does get ahead in the count
is
0-1.
now on fifth at third base, and then Boyles is
Racine making his way back to the left-handed batter's box.
Crossing steps back
Bacon,
in.
meanwhile,
Got an
who
0-1
has
count. Bacon
really
trying to
done
finish out
yeoman's
this
work.
game and get his win.
Now the Scouts bullpen.
If Bacon wins, this will be
Here's the pitch.
his first win of the season.
And this will
one
be
is
a
Scott
grounder.
right here, second
Out to
baseman,
second.
gathers it up
Throw
the
to
middle.
first. In time for the
Mariners are
second
down
out.
to their last out.
Two outs.
It looks like more like the second time this year the Mariners will allow a
So,
long
2
losing
out.
streak to be
Here in the
broken
bottom of the
against
10th.
them. As you
Jake
said,
McCaw.
not something you want to see.
We'll look to keep things going for the Mariners, but meanwhile, Bacon 1 out away from
Taking one out away from winners.
ending what has been a marathon day for both of
these.
these teams. Extra innings in Salina.
I have imagined
The
that
pitch.
bullpen looks that.
And it is going to be caught for the final out of
For
the
the
game.
first time in probably
In 10 innings,
Settlers
the
will win,
Xenia
and the Mariners
Scouts triumph
lose here at home.
over the Grand Lake Mariners by a final of 11-5, snapping a 7-game losing streak in the process. That has got to feel good for the boys from Xenia as they get a hard-fought win here today in Salina, Ohio. Riley and I will be back with the Scouts postgame show in just a moment.
Here today, they allowed for the second time this season. They allowed a losing streak to be busted against them. And I've got nothing else to say against this one. It's incredibly disappointing day for the boys, but they'll be back here again tomorrow. So we're in the midst of a 10-game. Well, not tomorrow, actually. It's Tuesday, in the midst of a 10-game
Are we gonna try to do a player?
Yes, what do you think?
Zach Bacon.
Let's do
We
it.
are guys and the
Get Zach Bacon to come up here.
Yeah, we are guys.
Thank you for all the listening.
And then we had one again in the 10th there. And then, I mean, the pitching.
Okay.
I mean,
Have a safe trip home, everybody.
All right, let's see here. How many hits did Xenia end up having today?
that's a good question because I didn't.
Luke, how many,
go
how many hits do you have for Xenia?
13.
13? Okay. How many men left on base do you have for them?
I don't know.
For Xenia? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go. Left on base. I'll make it sound convincing. Oh, finally,
Well-
hallelujah.
You did what the Joes did too. They snapped their 6-game losing streak.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Word on the street though is we're not a motivated team that doesn't want to make the playoffs. So I think they're throwing games, to be honest.
All right.
The assistant coach actually came up and told me our goal is to finish one spot out, one game out of the playoffs, which is absolutely pissing me off that our team has had a mentality like that. I don't know if that's the head coach saying that too, or assistant coach saying that. So.
Okay,
He wasn't
well.
joking either. Yeah.
All right.
I was half ready to pick because I would not want to. I don't want to call a team that does that.
Right.
I'm here.
They're not all in like you are.
All right, we're going to wait until Bacon comes up here.
Okay.
I need a rest.
That's fine. I need to get that off my head. I'm muting them too. They're all muted.
Thanks, Luke.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
At least we get out of here a week sooner.
I love it. Zach Bacon, the player of the game.
I want to see this stat. Let's see here.
He's definitely improved.
3 innings, no runs, no hits, 2 strikeouts, and a walk.
That's beautiful. Beautiful. And what was probably 1/3?
4 runs.
4 runs.
Yeah.
4 walks.
That kid is trash. My God.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
We didn't really have a pitcher where like they came in and we're just like down.
Mhm.
That's him. He's It is 3 appearances.
That's a tough line to tie.
It's a very tough one.
How would you want? He already had like a 20 ERA coming in.
All right.
Yeah, it was like
Let's start the post game show. He's heading up here right now. Welcome into the Xenia Scouts post game show. A happy result to report from Salina, Ohio, as the Scouts triumph over the Grand Lake Mariners by a final of 11-5. A game that took 10 innings to play. Alongside Riley Harshman, I'm Charlie Danis, and pretty soon we'll be joined by our player of the game. But Riley, in the meantime, what an impressive win for the Scouts. They battled back. They had a 5-1 lead in the 8th. Mariners tie it up. You're thinking to yourself, we've seen this story before, that big 10th inning, and finally snapped this long losing streak.
Yeah, their bats were going crazy once the starter Bear Bellamy came out there. They're swinging, they're aggressive, and we just saw the great things we've seen from this Scouts offense like we've been seeing them all year. They had a great start out of Caleb Eder and then a great closing performance there by Zach Bacon.
And Zach Bacon, he'll actually be our player of the game. He is heading up to our booth at this moment in time. Let's go ahead and quickly tell you how this game transpired. It was Grand Lake that jumped out to an early 1-0 lead thanks to a bases loaded walk by Van Acker. It stayed that way until a wacky 8th inning rolled around. Xenia was able to tally not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 runs in the half of the 8th. So you're thinking to yourself, okay, Xenia might have a chance of getting the win here today. Well, Grand Lake comes back with 4 runs in the bottom half of the 8th. We go to extra innings. Top half of the 10th, Xenia, they break out the bats once again. They score 6 runs, and they ultimately get the win here today. A 10-inning victory for the Scouts as they defeat Grand Lake 11-5, snapping a 7-game losing streak. I'm Charlie Danis, joined by Riley Harshman up here, and we're still waiting for Zach Bacon, our player of the game, to come up here. But, Riley, let's just talk a little bit more. This has been a rough stretch for the Scouts. Losers of their last 7, I believe they've lost 13 out of their previous 15 games. Got to feel good that they get a win, and we'll hold off on that conversation as we welcome in our player of the game, Zach Bacon, up here to the broadcast booth. Zach, before I get to the game, how's your arm feeling?
Oh, it's a little sore.
I bet. Tell me about the resilience of this team, because we were talking 7-game losing streak, losers of 13 out of the last 15. It's been a hard stretch for this team. But to go out there and get a win, what does that mean for your squad?
It's a big win. Hopefully we can keep it going. It's been a long couple of weeks. We've been struggling with pitching, so it was nice to get one finally under our belt again.
When you're at Glenville State, you're a position player. Have you ever pitched at Glenville State?
No.
Okay.
That happens.
What's going through?
Over the plate.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Just keeping it simple.
Hopefully it misses the barrel.
So you have a 5-1 lead going to the bottom half of the 8th, and then you give up those 4 runs. The game is tied. You come on in relief. You get outs, and then that 10th inning rolls along. Talk to me about that inning, which, by the way, you contributed with a key base hit.
We had a good approach to the plate as a team. To get thrown out of the game, I'd have another guy come in who really wasn't warmed up. My first at bat of the inning, and couldn't really find the strike zone at first. And then as a team, we just hit them well. We just saw pitches well. We had good approaches and just got a couple hits, a couple walks here and there, and it led for a big inning.
And the league got seceded. You came in the mound, and it's a 5-5 game again. How do you guys rally back again after already rallying to get that lead, then losing that lead, and then coming back again?
I guess it's just not falling down, not laying over. We just got a couple key hits in there, got some momentum going.
This has got to feel good heading into the day off tomorrow, I would think, right?
Oh, 100%. I'm so ready for it.
So the Scouts able to defeat the Mariners by a final of 11-5 as we say goodbye to our player of the game, Zach Bacon. Zach, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Again, Zach Bacon. And The final tallies for both teams. Xenia, 11 runs on 13 hits. They leave 11 men on base, commit 2 errors in the field. Meanwhile, for the Mariners, they are able to tally 5 runs on 4 hits. They leave 11 men on base and commit 3 errors in the field. We'll be back on the air. We will be coming to you from Richmond, Indiana on Tuesday night, 7:05 first pitch, as the Jazz duel with your Xenia Scouts. For my broadcast partner, Riley Harshman, this is Charlie Dana saying one final time. The final score today from Montgomery Field, it is Xenia 11 and Grand Lake 5 in 10 innings. So long and good night from Salina, Ohio. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and eat.
Oh, and end the stream real quick.
Okay. Oh, yes, right. All right.
3 hours and 40 minutes. That almost made me barf.